The following program is of adult nature and may be inappropriate for persons under the age of 18.
You know, Hal, I wanted to bring the Gore book tonight because I figured he was going to pull a Bill Clinton on me, and he has, because he's going to disavow what's in his book. It's in your book. No. It comes out to $100 billion of foreign aid for environmental projects.
All right, let's give him a chance to answer.
How are we going to pay for it? How are we going to pay for an extra $100 billion of the taxpayers' money for this?
Dan, I appreciate you reading my book very much, but you've got it wrong.
No, I've got it right.
There is no such proposal. There is no such...
Okay, well, we'll find out afterwards.
Mr. Vice President. Let the Senator talk. Go ahead.
I want to thank my friends, Kimberly Flynn, my friend and teacher, my collaborator, Oscar Eustace, Mark Bronnenberg. I want to thank my family, my father, Bill, my brother and sister, Eric and Leslie. I want to thank all of my producers. This is a scary orchestra. And I want to accept this award on behalf of my gay and lesbian brothers and sisters. In the 90s, I want to see the passage of the Gay and Lesbian Bill of Rights and an end to the AIDS crisis. Thank you.
Look, Nick, I'm not going to bullshit you. I don't know you. I don't know your work. But I think that you are a very, very talented young man, and I'm never wrong about these things. Excuse me. Yes. Could I have another Cointreau and soda? And could you send an almond torta over to the gentleman in the white suit in the corner? Certainly. Look, Nick, I'm not going to bullshit you. Because it's a waste of time, and then it becomes like that thing. I'm very, very aware that you are seeing other agents. And I think it's good that you are. Finally, I mean, it's healthy. But this is the thing. If you decide to sign with me, you're going to get more than an agent. You're going to get three people. You're going to get an agent, a mother, a father, a shoulder to cry on, someone who knows this business inside and out. And if anyone ever tries to cross you, I'll grab them by the balls and squeeze till they're dead.
Friday, 10:22 p.m.
Hey, there's the puppet. This is Daisy Fuentes, puppet. Hello? Hello, this is Daisy Fuentes, puppet. Hello? Hold it. I'll make a funny noise now. See if you can tell what it is. Did you hear that? Listen again. Did you hear that? Okay.
Hello, Al. I'm sorry to keep you waiting, but thank you for your patience.
Listen.
Yes.
I'm here.
Oh, good.
And I'm about to take a gun and shoot my whole family and shoot myself in the head.
Well, I don't think that's quite the answer.
You're going to just hang up on me?
No, I'm not. I know. I said I don't think that's the answer. Let's think if we can find a better one. How's that? What's got you so upset?
I'm about to shoot my whole family. I'm going to shoot myself in the head. Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
Well, yes, I'm going to hang up on you because I don't like games playing, for God's sake. We're talking serious. We're talking situations here. You want to solve a problem? Go ahead, we'll solve it. You want to be silly? Only because I think blowing your brains out and shooting your family certainly isn't the answer to anything. See, when somebody wants to shoot their family and then themselves, they're blaming everybody else but themselves for their situations. If that were the case, we'd all wind up victims. We'd all wind up in a terrible situation where we didn't know what was going on. We didn't really have a situation. Maybe that guy's nuts. Maybe he's going to do it. We can't stop people from craziness.
Mother found it. He's younger than me by 6 years and gave it to Daddy. I didn't know. I thought I'd cost that for 20 years. But she had prepared to do this. And I was just the one that kind of made her say, oh, I'm going to do it now.
You thought you'd pushed her over by...
Yeah, she came in to kiss me that night in bed. And I just, like most kids would say when their folks are like that, would turn their head.
Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
There's a time every morning with so many lies you tell about my breath or my body. Yeah, smell shot my image straight to hell. Hurt my reputation. I don't smell so much humiliation from now on. Please don't call me Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. I work hard, I do a good job. I hear your crap each day. My breath is fine, my teeth are perfect. But just because of all the things you say, women won't come near me. I can't get laid. I'm asking you sincerely from now on. Please don't call me Baba Booey.
I'm very happy right now to have with us New York's hottest unemployed radio personality. Here's the story, folks out there in America. Less than a month ago, this man had one of the most highly rated radio shows in New York City. Thoughtfully irreverent, honest and acerbic, it was only right that he got fired. Please welcome the man who thinks that making a great big stink is the spice of life, Howard Stern.
I'm here. Good morning, everybody. What's happening? Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I have nothing to say, obviously. Actually, I've got tons of stuff to say. There's a million things going on. Man, did they fix the microphones here? Am I in delay? Am I in program?
Yeah.
Wow. Boy, things sound good. You notice the difference? You hear the compression on the signal?
Crisp.
Very crisp. Very nice. Engineering, working overtime. I notice these things. I praise when they do good. Okay, let's take a break. We'll come back. I'll get everything started, all right? There's a million things to talk about. There's tons of stuff going on right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle. Howard on the Eagle's toll-free line. 1-800-54-STERN. You're listening to The Howard Stern Show.
Look at me, dancing. So much crap going on. Oh, let me just fix my headphones. Fix my hair, fix the headphones, don't ask. Got a whole scene going on here.
What did you have this morning, a bran muffin or a half a grapefruit?
Why?
Because your diet is in one of the tabloids this weekend, and I wanted to know what you were eating.
First of all, Jackie said to me, man, you look thin. In fact, I'm eating 50 times more than what I've ever eaten in my life with this nutritionist I'm on, and I've lost tons of weight.
Did you give an interview about your diet to somebody?
No, I don't eat bran muffins, and I don't eat grapefruit.
I said, I've never seen him eat a bran muffin or a half a grapefruit.
It's a total lie. Where does it say that?
And I got to go get it.
Why was there...
And they said it's an exclusive. They got the Howard Stern diet.
No, they don't. They don't at all. In fact, here I'm eating peanut butter and almonds and toast and cereal.
They said it's the Howard Stern potato diet.
No, I'm off the potatoes, pretty much.
I forget what they said you could lose on your diet.
Lose your money on all those potatoes. No, I'll tell you my diet, but...
Yeah, that's what they said, and they said exclusive. I said, he's talking about his diet, and I never saw him eat a bran muffin.
My new guru is Ellie Krieger, so I don't,
I don't know that they attributed a guru, but they said that this was your diet.
That's my diet from 2 weeks ago, Robin. I'm on a whole new thing.
Got a new kick.
I got a whole new diet. Oh, yeah, I'm ripped. Anyway, man, so much has gone on. In fact, the Friday that we left you, I ended up at Scores that night, and that was an interesting night.
You really did do that.
Yeah, and I want to tell you all about that. Stuttering John got punched out at the MTV Awards.
I keep hearing about this.
Me too. In fact, I kept hearing about it on my answering machine as John was calling me every minute.
What did he want?
Advice.
You're not the police?
Yeah, well, he was in the hospital. It's really not that funny.
Really?
Yeah, it's not that funny a story. And I usually try to avoid lawsuits and stuff, but I've advised John to go ahead and sue Sharon Stone. Yeah. I've advised him to do it.
She didn't hit him.
Well, her people did. And she's the one with money. Her people don't have any. She's the one with the money. And,
the money.
Hey, going to hire a bodyguard, you got to suffer the consequences. It's the same as if, you go to a company and slip on their floor, you can sue the president of the company.
Yeah, well, tell me everything that happened.
All right. Okay. Well,
Because I only have the news accounts, and you know how messy that can get.
Yeah. Hey, did you watch the fight Saturday night?
Yes.
Yeah.
that 50-second debacle?
People called me the next day for comment. First of all, why was there a camera crew outside the building today? Do you know?
They were asking about Stuttering John.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah,
that's what I guessed. Well, I'll say everything I want to say about Stuttering John in a minute. In fact, I'm going to play the tape for you, and we're going to get John in here, and we'll have a whole thing going on. John was calling me. He goes, "Oh, the press wants to talk to me. Should I talk to him?" I go, "No. Why would you talk to the press? First of all, you're an idiot. Second of all, if the press wants to know about this, let them tune into our show."
Right. I was hoping that nothing was said about this until we got
right. Of course. How many times have I gone over that with Stuttering John? Hey, stupid.
Wait a minute.
Hey, stupid. Come in here.
Because I didn't even know if he was on the air while we were gone.
By the way, to our general manager, Tom, you see it's 190 degrees in this building? Does that ever faze you? We need a janitor for a general manager. Someone who understands building maintenance. Hey, John.
No.
I'm putting on my...
what? Nobody's asked you anything.
I didn't answer your question. You went no.
I was going to react to what you were saying before.
What did I say? I don't even know.
About me calling a machine.
Yeah, I told you. Don't talk to anybody.
Well, when I got in here to do my show on Thursday, Peggy was coming...
Yeah, that's the problem. John now has his own show.
So Peggy was coming with me with all the people who had called, and I said, let me call Howard before I do anything.
Smart man.
So I wasn't really doing anything.
Peggy doesn't understand that it's more... I love Peggy, don't get me wrong, but she doesn't understand. It's more impressive. I'm just looking at the microphone taped to your chair and trying to figure out what is that.
Well, I don't know what happened to all the guest chairs in here, so...
I don't know. I'm all confused. You go away for a week and everything changes. What? No, Peggy doesn't understand that it's more important that we have...
That's our show. You were working for our show.
Yeah. Why would we want you on hard copy, for example?
There's a list of every single show, or... you can go through this, like 20 messages there of people who wanted to interview John.
And I just hate, Howard, how they do, how they usually do a spin and they won't talk to me and then they'll, use only...
That's fine. Let them do their own spin. We're here to straighten out the whole thing.
Spin.
Yeah. Let's see. American Journal, the Daily News, Stuttering John News Feature Syndicate, Daily News,
Entertainment Tonight,
American Journal, Entertainment Tonight, USA Today, Extra, Entertainment Tonight, and... David Hinckley from the Daily News, is that right?
Oh.
Yeah, right. Anybody from my show talks to David Hinckley, ever gives him a good scoop, it's fired. What do you think of that? Yeah. If the guy worked with me a little bit, maybe I'd give him a scoop once in a while. Screw him. Never had a nice thing to write about me. So, anyway, here's so John kept calling. I said, don't talk to anybody. Wait till we get on the air, and then we'll rap about it.
So that's what I wondered. On his show, he didn't talk about it either.
No.
No, I did like 10 seconds. Just I listened to Howard's show, and you'll hear all about it.
Good. That's fine.
All right.
No, he handled it well.
Okay.
He's learned. Because, if it happened to Jackie, it would have been all over.
Hey, it's my chance to shine. Now I did something. Hey, I didn't know. I want my chance.
Press conferences in Jokeland.
Yeah, right. Yeah, over at Jackie's house. Big press conference.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a question of time.
I know, because Peggy gets nervous. It's like, we have an opportunity to get our call letters mentioned in the paper.
Right, she's thinking of K-Rock.
Yeah, right. It's like, well, big deal. You'll get your call letters mentioned properly when we handle it. Everyone gets all excited, like, oh, my God, I'll be in the newspaper. So what? This radio show is bigger than any newspaper. It's bigger than the goddamn Post or the Daily News, quite frankly. More people get their news from here than they do from those newspapers. So, Stuttering John, we sent him to the MTV Awards. And let me preface this by saying John didn't... In fact, when you hear the question John asked, I don't know what the big deal is.
I don't know what question you could ask that would warrant an attack.
Yeah, it was really weird. Sharon Stone, first of all, is a bimbo. You know that. She's a big, dumb bimbo who thinks she's not a bimbo. That's the worst type of woman there is. A woman who thinks she's not a bimbo who's a bimbo.
But how could you have made your name doing what she did and not know you're a bimbo?
Well, that was basically the question. The question was, do you plan to show your bush or something in another movie? Wasn't that it?
The first one was, are there going to be any upcoming movies with crotch shots?
Crotch shots.
You know.
Yeah, very nice.
So evidently, I saw it on TV. She was outraged. I mean, it was like, oh, my God. How do you... This is a woman... Isn't she in Playboy showing her sphincter?
I don't know if she ever did Playboy.
Oh, well, whatever.
No, I think that was a Playboy.
Yeah. Doesn't she get it? Without that vagina, she's a worthless lump of flesh.
How did she make her name? Does anybody remember?
Yeah.
It was crossing and uncrossing her legs with no underwear on.
Yeah. The cuffs and the
collar?
And the collar didn't match. She's blonde on top. She was kind of brown on the bottom. Hey, just to go on record.
But, you know, this weekend in another one of the tabloids, they have pictures of her romping around in a pool with a guy. This is a woman supposedly with no inhibition.
Yeah, right. Well, anyway.
When it comes to questions.
Then he asked, what was the second question?
The second one was, you showed your bush in Playboy. Why are you so uptight about showing your bush in Basic Instinct?
Right.
But I couldn't even get it out because the guy...
What?
So then
hands around your throat?
Well, then a reporter... I mean, not a reporter, a bodyguard, if you will. You know, these bodyguards really are a dangerous phenomenon. They've become... They're $4 an hour security guys. They're not cops or anything. They're just... like guys, big muscle heads from the gym that Sharon Stone meets somewhere and hires as bodyguards. And suddenly they start to think they're cops and that their country is Sharon Stone and they have to protect it from invasion. And they run around and they think that because they're with a celebrity, suddenly they're in control. They're guys who never made it to the police force because they probably didn't pass their psychological. Or they're bouncers, at best. They want to fight.
This is a press room, though. You know.
Yeah, I know.
And she came there for questions.
Yeah, she came there to be asked questions.
Right. And granted, okay, your questions are a little outrageous, so if you can't handle it, walk out.
Turn away. Answer another question.
And believe me, she is accountable for who she hires to sit there and guard her. Trust me. And the guy just walked over to John and punched him square in the face.
So, you know, see, I had the impression, that's why I had to ask how it happened. If you read the newspapers,
right,
you don't know if John was running up the street chasing her with a microphone.
Nothing.
If he was standing at the red carpet yelling questions, or if he was in a press conference.
You were standing in the press conference crowd, right?
Yeah.
And the guy just walked. In other words, he was standing, I assume, around Sharon Stone.
No. He was like on the side of the stage. He was like in the press area. He was in the press area.
Okay.
And I was standing up. And when I asked the question, then he just went and
he walks over to you. How far away was he from you that he walked over?
No, he was like, you know, standing next to me. You know, you know what I mean?
Why was he next to you? Why was Sharon Stone's bodyguard next to you?
Well, he was just in the crowd. I mean, I didn't know who he was.
He just was next to you.
Yeah, I had no idea who he was. I just thought he was a guy like standing there. You know?
Now, why do you think he was next to you? Was it coincidence?
Probably, yeah, because I was outside interviewing Beck. And then somebody said, hey, Sharon Stone got back into the press room. So then I went back into the press room and just, you know, stood where I, you know, walked in.
And he walked. In other words, so he was next to you and he turned to you and said, "Hey, don't say that." Did he say anything?
No, he didn't say anything.
He just booms, hit you where?
Well, you know, right in the mouth. He grabbed my mouth and started pushing me out by my mouth.
Yeah, and then he punched you.
No, like that. You know,
he smacked you.
Yeah,
open fist.
But you know, while I grabbed my mouth,
no warnings.
No. Right
and you were nowhere near Sharon Stone. It wasn't like you were causing her any danger.
I was 30 feet from Sharon Stone.
Right, so he grabs you, and then what do you do?
And then he starts pushing me out of the room. And he's not a press. You know, he's not.
Who cares what he
work for MTV? So he starts
a police officer wouldn't do that. They know that that's against the law. They can't lay a hand on you for answering asking a question.
So he's pushing me, and I pushed him back, and he clocked me in the face.
Wow.
And then
he punched you in the face.
Square in the face. My jaw was swollen. And then security jumped on my back. Him and you know
security
well,
from
him,
MTV
him
okay.
Whatever you call it, security guy, whatever. He jumps on me.
Wait.
What?
Who jumped on you?
Him.
Okay, yeah.
And we ended up flying over chairs, and it was just like.
I heard you ended up in the hospital.
Yeah, I was in the emergency room for like 5 hours.
Yeah, well, you know what? You're going to have to sue. I'll tell you why. Because this is getting a little too out of hand. People can't pop you in the face. They can't. They just can't do that. They can't get away with it. So you're going to have to sue because you got to teach these other jackasses that they can't do that. And really, it's not so much the celebrities; it's these stupid ass bodyguards they hire who are completely out of control and think this is their job to stop you from asking her questions that she might deem offensive. And I don't care what you ask her. I don't care if you ask her about her bush in the middle of her grandmother's funeral.
It wasn't even like he asked me. It's not like he just said politely, "Hey,
Right, he never gave you any.
He went straight to physical. He went straight to the.
Yeah, well, he was upset because he has to protect his woman.
The other thing is that these people are in public places. They came to answer questions. They don't get to determine whether the questions are nice or nasty, and they can't punch reporters in the face.
Now, I heard that, so I saw Sharon Stone on TV the next night. She was, like, doing some AIDS benefit or something. And they put a microphone in her face, and they said, what about all this? What about what just happened with Stuttering John? She goes, I couldn't, I don't know anything about Howard Stern. In other words, no apology, no remorse, no claiming responsibility for what happened.
Well, her lawyers and publicists probably told her, deny.
Yeah, and she was backing off, like saying anything bad about me.
Right.
She kind of just said, he has to wake up being Howard Stern every morning. I feel bad for him. So it's like, yeah, she feels bad for me. Oh, I feel bad for you, honey, because you're a bimbo and you don't know it, you dumbass. And John's going to sue your ass. You stupid bitch. I hope you make some more money so John can get his hands on it.
No matter what you do, you're famous for showing your bush.
Yeah, you're a bush girl.
That's who you are.
Yeah, you're in a movie.
Right?
Yeah, that's what... I don't care how many movies you're in.
Yeah, I don't care what else you do.
And when is the last time she had a hit movie since she showed her bush?
Never.
So show your bush. Stupid ass crotch face. Anyway, you want to play? Now, I didn't see any actual tape of you getting punched.
Because there's only one pool camera in the
where was Ganji?
Ganji...
was he with you?
No, Ganji had to meet the crew.
No, hold on. Who was the E...
Ganji, I'm mad at Ganji anyway.
Who was the E cameraman for the night?
Well, we couldn't get our crew in. It was, it was very difficult getting in. So our crew, we told them to meet us afterwards in case we wanted to get interviews afterwards.
Okay.
So we told them to meet us outside at 10:30. So
yes.
Ganji left to meet them at 10:30. So I was in there alone.
So your bodyguard was gone.
Yeah.
Well, you were there alone because he couldn't get in.
No, Ganji was with me, but then he, went out to meet the crew outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And that's when he got clocked.
Yeah.
Was he supposed to be in there with you?
No, he kind of had to go out and meet the crew. I mean,
why are you mad? So why are you mad?
I'm mad because he wouldn't come to the hospital with me afterwards.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, some producer. He had to go to the party afterwards. So I had to get a babysitter, and Susanna come with me to the hospital. Jackass.
Oh, man.
I request him never working with me again, please. Oh, come on, John, I don't want to go with you.
Yeah, he's a real selfish guy.
Yeah.
He's making me go to the hospital?
Yes. If Doug was my producer that night, he would have been there in a heartbeat.
Where's your sense of camaraderie?
I told you I had a baby. It's just,
You got that baby thing going on.
Yeah,
there.
that's not Ganji's problem.
The whole baby thing. I
couldn't.
Run the babysitting, and he wouldn't do it.
What? I can't hear a word you're saying.
This mic's not working?
No, it's working. It's just that your voice is very screwed up, and the microphone sucks. Go ahead.
I probably would have won the babysitting, and he would have went to the hospital. That's probably what would have happened.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not
you're probably right.
Howard, we would have went straight to the hospital. I mean, I said, come on, let's go to the hospital. Oh, you really, I got things to do. Meanwhile, the things you have to do was go to the party.
I also had to get the tape from the camera. I had to do some
Please.
Tape from the camera.
Please.
Yeah, nice guy. Nice guy. You got popped in the head and like...
You didn't care whether John was okay?
I had ice to my face.
Did I not give you money to get to the hospital?
My face is swollen.
Right.
I'm like, Kench, come on. Like, come to the hospital. Oh, come on, I got things to do. Meanwhile, he goes to the party.
Nice guy.
There's your buddy.
Because Ganji's a spoiled brat.
I know.
I know.
No, come on.
All right, man,
Doug told me.
The party was more important to me.
Go ahead. Of course. That's where you are. Nice guy. He's laughing.
He could care. Did you get pictures, John?
Pictures of what?
Of your face?
Yeah, we have it on video.
Oh, good. All right, so anyway, I'll play you. I tell you what, let me take a break.
Okay, yeah, I want to hear.
I'll come back. I'll play you the whole night from the MTV Awards. John got a lot of good interviews. David Lee Roth is coming in today. David Lee Roth. Yeah. He's back up there with Van Halen.
How happy did he look?
He was so happy. It was great. It was a weird vibe, too.
He was happy, and Eddie looked pissed off.
Wait a minute. I just wonder, why was David Lee Roth following Van Halen? Is he stalking them?
I don't know. You think that he was just following him out there and they didn't know he was coming out? So he'll be here to talk about that. Also, I want to talk about the Emmy Awards. And I want to talk about the boxing match and everything else that happened. Right. But we got to do one thing at a time. Let's go with Stuttering John first, and then we'll get to the rest of the stuff after this.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle.
So far, no one from his bosses to the FCC has been able to muzzle him. And his outrageous behavior has taken him to the top. So now, in all his uninhibited glory...
Wait a second. That gets way!
The Howard Stern Show.
Oh, yeah, I'm rocking, baby. Yeah. That's rock music. You know, if Betty Thomas had won an Emmy last night, she was going to get up and say Baba Booey or tell everyone to go see Private Parts.
Is that right?
The movie, yeah. God damn it. I was sitting there praying. I didn't see... I watched till about 9:30. I saw she lost. Betty Thomas is the director of my movie, and...
She was nominated for...
Late Shift.
Okay.
Which is the story about David Letterman and Jay Leno, and she was... The movie itself was up for 7 Emmys, but was against, like, you know, serious stuff like Truman, and... Truman didn't even win. It was Andersonville or something?
Something I never heard of.
Some Annandale. Something nobody watched and nobody had any interest in and wasn't basically anything. So, I've been talking to her all weekend. She said, you know... I said, Betty, if you get up there, it's a national forum. Get up and talk about Private Parts. Screw Late Shift. That's over with. We got to get word out. You know, we got a lot of markets I'm not on the radio. We got to get word out about the movie. And the movie's real good.
Have you seen the movie?
No, but, I mean, I was in it. And I was almost in every scene, so I know it's good. I know what I shot. Unless I was hallucinating. So, you know. So she was going to get up and either just say Baba Booey, but I decided that wasn't any good because for the people who live in Kansas, they don't know what Baba Booey means.
Yeah.
So then Gary and I were talking, and the idea that Gary had was that she should get up there and say, you know, listen, I know that in the past, especially at the Academy Awards, people have used this 30 seconds, this microphone for political purposes, and I always thought that was wrong, but there's something very important I have to say. There's a terrible atrocity going on out there, and it's about time I got political. And the atrocity is that a lot of people out there in a lot of towns don't realize...
Everybody would think it would be Saddam Hussein or something.
A lot of people don't realize that the movie Private Parts starring Howard Stern is coming on, which I directed, and we got to get the word out. So there it is. Thank you. Good night. And Baba Booey to you all. Or she could have gotten up and said, I want you all to see my Private Parts. Yeah. And, you know, like, just get up and say, listen, maybe I'm nuts. Maybe this has never been done before, but I'm feeling wild. I want you all to see my Private Parts. Then she starts to unbutton her pants. And then all of a sudden she goes, no, not these Private Parts. The movie coming out with Howard Stern in the fall. Or whatever. When is it coming out? March. The spring. No. That's winter.
February. Winter, yeah.
Winter. Whatever.
We're confused on our season.
Yeah, don't even say what season. So, that would have been really cool. But, of course, she didn't get the Emmy, which she deserved, but... Because you see Late Shift? I thought that was really good.
It was really good. I don't see whatever won. That's not out on video now.
No.
Late Shift is.
I think it's fixed. Did Late Shift win it? Even Kathy Bates didn't win an Emmy for that.
Late Shift didn't win anything.
You know why she didn't win?
It's considered frivolous.
Well, yeah. Did you see what it was up against? It was up against Truman and like a movie about the Holocaust.
Yeah, and what was Annandale?
And then there was one about the blacklisting in Hollywood or something.
Yeah. Andersonville.
And then what was I think the Tuskegee Project was another one, you know, about black people.
Yeah, this was with black people with problems.
But I mean, it was frivolous compared to those things. It's hard to give it to that when there's people died in the Holocaust. And did a movie about it.
Right. Meanwhile, nobody watched that Holocaust movie because who can take another Holocaust movie? You know, I can't take it.
Seen it, been there, done that.
Right. You know, Ratso once said to me, because I'm getting a tattoo, so he says, I can't see getting a tattoo unless...
You're getting a tattoo? I thought you were supposed to do that over vacation.
I did, I went. But,
and?
Well, she drew up she's drawing up 3 pictures of stuff that I want.
Here we go again.
I'm doing it, obviously she has to do the artwork, and she was delayed because of the death of her father. So, I'm going this week.
You have a tattoo artist whose father died.
Well, hey, it was a sad story. We're very close to him.
Oh, boy.
I tell you. So I'm still without ink.
Show must go on. Whatever happened to that?
Yeah, I know. So anyway, but she did meet with me, you know. So anyway, I don't know. It would have been cool if Betty won. But Ratto was saying if he ever got a tattoo, the only thing he would get is concentration camp numbers on his hand. That's
he could
cool.
still be buried in the right cemetery.
Yeah, he said, wouldn't that be a cool tattoo?
And be young. I said, how in the hell were you there?
And I would get like 69, 69, 69, like 3 69s on me.
Like Hitler had us in the...
Yeah, right. Yeah, like a joke before he threw you in the oven. Hey, you're 69, your favorite sexy number. Thank you, Mr. Hitler. Thanks for being such a great guy. Now, Banjo. Okay, so here's, just to get you in the mood, here's some of the reports about Stuttering John from the TV. Okay.
Rock and roll took on a whole new meaning for Sharon Stone at last night's MTV Awards. Jerry Penacoli has the latest on the Ice Queen's backstage brawl. And tonight, Hot Topic.
Once again, the MTV Music Awards turned into the Howard Stern Show. Remember how he stole the show back in '92?
So far, no scuffles.
Well, that was then. This is now. Backstage at New York's Radio City Music Hall looked more like Madison Square Garden on Fight Night. In one corner, Sharon Rocky Stone. In the other, Howard's speech-impaired sidekick, Studley Stuttering John.
I'm not going to talk about it right now.
Why so tight-lipped, John? Just last night you were firing your offbeat questions at all the celebrities.
There we go. All right, there's the John I've come to know and love.
Now, maybe John was just following his own basic instincts, but Sharon did not like his line of questioning.
Sorry.
Front shots coming up.
Ouch! Low blow, John.
You know, perhaps you should read a video.
Wait, it gets worse. Sharon is talking to reporters about her new haircut, but Stuttering...
So you were talking about her hair, just the stuff in her panties.
Oh, yeah.
Different hair.
Why are people uptight about answering questions about the hair?
Look at that. That's what they've got questions about her haircut. That's all people can ask.
You can't interrupt that.
No. I'd be pissed about that. I'd rather hear about my crotch.
John breaks in with the question about her private parts.
Why are you so insistent on being vulgar and inappropriate?
Oh.
Sharon.
She's like Liz Taylor now. She's all...
She's the Queen of England.
Yeah. We're going to dig up some dirt on her.
Was a little vulgar and inappropriate herself. A reporter asked her, what's her fashion statement?
I don't give it.
But the vulgarity turned to violence after Sharon learned John was from the Howard Stern Show. Then, the next thing you know, a fight breaks out between one of Sharon's bodyguards.
See, they made it seem like a fight broke out, like maybe John started it.
Right, yeah, there was some kind of a tussle with John.
John was standing there, and a guy comes over and pops him in the goddamn face.
Yeah, John's trying to ask Sharon Stone a question, and then all of a sudden there's a fist in his face.
Yeah, when they find out he's from the Howard Stern Show. If he had been from some other show, it would have been okay. Because she has a vendetta against me for some reason, which she always has.
That thing with the Letterman show that
Yeah, I mean, I was on the Letterman show one time, and she refused to be on the show with me because I mentioned the fact that she crossed and uncrossed her legs. So she walked out of the building being the unprofessional slob that she is because I had the nerve to say that she looked pretty when she crossed and uncrossed her legs. That freaked her out. So she had to be coaxed back into the building. It was a whole goddamn big thing. Sue her ass, John. Sue it. You have my permission. Did you talk to a lawyer yet?
Yes.
Sue her. Because that's the only thing these idiots understand. And she's clearly in the wrong. She can't go around hiring people to pop you in the face. Now she's responsible. So let her deal with it. I'm not all for lawsuits, but go for it. You know what I mean? Tame that bitch. God damn it. Jesus. Guy's in the hospital, you know. I mean, you know, what is it?
His face is his livelihood, too, just like hers.
Really? In a way, I guess. He's in here telling me, man, his head's still tingling. He has no sensation in
my
his
back
mouth.
is all messed up. I was at a chiropractor.
Have we got
my
this all
painkillers
documented?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He went to the hospital, and he's been under doctor's care.
And you can't work, can you?
They prescribed painkillers I'm on and anti-inflammatory medication.
Wow. And he's got enough problems. He didn't need any more.
Right. I'm telling you, he's limping in here. It's not funny. Just helping you with your case.
Well, why did his face to go down so quickly? I wanted to see bruising.
I know.
And Stuttering John. Fists and insults fly, and Sharon is whisked off the stage. Sharon has nothing to say about it afterwards, and believe it or not, Howard won't talk about it publicly till next week when he's back from vacation. But Hard Copy caught up with Stuttering John on his way into the studio today.
Yeah, I was in the emergency room all night last night.
It was pretty serious.
Yeah.
You just said you weren't going to talk to anyone.
No, this is before I spoke to you.
John.
See, his mouth
John.
is loose.
No, I was on the way in. I was on the way to the building.
John, I don't care where you are.
Yeah.
You say no comment.
Yeah, I did watch.
But you already made a comment.
Well, all right. I might have made a comment, but I'm all right. Whatever. I'm not gonna defend myself.
You didn't do what I told you.
This is.
You can't resist.
No, Howard, this is before we spoke to you.
What?
Howard.
One comment. Two comments.
Howard, this is before I called you, man.
Yeah, but dude, it's before you get in touch with me, don't say anything.
Okay.
Why would you say something and then call it?
You know what it is? I know what goes on. It's like, wow, people want to talk to me. No, that's what happens. It's like, wow, people want to talk to me. And I'm saying, hey, sit on it. Don't worry, the story won't go away. In fact, it'll be more interesting if you don't say anything.
You know, Extra was out there this morning. I got out of the car. They
said no
shined a
comment.
light in my face.
I said no comment.
And I hadn't talked to Howard.
Yeah, how did you know?
No, I will not make a comment.
Yeah, well, I say that, too, if you play the thing. I mean...
Are you going to sue?
No, wait.
Wait a minute, he's still talking.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I'm hitting the wrong thing. No wonder this isn't working.
Sharon had nothing to say about it afterwards, and believe it or not, Howard won't talk about it publicly till next week when he's back from vacation. But Hard Copy caught up with Stuttering John on his way into the studio today.
Yeah, I was in the emergency room all night last night.
It was pretty serious.
Yeah, it is pretty serious.
Are you going to sue?
I'm looking through it right now. I can't speak about it.
50 comments.
I can't speak about it, I said.
Oh, dude.
50 comments.
I said I can't speak about it. I said I want to speak about it right now. I'm sorry.
Now, a lot of people are wondering, was it Sharon's female bodyguard that sent John to the ER? Nope. She was up on stage with Stone when it hit the fan. And a good thing for John. Kristen Marshall is a former cop and a black belt to boot.
Yeah. Good thing for John.
Good thing?
Yeah. Good thing for Sharon that he didn't get in worse shape because the lawsuit will be even worse for her. Good thing for John. And this guy's a reporter, too. What does he say? Hey, where's the commentary that a human being cannot be smacked for asking a question? Reporters have lost their minds.
Well, come on. We're talking about, what is this?
It's hard copy? But even still, hard copies.
They're not reporters.
But they're the kind of reporters that get smacked all the time. You think they'd keep their mouths shut?
They're actors who got jobs for asking questions.
Well, I don't know. You think they'd be concerned, because they're the type of reporters that do get smacked.
Yeah, how about the times that they have to come up and ask somebody about their low box office success in a movie or something like that? They could get popped for that.
You bet.
Yeah, kick his nuisance.
No reaction at all from Sharon Stone's camp, but we did find this out. After Sharon rocked Stuttering John's world, she picked herself up and went out to a few glitzy parties.
Good, because she's not worried yet. When you serve her with papers, she'll be worried.
Nobody hit her. John's in the hospital.
Right. You spent the night in the hospital. That little bitch-ass, you dumbass bimbo. Get ready to get your world rocked.
Miss, I care about people.
Let me know which attorney you got.
Okay.
All right. I want to check into that.
Why don't you get him a good attorney?
What?
We're going to be flinging lips. You can't tell what you're doing talking to somebody. You're mumbling.
You wouldn't do wrong hiring Dominic. I'll tell you why. Dominic's a pitbull.
You'll be posing for Playboy.
And he loves publicity.
Yeah.
So this is his kind of case.
He'll put energy into it. That's for sure.
Just get you hit.
Wasn't feeling too badly about the whole thing.
Robin Carter's here now with a part of the MTV Video Music Awards we all didn't see last night. We were talking about this yesterday, that every year fans know that anything can happen at the MTV.
It didn't happen on camera, though.
Yeah, nothing happens at the MTV Awards.
Yeah, right.
It's off stage.
I think everything happens on our show concerning the MTV Awards.
They don't have any excitement on that stupid show.
I know. They kind of removed all the excitement from it.
Awards, and once again, this year's show was no different. Music's wildest night got really wild backstage when one reporter's basic instinct was to ask Sharon Stone an overheated question about movie sex scenes that turned.
By the way, it wasn't even a bad question. Will you be showing your crotch?
Question.
I mean, give me a break. Did you ask her how's the jury going to react when they hear the horrible question that she was asked? Are you going to show your crotch? 2 seconds before, she's using the F word on stage. And it's ironic that if she hadn't shown her crotch in that stupid movie, no one would even know who she was. And now she's all freaked out that she showed her crotch.
If you go out on the street and you ask what is Sharon Stone famous for, what do you think people would say?
Yeah, and what movie has Sharon Stone been in?
They're not going to say her acting.
Right, and what movie has she been in beside Basic Instinct? Which I didn't even remember the name of that until they just kept using it. There's no movie that she's done that she's even carried.
She's known for Diabolique.
Yeah, that did real well. She's a dumb bimbo who got a lucky role. They couldn't get anybody else to show their bush in the movie, so they hired her.
No, big actresses wouldn't do that.
Right.
People with names didn't do that.
Right, so she did it, because she was down and out. And she got a break.
And you can tell that big actresses don't do that, because she won't do it anymore. But she did it when she had to.
Yeah. Yeah, now she won't do it. So now someone else will do it and get a break.
Yeah.
MTV Fest into a backstage melee, just as Sharon was noting how much easier it is to be a presenter there than at the Oscars.
It's easier. It's like cooler. It's relaxed. I mean, no pressure.
Everything seemed relaxed with a playful Sharon Stone until Howard Stern's sidekick, Stuttering John, turned into Stone's public enemy #1 after he asked the screen siren and MTV presenter an obscene question about her famous leg-crossing scene in Basic Instinct.
Why are you so insistent on being vulgar and inappropriate?
And after the vulgar question, Stone was quickly whisked off stage as a behind-the-scenes brawl broke out between her bodyguards and Stuttering John.
Yeah, I pushed him back, and then it got into a fist fight, which is just totally ridiculous. Man. That's at the press room, when it happened.
He's now making excuses for all of his comments.
I didn't say anything to anybody. Just don't say anything to anyone.
Well, when it happened, you had cameras all over the place.
So?
You know what I mean, it was very strange.
First of all, you got a court case coming up.
I know.
Anything can be used against you. Anytime you open your mouth.
I know that. So, I know. I mean, when it happened, I was very upset. I wasn't thinking clear.
John, you're hysterical.
You're never thinking clearly.
I know, but I didn't know then.
All right. He always knows.
On your perch.
On your perch.
I know, but I'm blabbing like
All right, so let's see what happened here. So let's retrace John's step for the night here. Steps or step. The first people you ran into were the Fugees, who, by the way, were the highlight of the MTV Awards, if anybody watched. I watched the whole thing. They were the best thing there.
Did you like the awards?
No.
No, they were horrible.
I don't think, look, award shows are, I don't know. This sort of played out. I think there's new ways of handling award shows, but I'm sure I'm not going to lay them out here so that MTV can steal every one of them. I think there are cool ways to do award shows so that they don't feel like award shows and that more outrageous things can happen. The one hint I'll give them is that when a star gets up to accept an award, that's when the most interesting things can happen, and they should allow those things to happen.
Well, I've been screaming about that for years. Everybody with these 30 seconds or 15 seconds for an acceptance speech, yet these presenters go on and on and on with
prepared
their lame,
material,
stupid jokes that they can't read.
Yeah, it's weird. And then I don't know. All right, so anyway, here's the Fugees at the MTV Awards with Stuttering John. See if we can make this happen. Here we go.
We're trying.
Leadering up, okay?
How much leader you got on that thing?
Oh.
Do you guys hate Whitey?
Hate what?
Do you guys hate Whitey?
Hate Whitey? You sound like you from the Jeffersons, man. What are you, a honky with that question?
Well, there's been rumors about that.
Oh, no, not at all. The Fugees are universal. It's love for everybody, and we stress that a lot, Refugees represent worldwide, and it's not about black, white, green, yellow. It's about human beings.
Fuji is short for refugee.
I didn't know that. I'm learning something.
And all the songs on the album are about the refugees.
I see.
I don't know what the hell they're talking about or who they're defending. I don't know who the refugees are. But they're heavily into this political thing about refugees. Ooh la la la, it's the way that we sing when we're refugees. Ooh la la la, all that kind of crap. And they represent refugees, and since refugees have no representation.
I wonder if the refugees know about this.
I don't know. I don't know.
And if you listen to the music of the Fugees, that's what we represent.
Would you ever do a rap song with OJ?
What'd you say?
Hi, Howard Stern.
What'd you say?
We doing a rap song with OJ.
No, actually, I'm not doing a rap song with OJ. Because the knife that I got, I'm gonna stab you with it if you keep talking like that.
He's gonna stab you. So I guess he believes OJ is guilty. I got a knife, I'm going to stab you. I tell you, that's great.
He started to answer the question like it was a possibility. You know,
right.
No, I think we've decided not to do a rap song with OJ.
You mean we tapped into something by accident?
I would love to.
Sounds like that little cutie pants, she knew it was me.
Oh, yeah, she was all hip to you.
You know, I asked one question, everyone says, "Well, you from Howard Stern?"
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
These dimensions and extensions will secure my future pensions. When I mention corporate lynchings like the Cowboys did to engines, the intentions of the devils is to cause me hypertension, so I stay gold like Stevie Wonder, don't blunder like O.J. Simpson.
She grew up in Jersey, man. I don't know who she's kidding. She grew up kind of middle class. You know, she's really talented and good.
Well, it's the character she's taking.
Yeah, I know.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
All right, now next is
Was that you?
Who knows what she said? A cat in a hat made more sense. Green eggs and ham.
I told you I saw that award show where these black women would all get up and when they were asked a question, they all had a rhyme or a poem. It sounded like that. Every speech these women gave to try to win this contest sounded like that.
Yeah, I wonder what she's talking about. Was she saying that to you, John?
Yes, that was to me. Everyone's so happy when they like come back with a jab to me.
Right.
So all the press room's like clapping for her.
I see.
They don't know what she said though.
No, they don't care.
God, I'm gonna stab you with it if you keep talking like that.
These dimensions and extensions will secure my future pensions. When I mention corporate lynchings like the Cowboys did to engines, the intentions of the devils is to cause me hypertension, so I stay gold like Stevie Wonder, don't blunder like O.J. Simpson.
Now take that to the bank.
Thank you.
Take that.
Yeah, that's for you.
Yeah. Ooh, she put me in my place. I still don't understand why they didn't do this show, you know. I was the biggest promoter of that band, and I don't know, man. They go on Letterman. He's never said a word about them.
You're not PC, man.
Right. I'm not cool. I'm not cool. I'm not down with that whole refugee thing. Let me take a break. We'll come back and hear from Chris Rock, LL Cool J, Tony Braxton. Then John will get warned about all his racial questions.
By who?
Someone from MTV.
Okay.
Beck, Dennis Miller, and then finally Sharon Stone.
Who is Beck?
Beck is the guy who does Loser. Yeah. He's that kid. He dresses like he looks like a shop teacher.
Looks like David Spade.
Right. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I mean, I saw him all over the awards, and I was like, who is this guy?
He's Beck.
You know, the only reason I let that interview go by, Howard, it's not even that interesting. He's so strange.
Yeah, he is odd.
John asked him a question, and he answers a completely different one.
Yeah, he was on the MTV pre-show, and he was rapping. You know, he was rapping with some group, and it was...
Well, yeah, all night long he was like, I'm down with the, you know, and we're bringing it back to the cool jams, the old thing. You know, I was like, what in the world is he talking about?
Who's this guy? All right, let me take a break. We'll get to the rest of that. We got so much to talk about. Evidently, I was given 3 awards last night or Saturday night. I didn't even know about it.
By who?
I'll tell you all about it.
You have awards?
Yeah, I won all the awards this weekend, but no one knows.
You had a sweep?
I had a sweep. And I was at home watching the fight.
You didn't accept?
And I was being bad-mouthed at the awards because I wasn't there and that I'm too good to show up, and I didn't even know about
Nobody told you
Nobody.
that you were getting or nominated for these awards?
No. I had no idea.
Well, this will be interesting. Who awarded you?
I wanted to be interviewed by Stuttering John and punch him out for asking me obnoxious questions. All right, we'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show, 97.1 The Eagle. We're back with The Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
Oh.
All right. In case you're just tuning in, Stuttering John got punched in the face by Sharon Stone's bodyguard You know, it's a weird thing with the press. You know, they're hunting down Sharon Stone to get a comment. Why don't they hunt down the bodyguard? Find out what the hell was on his mind. That he's going around punching people for asking questions. Think about that. All right, so we heard from the Fugees. Stuttering John is backstage. Chris Rock is a comedian who used to be on Saturday Night Live. And now he's in film and stuff. He's in some movies and junk. Junky movies, but movies nevertheless.
Chris, did you ever hear Lorne Michaels use the N-word?
Huh? Did I ever hear Lorne Michaels use the N-word?
Lorne Michaels is the head of Saturday Night Live. He's the producer.
No. Yeah, I heard him say that a lot of times.
Chris, will you be going home with a white chick or a black chick tonight?
I will be going home with a gorgeous black woman tonight.
Chris, you're great.
Who are you? What are you, like the Howard Stern guy?
Yes.
Is always the Howard Stern guy?
Hey, Chris, is
who are you?
Like the Howard Stern guy? They think that there's somebody like Stuttering John.
Right.
They don't think it's him.
Right. Could this possibly be you? Turn off the Moe's theme, Freddie. Thank you.
Freddie's just listening to the commercials. He
Right.
likes the commercials.
She loves it.
Now anti-black.
Right, let me fix that.
Yes.
Is always the Howard Stern guy?
Hey, Chris, is SNL anti-black?
No more anti-black than, anything else,
Other than Eddie Murphy, why do the black guys from SNL always fade into obscurity?
Other than Eddie Murphy, I think I'm making a little more money than you.
You never know.
You never know. Who knows?
Obscurity.
Do you miss Greg Morris?
Do I miss Garrett Morris?
Oh, Greg Morris?
Greg Morris? I didn't know Greg Morris.
Oh, Garrett Morris.
Oh. See, I'm a professional comedian, and you're a guy.
Yeah.
There's a difference. Okay, is that it? Cool.
Peace. Peace in the Middle East.
What, did you not read your paper right?
You missed Greg Morris, but I don't know.
Greg Morris, yeah, from Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
You could have said to him, you can do follow-ups. Yeah, well, maybe you didn't know him, but did you watch Mission Impossible?
I thought you guys screwed up.
He didn't know what you were going
I thought you guys just wanted me to be a goof.
No, Greg Morris just died from Mission Impossible.
In fact, it should have been, where were you when Greg Morris?
Yeah. All right, here's LL Cool J, the rap star. He doesn't like me, right, or something?
I don't remember.
I was in an elevator with the guy once. He didn't really talk much, but we got stuck in an elevator.
I remember that. Was it in the HBO building or something?
Yeah, he had a whole posse around him and stuff. He was being real cool. Like, he couldn't...
Well, he is LL Cool J.
Yeah, and he couldn't, smile or anything. I was being real funny because we were trapped in the elevator.
This is a guy who always poses. I once saw him outside of somebody else's concert, and he was just standing there with all of his gold on, with his arms around a girl.
Yeah. And all of his peoples were in the elevator with me. It was about 12 people in this tiny elevator over at HBO. We were all packed in there. And
you and all the peoples?
Yeah, all the peoples, all the black peoples. And we were in there, and I just remember, being particularly funny. All of my peoples, all my white peoples were around me, laughing. And even, some of his black peoples were, snickering, but, trying to hold it in so they wouldn't be seen laughing at Howard Stern. And L.O. was kind of pretending like he didn't know who I was, but I knew he...
doesn't find anything funny.
Yeah, and then, L.O. kept a straight face. And then finally, a little smirk, because I was being particularly funny.
He's having a kind of schizophrenic life because, he's trying to be a TV star, and yet he's still trying to be like a bad rapper.
I see. So when he goes to the MTV Awards, he's the bad guy.
Yeah, right.
And then when he's on TV, he's mainstream.
Right.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, here's L.L. L.L.
So I just try to strive to be the best that I can be and always be honest. I don't, I pay attention to trends, but I don't try to jump on the bandwagon. I try to just be me, absorb what people are feeling and interpret in my own way.
What name is on your driver's license?
What name is on my driver's license? James T. Smith.
Why do blacks hate the Koreans?
Who?
Why do blacks hate the Koreans?
I wouldn't even dignify that with a response.
Cool.
Why do most rappers look like convicts?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I got him off the stage.
Wait a minute. There's one woman who keeps screaming, thank you, every time somebody has an answer for something.
Yeah. He hates me. They hated me in there. I never felt so hated.
But do any performers ever tell the truth? There's a huge rift between the Koreans and the blacks. I mean, Spike Lee did a movie about it.
He says he's feeling the people, and he's trying to do what he thinks is, he should feel that.
Yeah. Get down with that, with the Koreans, man.
Doesn't he feel that when he's out there?
You're supposed to say what you're supposed to say if you're a black guy, especially a rap star. You're supposed to say, "Hey, man, all I know is they come in our neighborhoods. They got all the stores. Where's our stores, man?"
They got here yesterday.
Yeah, man. What about us?
And they got stores.
Right, this is Toni Braxton, who's a piece of ass. God, and I heard she was latching on to Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, she went to the parties with him afterwards and everything.
Latch on to me, honey. I'll leave my wife for you.
He's got enough of it.
Yeah,
I
right.
don't think it was anything, but she knew that he'd get a lot of publicity, and she wanted to get that, too.
Maybe. Toni Braxton. I don't even know what song she does, but she's a piece of ass.
You've seen that video, right?
I don't think so.
She's in a white outfit, and she's just standing there on
What's the name of the
podium.
song?
Do you know the name?
I don't know.
She looks really good.
She is hot.
Tony, do you thank God for everything, or are you honest enough to forget that crap on award shows?
No, I really thank him. Really, I really do.
Do you trust Mike Tyson?
I think he's one of the greatest boxers in the world.
Tony, which has set the blacks back further, slavery or the Ricky Lake Show?
I'm sorry.
Which has set the blacks back further, slavery or the Ricky Lake Show?
Well, maybe slavery, not Ricky Lake, because that's probably staged, some of it. And probably in fun, too. Probably just people out there having fun.
Tony, what about you?
Well, she answered him.
She's cool.
You know, Sinbad on his HBO special, which is pretty funny, does a whole rap about how Ricky Lake is setting back black people. And he does a great rap on this. He said, you know, brothers, he says, if you find that you are booked on the Ricky Lake Show and they put you in a soundproof booth,
run.
Get the hell out of the room. It cannot be a good thing. You know you're walking out there in trouble.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, right.
It's a setup. Speaking of, well, if you're going to say something good about Sinbad, because I've never been a big Sinbad fan.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not a big Sinbad man.
But I actually wound up seeing First Kid.
Was it good?
This weekend, and it's very funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Gee, go figure that out.
Really? I was shocked.
Hey, Sinbad's on a roll. No, I mean, he was doing a special. He had some funny jokes, so I'm not going to badmouth the guy. It was pretty good. It wasn't that bad.
Well, I was really just surprised that this movie is very funny. He's very good in it.
Any black man who'll get up there and admit that the Ricky Lake Show is bad for black people is okay in my book. He's the black Tim Conway. All right, anyway, all right. So then John has been asking a lot of the brothers and sisters a lot of racial questions. So John is warned by someone at MTV to cool out on the racial questions.
All right, who is this?
I don't know. But I had written John a long note saying, when you go to MTV Awards, you see black guys, just ask black questions, and someone will eventually come over and warn you.
But it wasn't,
and of course they did.
It wasn't. I mean, every celebrity that came out was black. It just happened to be.
Yeah, well, I figured as much. MTV's has become all. In the beginning, they wouldn't play any blacks. Now
it was very funny. They refused to play any black artists.
Now you can't find a white guy on the goddamn channel. Here's John getting warned.
They're giving me a really hard time about you.
Why?
They're like, they want you to leave. Is there any way you can just cool it with the racial stuff?
All right, I'll just ask more
racial stuff, please.
Yes.
So they're going to make me pull you, and I've given it a little bit, but Tony got upset and.
Toni Braxton?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry.
So chill on the racial stuff. All right. Okay.
All right.
You got it.
Hey, who knew that Toni Braxton was upset?
Yeah, she seemed to handle it fine.
Well, the last
she got so upset she ran off with Dennis Rodman.
The last question kind of got her up the stage.
Did it?
Yeah.
All right, here's that guy Beck, the kid. He's a young kid. He's like 16, isn't he?
No, he's older than that.
Really? He's a tiny guy.
Yeah.
Hey, Beck, we ask you a question? Beck's okay? So you voting for Clinton or Dole?
I'm voting for, let me see.
See, here's a guy trying to be weird.
That's what I mean about him. He's weird, really just, he misses the mark.
Right, because you can tell, a weird guy would have an answer. He's trying to figure it all out.
I'm voting for Sergio Valente.
How do you feel about Rosie O'Donnell being outed by her girlfriend?
The beauties of nature are ever unfolding.
Do you masturbate on the road?
My hand fell off.
Thank you, Beck.
Yeah, he's just trying to be too cool for the room.
Yeah.
Here's Dennis Miller, who, again, I happen to think is a very funny guy. I have no problem with the guy. And
does he still have a problem with you?
He does, right?
We asked him about that.
Yeah, I don't know. He thinks that I'm mad at him, or he wants to be in a war with me. Although I thought it was funny that he won an Emmy last night.
Two
for Best Writing on a half-hour show. And about 90 guys write that show. I'm amazed that when I had a TV show...
he sits there and asks questions. He does a monologue.
It's 3 seconds
5
long.
minutes. Yeah.
I know. It takes 90 guys to write. Did you see the amount of guys who write for Conan O'Brien?
Oh, my goodness. Now, that's ridiculous.
Conan O'Brien had about 50 writers. Literally. I'm not saying that exaggerating. You know, the Channel 9 show, whether you liked it or not, was me, Jackie, and Fred writing for that thing. You would think that we would have gotten an Emmy just for handling an hour show.
With so few people.
Yeah. We sat and wrote that all week.
For effort.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. By the way, David Lee Roth's stopping by. He's going to give us the whole scoop on getting back together again with Van Halen.
Really?
Yeah. We think.
Unless they broke up again.
All right. Here's Dennis Miller and Stuttering John.
Well, I think that kid from Smashing Pumpkins got a good head on his shoulder, so I'm happy for him. I saw an interview with him earlier today, and he was talking about how people have to become a little tougher on themselves in this world and demand more of themselves, and I'm happy for him. He seems like a good guy.
Dennis, why are you so arrogant?
I don't know. Oh, is that John? How are you? I'm not arrogant, John, for Christ's sake. No, come on.
Why aren't you talking to Howard Stern, though?
I don't know. Howard doesn't like me, that's all.
Why does he say that? I don't know. Why does he think...
never not liked him.
I've always said he's funny. I've always said that he's a good performer. I think that he's a little uptight. You ask him about his first wife, and he freaks out.
Well, did you see his acceptance speech?
Yeah.
I want to thank you to my lovely Allie.
Yeah, his wife.
And I said, all these guys are working on the show, you're thinking Allie?
I know.
Those
poor bastards who stay up all night writing, he's thinking Allie. Well, Allie does him. Allie's real cute. You know, I mean, once in a while I've teased him about, dumping his first wife and trading her in for a model. Big deal. But all these guys are so uptight. But I've always liked Dennis. I've always enjoyed having him on the show. I've always had good laughs with him.
Maybe he thinks that means you don't like him.
I think the guy is paranoid. I've heard from people in the industry that the guy's just totally paranoid.
Really?
Yeah.
Guys don't like me.
No, Howard thinks you're very funny, but you don't come on the show.
Now, what happened? Why aren't you doing that thing you used to do? The stutter. Do you do that?
Dennis, I'm getting more confident.
Look at you, man. I look back at that as Bob Woodward. How you got the suit, the glasses up in the corner? It's like Ben Bradley. You're just dealing on it.
Hey, Dennis,
why are you so arrogant? Go ahead. Give me some Oriana Fallaci.
Do you plan on becoming an actor?
Oh, no, man. Believe me, acting's an ancillary consideration for me. It's a business thing.
Will you ever... there you go.
There we go.
Will you ever forgive Jay
John
Leno?
I've come to know and love.
Will you ever forgive Jay Leno?
One more now, Beck.
Will you ever forgive Jay Leno?
Yeah, I have forgiven Jay. We get along great now. It's just it took me 3 years. I have a long half-life on being pissed off. All right, who's next?
Dennis,
well, he's still
what
not
can you tell
forgiving you.
What?
He's still not forgiving you.
Yeah, well, I can't do anything for him, I guess.
I guess.
It's just it took me 3 years. I have a long half-life on being pissed off. All right, who's next?
Dennis, why can't you tell jokes?
All right, Johnny, you're done.
Why can't you tell jokes that normally you can understand?
What? Best performer. Well, I like Alanis, I like Pumpkins. I didn't know the Oasis kids seemed a little wiry, a little squirrely. All right. Bye-bye. Johnny, follow me to the next tent. Let's spar.
All right, Dennis Miller clocking in with a...
And he was funnier with John than he was with the Russians.
Yeah. Yeah, what was that?
Oh, man, was that a bad idea.
All right, so finally the moment you've been waiting for. Let me take a quick break, and then we'll get to Sharon Stone and John getting punched out. I assume you were rolling tape while you got punched.
Yeah, until the tape recorder hit the floor.
Until the tape recorder hit the floor?
You broke the tape recorder?
Yeah, then it cuts right out.
Okay. That's how you know it's a real fight. All right, you'll hear what John said to Stuttering Sharon Stone in a minute. We'll find out what she can't handle right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show, 97.1 The Eagle.
This is their favorite morning talk show.
This is the man behind the media king. This is
The Howard Stern Show.
I only have half of it. Do you have the Emmy Awards?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Gary's all panicked.
Well, I'll get it for you. I'm on the air. He's on the
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
What? Gary, when we're on the air, how can we get it?
What's just tell me where it is.
Where is it, Robin?
We were on the air when he was asking me the question.
Where is it?
It's in my bag.
I said, Rob, it's on your desk? She says, yeah. No, the MTV Awards is on her desk.
That's what we...
No, the Emmy Awards.
The Emmy Awards.
Okay, I accept your apology.
Jeez.
What do you mean an apology?
Well, she was wrong.
Well, Jesus, she's about to get on the air.
No, Howard. I asked her when we were in here.
Oh,
I said, Robin, I need the tape.
I thought he was asking me about your tape. That's the tape that's on my desk.
Oh.
I said the Emmy.
His top lip is sweating. How was Alaska?
Every time
I ask him how is Alaska, he goes, no, the magnetic North Pole. Where's the North Pole?
No, they're like 1,000 miles away.
Where is the North Pole?
It's straight up.
No, but where is it?
If you go to Toronto.
Where is it? Where is it physically? It's not Alaska?
No.
Where is it?
It's probably, like the geographic North Pole, like the top of the world, come down about 300 miles.
Yeah. What is that considered?
That is part of Canada. It's Northwest Territory.
Oh, it's not Alaska.
It's like 1,000 miles away.
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Did you think the North Pole was in Alaska?
No.
Oh, sorry. I did. What's in Alaska then?
Alaska.
Kept asking.
So where did you go?
I went to.
Did you go to the magnetic North Pole?
I was near it.
Wolf, I keep going. So then, I go, how was Alaska? I go, I didn't go to Alaska. I go, well, how was the North Pole? The magnetic North Pole. I go, what's the difference between the North Pole and the magnetic North Pole?
The magnetic North Pole is the one that your compass works off of.
Yeah.
And it moves. It's a great distance away from the real North Pole.
What?
That's the truth. The magnetic North Pole moves.
Your compass. You know the one you carry?
Yeah, right. I know my geography, Wolf.
Hey, I learned it to go on the trip. If you take your compass out by the magnetic North Pole, it just spins around a lot.
Hey, someone told me with your huge white teeth you got lost in the snow. They couldn't find you. You blended in.
What, is it a nice
Somebody write a new joke.
What?
He said it moves? It does?
Yes.
What moves? The magnetic North Pole?
My cats.
So how'd you find it?
Every time you got there, it moved fast. Were you actually at the magnetic North Pole?
I was a little bit below it.
And what do you mean it moves?
It moves. I don't know. That's what it says. I read.
In other words, the magnetic North Pole isn't a real place. It's just a.
It's a concept.
It's a concept.
Is it a concept?
No, it's a place. I mean, it's on a map and stuff, but it moves a little bit. It moves around a little bit.
I see.
Well, then everything's moving.
Yeah.
No.
Why is only the magnetic North Pole moving? Did you stand on it?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I am. He couldn't catch it.
I bet there's a big picture of Baba Booey standing on the magnetic North Pole.
Magnetic.
I have a picture very similar to that, but it wasn't a magnetic.
Hey, both. I'm magnetic, and I'm spinning.
I went to Resolute Bay.
And what is the magnetic North Pole like?
I didn't get there. It was like 100 miles away. Very powerful.
Did you stand somewhere near the magnetic North Pole? Just 100 miles.
Howard, the point of the trip was. You guys admit the point of the trip had nothing to do with the North Pole.
There's a picture of Baba Booey at the magnetic North Pole. We just got it in. There it is. Look at that. There it is.
Practically pulled the teeth out of my head.
All right, magnetic North Pole.
The point of the trip was to see the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I went on this Russian ice cutter, which was really cool.
Cool.
I guess it's not cool to you.
No, it sounds really cool. How cold was it?
It's about 20 degrees.
Really?
It's summer. But it hardly ever gets dark out. It gets dark for about an hour at around midnight.
Any bitches there?
Yeah, there were lots of guys brought their girlfriends and stuff.
Yeah. And they all had
it was like Club Med.
Yeah.
Like a lot of guys won this trip, so they figured a great way to get laid was to bring a girl.
Yeah.
Then they brought a girl, and the girls just went off with other guys.
Really? That's cool.
Typical.
Yeah. Great.
But that was Molson provided that trip for me.
Good. Molson's good company. We enjoyed their beer on the Howard Stern Show. Magnetic North Pole, Wolf. Oh, he was driving me nuts. Because I figured just everything there is in Alaska. And every minute he's correcting me.
The fillings in my teeth tingled.
I compared my tusks with the walrus tusks.
And I beat him.
By inches.
Every time you said Alaska, though, he didn't just correct you. He got upset with you.
Yeah, right.
Because he knew, and you didn't know.
Right.
No,
Alaska, Wolf.
No.
I'm the Northwest Territory.
The Congress.
It's 1,000 miles away.
Alaska, Wolf.
Take you out the
What?
take you out the
No, wait.
What is Jackie saying? It's funny, but I don't know what he's saying.
Didn't I take geography?
Oh.
You're a funny guy.
Yeah.
Because you're always telling me how smart you are, that you went to BU, and then every once in a while you come up with these really wild things.
Douchebag, I told you I don't know geography.
Telling him how smart you are?
No, first of all, I have never once sat there and said how smart I am for going to BU. BU is not, I would not consider that an Ivy League school. Secondly, I've told you that I never learned geography in school, nor do I know where anything is. So why would I know where the magnetic North Pole is?
When did he sit down and say, I am really smart?
Every time he talks to me, he tells me how much smarter he is than me and how smart he is in general.
I'm definitely smart.
And you're the smartest smartest person in the world.
Do you think the sign of intelligence is knowing where the magnetic North Pole is? Is that what you? Is that how you?
Good start.
I see. And did you know where the magnetic North Pole was before you went?
Of course not.
Of course not. So there you go. So you learned something 2 days ago.
A week.
Now he's smarter than you.
All right. Very good. Thank you.
I'm afraid to leave.
I can't go because as soon as I leave, everybody starts making fun of me.
I need my compass to find my way out of here.
Hey, Bull. All I know is I'm at the magnetic North Pole and my compass doesn't work.
Party.
All right, thanks. Come on, we got to get back to Sharon Stone.
There might be a fight in here, Rick.
Ball.
Gary's about to deck Jackie.
By the way, Jackie Sergeant Pecker.
Joke's over.
Jackie Sergeant Pecker's nonstop filthy joke. 78 wild minutes, only $12 plus $4 shipping and handling. CD or cassette. Buy two, get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING. Friday and Saturday night, November 1st and 2nd at the Riviera Hotel in Las Vegas. Jackie.
Ooh.
Big booking for Jackie. Get your tickets fast.
Selling fast.
We're very popular in Las Vegas, and those tickets will go fast. For information, visit Jokeland on the web at JackieJokeman.com. Congratulations, Jackie. Jackie.
You forget all those Jackie noises when you're away for a weekend.
I know.
You hear the first plug when they all come back.
Yeah, I had the DTs getting withdrawal from Jackie noises. So anyway, Stuttering John's at the MTV Awards, and he runs into Sharon Stone's bodyguard's fist because of this following interchange.
No, I don't know for sure. I'm in between a couple of things I should know, and I should be back to work in probably 6 weeks.
Sharon, any new movies with crotch shots coming up?
You know, perhaps you should rent a video. Sharon, how did you like?
Perhaps you should what?
Rent a video. What does that mean?
Oh, because you could see it on video.
That's what I assumed.
But you asked if she had any new pictures coming up with crotch shots, and she answered you should rent a video. She's a bimbo. She's a dumb bimbo who thinks that she's really smart. It's a dangerous concept. Bimbos who think they're smart because they've been in one hit movie. One hit movie.
Perhaps you should rent a video.
Sharon, how did you like? Sharon, how did you enjoy presenting?
I thought it was really fun. There's a lot of Jews in the audience. People are wild.
What is this?
Jews in the audience.
A lot of Jews?
No.
There's a lot of Jews in every movie audience. The Jews love movies.
Of course.
This is a video award show. How'd the Jews get there?
What are the Jews doing there? Always the Jews. You said something about the Jews. Listen.
No. There's a lot of Jews in the audience.
Yeah, they're good. What, now she's an anti-Semite?
No, she likes the Jews.
I thought it was really fun. There's a lot of Jews in the audience. People are wild. They're screaming. It's really great. You know, it's not like the...
It's always fun when there's Jews in the
The
audience.
Jews are very loud.
Did she punch any Jews? Said Jackie.
Any anything joke gets him crazy.
Oh, I'm having
anything with Jews.
Jews. Yeah. See, Jackie's making Jackie noises while we were
I know.
away.
Jackie stored up a week of Jackie noises.
I don't stop when I'm not with you.
That's why he always keep his microphone off.
I'm still having fun. Eat me.
John does a real good Jackie. John, you do your Jackie noise.
He always has that big...
It's like painful.
Like the lamb can't get out.
Yeah.
I hope you're all right.
Did you hear him back there?
I know, that was one of his chickens.
Yeah, I know.
It was very funny. I'm sorry.
Hey, did she punch any Jews?
Oh, I'm going to say it.
I realized
it's like a workout.
I know. I realized I had his microphone, and I always keep his microphone down because he gets so loud over in that corner.
It's like an epileptic fit.
I know. Yeah.
A what?
An epileptic fit.
But they're Russians. You know, you played that 3 times, but the third time was a surprise.
I know.
You will all get yours individually. I'm afraid to leave the room.
All right, here's Sharon Stone.
Remember, everyone is paralyzed with fear.
Sharon? You showed your bush in Playboy. Why are you so uptight about showing your bush in Basic Instinct?
Why are you so insistent on being vulgar and inappropriate?
Slap me in the face. Look steady. I can't push me around. That's it.
The fight's still going on?
Yeah, we're all chairs are flying.
Wow. Ooh. And they rush her out so she won't get hurt.
Yeah, meanwhile, I'm on the floor.
Yeah.
Nobody's protecting you from her people.
You know Michael Buffer, the ring announcer?
Yeah.
He saw John get beat up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a witness. Hey, let me get him set up.
Speaking of which, that's an idea they stole from us.
Yeah. Hey, Michael.
How you doing?
How you doing, man? You were there.
Yeah.
I saw you at the MTV Awards.
I was standing just outside the curtains, and all of a sudden, I mean, it was unbelievable, the noise. I mean, chairs, you could tell chairs were flying, bodies were flying all over the place.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, what did John do?
And coming through the curtains on the side is John with like 5 guys holding him. John, I don't even know if you know this or not. John was like, this guy popped him, but John, his knees never buckled.
No, what I like is
screaming at the guy, "What's your name, punk?" And he was trying to get back at him. It was hysterical. And at the same time, he's saying, "Did anybody get a picture?"
Well, he's saying it because he wants a lawsuit.
Exactly.
Hey, let me tell you something, Michael. What did John do? He asked the question, the guy comes over and pops him in the face.
Well, that's pretty obvious on the tape. John was doing what he usually does. But I kind of got the impression, if this guy was next to John, they were like really wanted to pop him.
Right.
Yeah, he was sent there for that reason.
Yeah, these security guys, 6'5", with the sunglasses and a little thing in their ear.
Well, everybody saw it, man. I'm telling you, you got a lawsuit, and you have an obligation to go after her and her bodyguard.
And it's no lie, huh? My back is killing me.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know. No, he was in the hospital.
You're on medication.
I'm on medication right now.
But John was really, and John was right in front of me when all these guys were holding him back. It was like, as things were like just trying to settle down. And his eyes were as big as a deer caught in headlights. He was so enraged, and yet...
John's no pussy. I mean,
no.
John will fight.
Four guys were holding...
And you know what kills me? Some guy comes over to John, pops him in the face, and then 4 guys hold John.
Right, they're carrying John.
They were getting their shots. It's like they were getting their shots.
Yeah, like, why aren't they holding the guy who popped John in the face?
And they rushed her out, and she came out with her eyes all wet. Like, oh, my God, what happened? Am I being attacked?
Yeah. She thinks she's being attacked.
Yeah.
Like she's the president of the United States.
John got hit.
No, you got to go after her. Serve her with a subpoena and and she has to give up the name of that bodyguard, and you can get a lawyer on that one, man.
Yeah,
you're in for some dough.
Why did he just come over and casually stand next to John while he was doing his thing?
Yeah, because he was getting ready to pop him in the head. For what? For saying what? This guy now is the arbiter of good taste? What? Because he asked if she'll show her crotch in another movie? I mean, like, gee whiz, she's Sharon Stone. She can't handle it. Get with the program, sweetheart.
The commotion was unbelievable, and you could hear it on the tape. I mean, it was just bodies were flying all over the place, and it was all because everybody jumped on John.
Yeah, this all over her bush. And by the way, they kind of copped that from us, MTV, didn't they? When you think about it. Remember what happened to Michael Buffer?
I'm here. Oh. Here I am.
I thought you disappeared.
No.
When we had John and we said, let's get ready to,
Yeah, do all those announcements.
Those fake announcements. Those are funny, too.
Yeah.
How you doing? Did you get laid at the MTV Awards?
Doing great. I'm in Dallas right now. I was here for the football game last night.
Did you get laid at the MTV Awards?
I beg your pardon.
Tell the truth. This guy gets laid all over the place.
You're murder.
He cruises with his son, man.
Did your son get laid?
Him and his son hang out and go to the parties and everything.
Really?
Yeah, because I saw him at, one event.
I saw him at one of the after parties with some, pretty amazing blonde. Who was that blonde I saw you with?
He doesn't like to leave names.
Come on, who was it?
Thanks, Gary. You're really great.
What band is she in?
I'm going back to L.A. today and have to answer now to people.
Who was it, Jenny McCarthy you were with?
Hey, come on. No, Jenny was there with her manager / boyfriend.
Yeah. He'll stay with her till he has to dump her. go on to the next blonde.
Nah.
Yeah, her manager.
She sure does get a lot of work. She's doing a great job.
Her manager is the guy who orchestrated the whole Pamela Anderson thing, and.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. I think that like this guy is some kind of Svengali.
But then he's doing a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you? So you hooked up with someone over at the awards, or you brought a date?
No, I got to tell you something. The whole city was really, I mean, party-wise, it was unreal. They were everywhere. I mean,
Jesus.
Downtown, uptown.
And I was sitting at home. My wife went out, and I just sat home by myself.
And watched the awards.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do. You're a married man.
Yeah, well, I'm sick of it.
Michael, you were married once, weren't you?
Yeah,
but I've been divorced for 24 years.
So what happened when you started getting like famous and stuff? Just tell me, what do you do to say to you? What do you just do? You come home and you say to your wife, "Look, I'm moving out. I can't take it anymore."
No, back then I was 26 years old, and I was a car salesman, and I was nobody. You know, just was time to
She was ready for you to leave, huh?
She was glad you left.
How did this turn into a Michael Buffer bio from John?
Well, anyway, thanks for the play-by-play.
Okay, John, you did a hell of a job, though.
All right.
Michael likes a good fight.
John, take it easy. John, it's me. He was looking right through me. He was so fired up.
How come you didn't jump in and help him?
Well, you know, I had a tuxedo on. And at fights, I just introduce people. I don't do anything.
Michael's seen so many fights, and he just thought he was watching another fight.
Yeah.
I was waiting to get paid.
When you told your wife you were leaving her, did you announce it like, "I'm leaving"? Did you announce it in that voice? Let's get ready to divorce. And now.
I was a car salesman back then.
Tell me how you did it. Did you go, and now? Could you just give me a play-by-play of that?
Howard, back then I was a car salesman, so I just said, here's the deal.
Let's get ready to divorce. Could you do that for me?
And now, darling, let's get ready for divorce.
Let's get ready for divorce. You take the house.
In this corner.
All right, Michael. Hey, thanks for calling in.
All right, take care.
Take care, man.
Bye, Michael.
Great Michael Buffer. This guy has worked that whole Let's Get Ready into a major business.
It's amazing. In fact, he wasn't at the last Tyson fight.
I know.
So, it was like you didn't even know that there was going to be a fight. Some guy just came up and tried to make an announcement. It was like, where's Michael Buffer?
My nose is running. Anybody got a tissue?
You expect him to be at every big fight.
Yeah, I know. And some guy was trying to do it, like going around saying, "Let's get ready."
Yeah.
And he took him to court.
Good.
He said, "That's my line."
That's his livelihood.
Yeah. Says you can't go into a ring and go, "Let's get ready to do something," unless you get Michael Buffer's permission. How do you do that?
How did he do that? Did he somehow
copyright it?
Right?
Yeah.
Copyright it?
He copyrighted "Let's Get Ready."
Amazing. How long does that last? Is that forever?
Yeah. In perpetuity. Hey, where's all my Let's Get Ready stuff?
Right here.
Yeah, play a few.
Here you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to kick Tom in the nuts. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to smell each other's farts. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to eat a lot of carrots and change the color of our duty. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Howard Stern Show, let's be ready to be stupid and clueless like Fa-Fa Fooey.
Nice stuff. That's a great thing, man. He's worked that into a whole thing. All right, so the bottom line is you are going to take Sharon Stone to court.
We're going to see what's going to happen.
It would be great if we could say he got this stutter.
Yeah. Yeah, why don't you convince the judge all of a sudden you can't talk?
Ruins your career.
You just told him you used to be able to say your R's and now you can't. Well, there it is. I mean, what more can I say? Because John called me up. He said, "Do you mind if I sue her?" And I said, "Hey, listen, you have every right to."
In fact, you must.
Yep.
Because you need to go out and do this as a livelihood.
I just don't know how big...
And if it's open season on you now, forget about it. You'll never be able to do this again.
So we went to Scores on Friday night, and Gary was at the Magnetic North Pole Bowl.
Yes.
And so John was in charge.
Uh-oh.
I know. Before this goes, can we at least take a break and let me at least be happy that you're happy I got some interviews, and then we'll come back.
No, I am. I'm not mad at you.
I want to end this on a good note.
No, we went to Scores on a Friday night.
So I thought we had a good time, actually.
Yeah.
but I guess maybe you didn't. I don't know.
I had a real good time. I mean, what it was, I went to Scores, and it was short notice, so Lonnie didn't have a lot of time to pull everyone together, so we didn't have our usual...
Bevy of
brothel.
babies?
Yeah, we didn't have our usual brothel. So, but we played cards. You couldn't play for money because Scores is
a business?
Yeah, so we just kind of pretended like we played for money. So that kind of was bad.
Oh, didn't know that.
Well, they have a liquor license. You can't play for money.
But, it was like a private game. You can't rent a room in a place like that and play cards?
No, you can play cards as long as you ain't be playing for money or anything.
Oh, I'm shocked. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So we just sat there. We played cards, and then it was weird. Dominic was there because we were playing cards.
Yeah.
And Dominic, I don't know, man. I don't know if he's interested in girls or what, but he never gets a lap dance or anything.
Well, he doesn't have a laugh.
So the move is that Dominic. So what happens is we get our lap dances and stuff, and once the girls come, we stop playing cards because who cares about cards? We want to be with girls.
Yeah. Dominic still wanted to play cards.
Yeah. So then Lonnie comes in with the funny money. Funny money is in lieu of real money. We get handed like a whole bunch of money, and then we give it to the girl.
Why did you play with the funny money?
Yeah, we could have done that. So anyway, Dominic somehow, because Gary wasn't there, and Stuttering John was in charge, Dominic gets the funny money from Lonnie.
Well, Dominic
takes it and just hands it to all the girls. Before they even dance, he goes, "Here, girls, take all this money and show these guys a good time." Now, you got to understand something. When you go to Scores,
they don't show you a good time.
They don't show you a good time.
Unless there's money
Well,
coming.
Dominic pushed himself through that. I mean, because...
well, how did you let that happen? You said
Lonnie came out, and I said, give me the
Dominic
money.
is a flying jackass. I mean, he really
you
is.
didn't have a good time?
No, because Dominic gave the girls all the money. I don't know why he gets involved, why he has to be, he wants to take over. When he sees Gary's not there, he thinks he's in charge.
But Howard,
and I've asked him, he can be a guest, but don't go and be in charge, because he screws everything up. He took all of the money and handed it. So
you don't mean he gave some to each of them just to kind of get it going?
Yeah,
he gave it all out.
He gave it all out as a result. And Lonnie didn't have a lot of money that night to give out because the bosses weren't there. And Lonnie has to get permission from the bosses. So there was, it just, I don't know. I'm blaming Dominic.
Wow.
For ruining the night.
Well, he kind of took control.
Because you don't even usually have him at those things, right?
Well, he usually doesn't come, but he heard cards, so he comes.
Right.
And then as soon as the girls came, he split. I don't know what normal man leaves, unless he's so self-conscious about his blubber that he doesn't want girls seeing him fat and everything.
Well, I can imagine that there are normal men who don't want to do that.
No, I can't.
Well, you can't, but I can.
No, I don't know one guy who doesn't want to be at Scores having girls give him lap dances.
Well, that's your small circle.
No, it was nice though, Howard. We only had like 10 guys. So
it was great. And Dominic stares at you while you're getting a lap dance and makes you feel like a pervert.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Good, I like that.
He sits there and stares.
Do you look
right,
at anybody
Jackie?
else?
Yeah, it seems wherever you are, he's across from you.
Why am I looking at someone else? I'm happy having a good time.
I don't ever look at anybody else.
But Dominic is staring at everyone?
And I was really loaded. And I passed out. And I don't know what happened.
See, the point is, when you're getting a dance...
Yeah, and John was loaded, and both of us were passed out.
No wonder he couldn't get the money.
It was unbelievable. You had to hear this.
We were in a coma.
I'm in a coma. I literally was in the coma of my life, and I didn't know what was going on. I go, John, what's going on? John had to leave or something. I go, John, what's going on? What's going on? He goes, what do you mean? What do you mean? I go, I don't understand what's going on. I'm too loaded here. I don't have my wits about me. He goes, I go, it seems like I don't have any money. He goes, you don't. I go, where is it? Dominic gave it all out. I go, well, John...
You never got any money?
I got some, but... It was scarce.
Wow.
And when there's not a lot of money, the girls aren't excited.
Well, you know what the problem is?
And you know what? I realized the value of Fa-Fa Fooey.
No, Howard, you know what?
Fa-Fa Fooey would not allow Dominic to get his hands on.
But I hope you also realize something else. Without funny money, you're not...
Yeah, right. No kidding. I didn't have a girl around me. I'm ugly without that funny money.
Howard, you know what? Dominic...
Yeah.
Dominic just, he decided to take control. It's like, Yeah,
but you can't let him,
No, but he started yelling at Lonnie. Lonnie, we want money. Where's the girls? We want money. Well, money and girls, right? And I already knew
Lonnie got intimidated, gave Dominic all the money, and Dominic just handed it out to all the girls. And right up the top.
But how could Lonnie hand it to a stranger? He'd never seen Dominic before.
Oh, no, he sees Dominic all the time.
But the point is, Dominic doesn't run those parties.
Yeah, well, when Gary's not there was a vacuum, and John and I were passed out on a couch.
Well, then you deserve the bad time you had.
And then John and I woke up, and then I was like, what happened? Were we the most loaded?
We did have so much. You remember when we were trying to find the bathroom and we kept walking around the place?
Yeah.
We were like...
and then I got
stooges.
Yeah, I got so high that I was just sitting there. I mean, I drank way too much. And then I go to the bathroom, and then Ronnie says to me, there's a guy in the bathroom. Because it's like one bathroom. It was the employee bathroom. Ronnie goes, there's a guy in the bathroom. I go, what do you mean? You know when you're stupid, when you're drunk? I go, what do you mean? What do you mean? He goes, you can't go in there. The guy, I think the guy's making a number 2.
And
I go, what do you mean? He goes, it stinks in there. I go, hey, get out of there. You're stinking up the bathroom. This poor waiter walks out. He's just taking a dump. And I had been evidently I was goofing on him, and he was all upset. I didn't know. I was loaded out of my mind. I couldn't even smell anything. It didn't smell to me.
It was wonderful.
You burned out all your
I really had. Really. I was so wrecked.
I heard.
I've never seen you that way, Howard, but I gotta say, I had so much fun with it.
Yeah?
It was so much...
It wasn't fun for me.
Oh, come on.
I swore off everything until the next night.
We were laughing our heads off.
Andy said you were a mess.
I was.
I never saw you. He said he never saw anybody like that. Not just you.
Yeah, well, it was bad. I was out of control.
So you want to hear a really sad part of the story?
I think no girls took advantage of me because they didn't have any money.
Right. They'd have just picked your pockets.
That's what I think they did. I think they did because I know I had some money and it was gone.
Well, a really sad part of the story that John told me was, I guess, Lonnie runs, he's a publicist, but he doesn't own the place.
Yeah,
so
I wish he did.
The guys that own the place were out of town, so I guess Lonnie didn't have access to enough funny money.
Right.
So one of your, he was running around trying to dig up what he could. So later on in the evening, one of your guys showed up.
Funny money?
We had to go to the mint. We had to go to the funny mint.
I guess one of your guys showed up, your trainer or something like that.
Yeah.
And you said to John, get the guy some money. So John went to Lonnie, and Lonnie took $100 of his own money out of his pocket.
No, I didn't. Oh, no.
I was caught between a rock.
I'm not going to scores anymore. That's it.
No.
I feel too bad.
That's exactly what Lonnie did not want to happen. You cannot do that.
No, because I feel bad for Lonnie. We were taking advantage.
No. Lonnie, that's exactly what did not want to happen. He just was upset that he couldn't get a huge gala together.
All right.
But I mean,
But you have money. You don't need Lonnie going in his pockets to get $100 for a guy you bring to his club.
In fact, I gave the girls all the money I had in my pocket. I had a couple of $100 on me. I gave those out, too.
All you had was a couple of $100?
Well, yeah, I had like $500. I spent... Well, usually Lonnie provides the money.
Yeah. Why don't you start getting up off some money?
Why? That's no fun. Why should I have to pay?
It's funny because
I'm not going to go if I have to pay.
You're disgusting.
I ended up there for about 15 minutes on Wednesday night.
You're worse than Dick Morris. At least he pays for his own hooker.
Yeah.
Like 3:30 in the morning on Wednesday night after the MTV Awards. I ended up there with like a bunch of musicians and stuff. And it's just a whole different place when you're not invited and they don't have your money.
Money.
How ugly is Dick Morris's whore? I mean, really.
And did you see the other one? He had a 13-year thing going with another woman who.
But she wasn't a hooker.
Very ordinary.
Yeah, but she wasn't a hooker.
I'm not saying she was a hooker, but he just seems to like not so attractive women.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to get a regular woman that you don't have to pay for, you can see getting a regular woman. But if you're going to pay $200 to somebody, you can do better than that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He seems to like
ugly women.
The unattractive.
And how weird is his wife that she'll like stay with him no matter what?
Doesn't matter.
Well, he just signed a $2 million book deal. Where's she going to go?
No, but I mean, he doesn't have any kid. I mean, you think she'd say?
She's a lawyer. She's a high-powered lawyer.
She's got money.
So you think she likes him?
She's weird. She's got a weird thing.
Definitely weird. Unless it hasn't hit her yet. Like, how sometimes you go into shock. Like
well,
at that point,
yeah, well, this is pretty shocking, don't you think?
Yes, I mean, all of a sudden you find out your husband was... Well, maybe she knew the whole time. Maybe she had an open marriage.
I don't know. All I know is, like, in the Time magazine thing, she said something about, I have accepted his apology. I'm like, are you kidding?
Hey, that's what I wonder about my wife. If I went out and whored around on her, maybe she'd be like Dick Morris's wife.
Well, I know a lot of
guys... start to wonder. I mean, because this woman could leave. She has her own money.
I think your wife would forgive you for one incident.
Right. Like if I went to a hooker once.
Once, you'd probably forgive
I know a lot of guys...
you the first time you found out. You're not going to tell her the first time.
Yeah, right.
No, I know a lot of guys who think like that.
Good for at least 10 at 15.
Yeah, right. I could go out and have 50 affairs, and the one that pops up in the Inquirer...
Then you apologize.
Yeah,
so you never do it again, and you get the...
Hey, do you forgive me? Yeah.
You know what I'm wondering about Dick Morris is if he said to her when he was apologizing that this was it.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Like, did he say, look, I went to a whore once, I got crazy.
Yeah, there's a confession thing that has to go on.
Right.
I'm going to tell you everything.
I'm going to come clean. Then the next day in the newspaper, boom.
There's another one.
With a 13-year-old kid.
A 6-year-old.
Oh, 6-year-old.
And they don't have any kids.
Right.
Now that's tough.
Yep.
See, I know a lot of guys who think like that, who feel like their wives say, you know, if I ever catch cheating on me, I'm leaving you. But then they figure, listen, if push comes to shove, is she really going to leave when we have like 2 or 3 kids? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they figure they got one or two good shots before they leave.
I am sorry.
It seems so.
So anyway, we were at Scores, and it was weird, and because Dominic handed out all our funny money.
Well, Dominic, see, Howard, Lonnie did come to you, because Lonnie, to be honest with you, he wouldn't give me the money.
He wouldn't?
No, because Lonnie wanted to dole it out on his own.
Good.
So that's why, but I said, you know, just give it to me. He said, no, let me do it. But then the problem with Dominic was yelling at Lonnie did this as a favor to us.
Right.
And Dominic was yelling at him. We want more girls. Come on, get together. We want more girls.
So he's even ruining your relationship.
So that's what was making me feel uncomfortable because I knew what was going on.
Well, apologize to Lonnie about all that because I was so loaded I didn't know what was going on, and I kept saying to John, "Is there a weird vibe here? Is there a weird vibe?"
No, you were. You were very paranoid.
Yeah, I was.
He's always very paranoid at that time.
Yeah, I was like this. I was like, John, come here for a second. Come here. And he goes, what? I go, I'm not thinking clear. Is there a weird vibe here? Is there a weird vibe? He goes, and John goes, you know you're supposed to calm me down? I go, no. He goes, yeah. He goes,
he gets you revved
yeah.
right
He goes, yeah, there is a weird vibe. I go, what do you mean? I knew there was a weird vibe. Neil, there's a weird vibe. And I call a big powwow in the middle.
I know, and I was getting so worried. I told Gary on the phone afterwards. I said, I knew you were getting weird about it, but
I was right? Even in my paranoia, I was right.
What John's supposed to say is, no, Howard, it's not weird. Just we threw this thing together at the last minute. It's not the way it usually is, but it's okay.
I did.
Yeah, so John goes, there's a weird vibe, man, because and then I go to everyone, I don't think Lonnie wants us here tonight. I don't think he wants us here tonight. Everyone's like, yeah, I don't think so either. We don't have any money.
So everybody.
No, I assured you. I tried to.
But then we tracked it down, and it was Dominic who had taken all of Lonnie's money and thrown it around to all the girls. Now, those girls are like pigeons. If you give pigeons a bunch of bread, they're going to run away.
Yeah.
Pigeons?
Yeah, like pigeons.
No, pigeons will stay with you.
No, pigeons
They'll stay until the breadcrumbs are gone.
Until the bread is gone.
Once the breadcrumbs are gone.
You throw it out.
What's Dominic thinking? He gives away all our breadcrumbs and then leaves.
Meanwhile, Dominic had a pack of cash on him that night.
Yeah, well, of course.
He always does.
He should have paid for the friggin' evening.
Well, I don't know. I just think that he shouldn't have given away my money.
But I did apologize to Lonnie that night because I felt very bad about Dominic because he was like, you know, pushing Lonnie. Meanwhile, Lonnie was just doing this as a favor to us.
Right.
And just so you know, if anybody ever has to fill in for me again, when Lonnie hands you a stack of money, the first thing you do is divide it in half and give it to you, and then you distribute the other half to everyone else.
Right.
That's how it works.
That's it.
Lonnie insists that it works that way.
Right.
But this time, Dominic got all the money.
Exactly.
There you go.
And then Dominic handed it to all the girls.
Take the money and run away.
And they left.
Now they can play cards.
Yeah.
They're not even as good as pigeons. They ran immediately.
Yes. It was like, I'm like, I don't believe this.
Oh, they went south.
You know what it is? It's not that people look at each other. When you're getting dances, you're getting a dance, so you can't see anything.
Yeah.
And the reason it seems like Dominic's looking at everybody is he's never getting a dance, so he's always sitting there staring at everybody.
Hey, who'd you bring with you? Burp's grandfather?
Oh.
That's very funny.
Who's that, Burf?
Oh, you're such a bastard. Yeah, he's looking chipper, isn't he?
Yeah. How old is that guy?
What happened to Burf?
I don't know. I remember Burf being a lot younger.
He looks fine.
Jackie goes, this is my buddy, Burf. And I go, Burf? It's Burf's dad.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, you suck.
Jackie hangs around with guys 50 years older than him, so he'll look young.
Makes me feel good about myself.
Makes Jackie look spry.
Yeah. I'll take Burf. You take Ralph.
All right. Any day.
Ooh, so who went? I didn't even know who made the list.
It was just like a couple of guys playing cards, mostly me, Dominic, Stuttering John, Fred was playing,
Neil,
Greg, Neil.
Where did you actually play?
We played. Oh yeah, you got there late.
Yeah.
The lower level.
I was surprised that the card game was it in the?
Yeah, the lower level. We had a good time. Yeah. We had a good time. So.
Just
what's low key?
We were getting drunk, and the cards started to.
Yeah, once I got loaded.
You couldn't even see the card.
We didn't care about it. We had like 20-minute conversations during the card.
I know someone just took all my chips. Thank God we weren't playing for real money.
You got robbed. You got
police. All I know is I was in really bad shape.
Oh, good thing goodness you had a driver. You might not have gotten home.
Yeah, my wife and kids were in Florida. They went to visit my in-laws, so it was good. I was like boys night out, and they just... So then the guys brought me home and just dumped me in my hall at my house, and I just slept on the floor of the hall.
Oh, jeez.
Was there anybody at home? Did people see you this morning?
No. Then I woke up in the morning and just got in the shower.
It's like college.
Yeah. And then Neil calls my house Saturday morning and goes, I'm just calling to see if you're all right. I go, well, thanks for dumping me in the fall.
They threw you on the linoleum.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Probably marble.
Yeah.
He's sleeping on a marble
It was
floor.
wood. It was wood, just for the record.
Woke up with a chill and everything.
Yeah, right. I was so cold and disgusting. Thank God I was wearing pants. I thought I'd been raped.
Probably slobbered on the floor.
Got me on the floor like a dog.
So there were no girls back there when you were playing cards?
No, we purposely requested.
We had one at one time, but she got bored with us because we were busy playing cards.
Yeah. She was cute.
They were all cute.
Yeah.
So why would you get so loaded if you could get
I didn't realize.
cute girls?
I
Don't know your limits?
I didn't realize how strong the alcohol was, okay?
You lose
half of it. Yeah, ask Fred about it.
Tell me about it. Fred has a problem. I'm convinced Fred has a drinking problem just like Jackie.
Yeah, right.
I do, Robin.
Thank you very much, Rob.
All right, let me take a break because there's a million things to talk about. And I want to talk about all this stuff before David Lee Roth gets here. And David Lee Roth is stopping by to talk about he's back with Van Halen, which is an amazing story in itself.
I wonder, do they know?
I don't think Van Halen knows, but David Lee's back with him. It was amazing.
And
you know what's
we
weird?
hear this new music.
Howard, in the press room, like, David was so happy to be there.
Well, it was the most exciting thing at the MTV Awards.
But Eddie was just, so angry about it, it seemed.
Well, I heard that David Lee hypnotized Eddie to let him back in the band. That Eddie doesn't really know.
Wait till he wakes up.
Eddie woke up and he was like, what happened?
And I heard that Sammy Hagar, who got thrown out of the band...
No. Okay, Gad, what are you going to say?
This is what I heard.
What?
I heard that Sammy was so out of control in the sense that I heard that Sammy didn't want to record certain songs, and Sammy was now claiming this is his group, and he brought these guys back.
He didn't want to do a best of.
Something like that, and they kicked him out.
Yeah, see, Eddie said at the press room that Sammy quit because he wanted to pursue a solo career.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
sure he did.
Yeah,
but that's,
right.
That's what Eddie said.
Solo career.
Everybody who leaves Van Halen wants to pursue a solo career.
That's a great story. But
Official statement.
I've seen Sammy's solo career.
And he knew what his solo career was before Van Halen.
So low you couldn't find it.
That's a good one.
All right, anyway, we'll find out. Who knows? Those are all rumors.
Well, Dave isn't going to know about Sammy.
Yeah, Dave knows.
I don't know that they talked.
Dave knows the whole story.
Well, Eddie was saying, as people asked him, are you going to go on tour? And Eddie's like, look, this is one step at a time. We're only recording 2 songs between 2 videos. Then I'm going to get hip replacement for 4 months. We're not going on tour. Yeah. He was very, he seemed very, tense about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, David's cracking jokes.
Right.
What kind of rock and roller is he? He's getting hip replacement?
Man had a lot of hard years.
Why didn't he just say, how much of David can I take?
Right. I could take 2 songs.
Well, did you see when they got out on stage, David was hugging the mic, it seemed to me that Eddie was getting a little oh, my God.
I don't know. We'll talk about it when David gets here. We'll be back right after these words.
Yeah,
Thank you, Stuttering John.
How long will the reunion last? Let's take back.
Keep us posted on your lawsuit. I got a lot of things to talk about here, and we'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle.
What am I doing?
You're listening to
the long-haired, loudmouth radio personality.
To The Howard Stern Show.
Thank you. I got a million things to talk to you about and a bunch of phone calls, but more importantly, one of the highlights of the MTV Music Awards was the fact that David Lee Roth walked out on stage with Van Halen, a sight I never thought I'd see. And David quite wisely interrupted the proceedings and said, can you believe this?
Yeah, we got to address this situation.
Yeah. And it did add a lot of excitement. It was probably the most exciting moment at the awards.
Yeah, they kept announcing that there was going to be a reunion that nobody expected. I said, what, they dig up John Lennon?
Yeah.
I had no idea they were going to do that.
Come to think of it, I heard that too, and I just paid no attention to it, because it's usually bogus.
Yeah. But it turned out to be for real.
Yeah. So where's David Lee? All right, let me look at you. Yeah, look how happy you are now. Look how happy.
There he is.
Look how happy you look now. Hey, man. Sparkling. You're like a new man. You're sparkling. You're like shining.
Sleep since late 70s.
David Lee Halen.
Really special.
David Lee Halen.
David Lee Halen.
Who would have thought, huh?
Dude, so what happened?
Will wonders never cease.
All right, so the last time I saw you, we were just sitting around talking and bad-mouthing Van Halen and Sammy Hagar and everybody else, like we usually do.
Well, I was bad-mouthing Sam.
Right.
Van Halen has always maintained their endocrine system.
Right. No, you always wanted to go back with those guys. David Lee used to say to me, hey, listen, it makes economic sense. The thing with Sammy is not happening. I did my solo thing, fine. Look, why not get together and make a barrel of money?
more than that, it makes spiritual sense.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are meant for each other.
Well, I can say I remember the last time David was on, and he was saying that, you know, we ought to just drop this stuff. You know, let's put it behind us.
I mean, David had enough money that he didn't need to work anymore. It wasn't about working.
It is
true. I mean, you got enough dough to. You could have just kept going on doing what you're doing.
There's not a whole lot of musicians that you can conjoin with. You know, the band Van Halen, in terms of lead singerdom, you know, for however long this goes on, just went from decaf to speedballs. Okay,
right.
So it's like there's not a whole lot of musicians that I can go out there with and hook up on that, and there's not a lot of vocalists that they're going to be able to hook up.
My friend, no more buying weed on credit, man. You're back in the dough. So anyway, listen to me. So what happens? So I saw you, and then soon after I saw you, I had read that you were going into the studio to record with those guys. And I was shocked. I mean, I was floored. I think it's fantastic. You know, I've always advocated that...
you should get back together.
I always said you guys should get back together. That the Sammy Hagar version of Van Halen was not the David Lee Roth version, and it was not happening. It was just not as
you know what made it patently obvious was when, you know, all these radio stations started going alternative, and they went back and pulled out the David Lee Roth Van Halen stuff and started playing
That is classic music. It is timeless. You know, I guess the only way you can really judge music is how long it sticks. It lasts.
It wasn't trendy. It was It was a defining band of the 80s and all that. Okay.
And more than that, it contained attitude. It contained a real, genuine attitude, not a pretension, not the, I'm not going to get busted for aggravated mopery up there,
And meanwhile, the last time I heard this rap, what David Lee is saying right now, was back in my office to Stuttering John. So David Lee was, really bummed out. I mean, he really wanted back with the band. And as far as I was concerned, it was no way it was ever going to happen. I figured that Eddie... and those guys were just like, hey, forget it. It's over. We got Sammy. Maybe it's not as good, but hey, we got him. And I mean, didn't you think that?
There is powerful magic in Van Halen's music. That's why it's lasted all of the years.
But deep in your heart, did you ever think it would happen? Seriously.
I didn't know if we're ever going to actually make music together. There's always a consideration that you're going to run into somebody at O'Hare Airport in Chicago, and hopefully there's not going to be a fist fight.
Yeah, right.
Even though, have you ever noticed in musical fist fights, there's never a whole lot of damage.
Right. Nobody wants to hurt their hands or their throat or anything else.
Everybody's got something to watch.
That's right. So, I mean, it had to come as a shock to you. I mean, how did it all happen? I mean, did those guys, call you?
Well, it seemed to me that David was taking all the credit for this.
No, what happened is I was watching CNN.
Go ahead.
And, they were doing all the middies, peace accords and everything. And I said, well...
Wait a minute. You're the Kissinger of Van Halen.
No, and on top of that, they're putting out a greatest hits. I hear about that, and I wanted to call up and say... I called up Ed, and I said, Ed, if nothing else...
You had his number.
We're both going to be in the media as well. And I'd like to have peace, because when I listened back to the old interviews and I was slamming them, you remember 3-4 years ago when I was here, it was like, boom!
You were tough.
Man, now when I hear those words, they ping off my ears like the names of old battles, and I don't want to hear them. They sound hollow to me. And I said, let's be at peace.
You called him at his house and said this to him?
Yes. And a week later, he said, hey, let's do a song. And that's how it started up. Do a song.
Well, what was the problem in the first place?
Now, well, wait a second. Here is a rumor that I heard. Before we address that, here is a rumor I heard that Eddie has no money. Now, that's what I heard. I can't believe it. It's not true, right?
No,
he's got money.
Absolutely not true.
How could he not have money?
I heard that those guys...
I can tell you how not.
Well, you know what?
Shit of the guy.
You know what happened?
He'll help you not.
Well, it's based...
Take that much, huh?
It's based on some... it's based on some fact. In the sense that when I was putting together the soundtrack for my new movie that's coming out, I had approached... This is square business. I called Van Halen's management, because Warner Brothers is the record company I'm doing this for.
Gotcha.
I said, listen, I would be interested in a Van Halen tune if they get back with David Lee Roth. I mean, to me, that would be amazing to have that for the movie.
Gotcha.
Okay? This was my suggestion. This was before you guys got back together again.
Okay.
It was kind of weird to me. And the answer I got back was, it wasn't no. It was like, well, we want $1 million. So I said, well, So it started me thinking that maybe they needed the dough, that they would get back with David Lee.
Why you thought that.
So it was real weird that 2 weeks later, then all of a sudden, you guys were back together again.
And nobody paid him.
No.
Don't you think that's a strange coincidence?
Well, you're always ahead of your time, Howard. So
evidently.
Sometimes it's telepathic.
Yeah, and I was on the air talking about it. I said, man, because I didn't want a Sammy Hagar Van Halen song for the movie. No offense, but I said, if you're talking David Lee Roth and Van Halen, I'm there.
Well, there's a little difference.
Like Dreams?
There's
no, I didn't want Dreams.
There is a different kind of lyrical balance here. You know, what Sam was doing was kind of some Valentine's or some such. And if I should ever do a book of my lyrics, or even these two songs should come with a special kit. It should have a bong, a thesaurus, and a driver's side airbag. There's a little difference in the lyrical balance there. It's the same kind of message.
You're a different guy, let's face it.
Yes.
Now, apparently, Eddie had heard David Lee on our show, you know, the interviews, and they had to address it before they made up.
Oh, really?
Isn't that cool? Like,
what was that?
Well, that's when you guys had to, you know, make peace, right?
Okay.
Right. So you called him up, you made the piece, and did you have to get on the phone with Valerie and, like, say nice stuff to her, too?
No.
Yeah, please. You only go so far.
What's next? You know, then you run into a syndrome of, if you see a tambourine on the side of the stage, oh, no, you got to watch out. You don't want to fall into the Yoko syndrome. I've run into Val a couple of times, and she's well and off into her thing. He's got quite a little family going there.
Yes, he does. So something you're not interested in, right?
It's a different kind of mindset.
Right. So all of a sudden, the day comes where you have to go do this new song together. Now, were you nervous that you had to go face these guys again? I mean, after all the bad blood?
Thing in your stomach?
No.
Did you think maybe this was a candid camera and they were going to lynch you when you got in the room?
No.
Because it's like you against the three of them. You know, you're walking in and they're all comfortable.
Yeah, they've been together all this time.
That's adversarial. No, I didn't see it at all as being adversarial. I know what this music is about.
Yeah.
Once we decide to actually make the tunes, I know what this music's going to sound like.
But how did you prepare? Did you smoke weed? Did you drink? Did you do coke? Did you do Special K, some cat tranquilizer? Or did you go in there straight? What was the drug of choice when you had them walk into that room?
I don't think you'd want to drink a lot of coffee before walking into the room. You know, things fairly percolate in there as well.
Right.
But
so you walked in straight. You were ready to confront reality, right?
Certainly.
Right. And you walk in, and where's? I assume the first meeting is at the studio.
Uh-huh.
Is it at Eddie's house?
It was up the hill on Eddie's house.
Okay.
Wow. And I don't think anybody else knew that I was going to show up.
Really?
Yes. And
are you kidding?
Like
so the other guys?
Ghost. Oh, they were flipped out.
Did you prepare any kind of musical, like any words or any kind of? Did you prepare any?
Did you have any ideas cooking
for the song?
Well, you know, I write from personal experience entirely, you know, but the music's going to indicate to you the storyline. And I'm convinced that comes from watching miles of movies and tons of television shows as a kid, and then certain kinds of music will remind you things, and you go into a minor key and you hear some da-da-da-da-da. That means people are wearing headdresses.
Is it safe to say, David, that the new song will be called Sammy Blows? Because that's got to be most on your mind, right? Is it possible that could be it?
Man, I tell you, if you're a vocalist in this band,
you don't know
what.
You
feel bad for him. I mean,
don't sit with your back to the wall at a restaurant.
It's a good question, Robin.
Never unpack your suitcase.
Do you feel bad for Sammy?
Experience that he's having now.
Do you feel bad for Sammy?
I'll tell you.
And what do you think happened?
Well, let me say.
Go ahead.
Sam, right now, is probably pretty pissed off.
Yes.
And tomorrow, he's probably going to be even more pissed off.
Right.
And then a few weeks from now, he's going to look around, he's going to see his new little baby daughter, and he's going to see his new pretty wife, and realize that all three of them live in Hawaii. And he's going to put his shoulder to the wheel, and he's going to push and push, and after a few weeks, few months, well, it's Sam, a few months, and everything's going to start to go okay, and someday the sun's going to shine, and it'll be just all right. But what do I know about losing a high-profile gig?
So you're saying with time he might get over it. What do you think happened there? I heard? Now, tell me what you heard. But I heard that Sammy had become difficult to work with in the sense that he didn't want to do a best of album, and he said, "Hey, he told Eddie, this is my band."
Didn't Sam do a greatest hits? Didn't he do a best of Sam Hagar?
He did a best of Sam Hagar, so why would he want... So didn't you hear that?
Yeah, but he was like, Van Halen is still here.
Yeah,
we don't need a best of yet.
Well, when Sam was in the band, it was kind of a nostalgic thing because people would think about, you know, what was before.
What do you think happened, though?
Now it's up to date. Now it's no longer just a purely nostalgic gig. You saw what happened on MTV.
Yeah,
People don't applaud like that when the Bass Nitty Rollers reconvene. It's
right.
It is of the moment. It is of the right now.
Well, it's very exciting to think that you guys would be touring and getting together and doing all that.
Also, Sam was a very unhappy person, you know, for his whole brief but colorful tenure.
Was he really? He was upset?
Come on, reread all the interviews.
He's pissed off.
This was somebody who was not enjoying the ship. You know?
Really?
That was somebody who, come on, go back through and listen. It was always bitter complaining about me and bitter complaining about...
But you weren't even there.
That's right.
Well, in spirit, I expect. You know?
Right.
So, once, you know, the original, you know, William Faulkner wrote America, you get one chance, man.
Right.
And so when you bomb-proof something as strong strong as the classic Van Halen was, it does not go away.
So when you walked into Eddie's home, and there is the whole band. Now, they didn't know you were coming. Only Eddie knew. So who's there? Eddie and the two other guys?
Eddie was there, and then Alex walked in. He looked like he'd seen a ghost.
Well, when you walked, Eddie was there. When you first walked in, it was just you and Eddie alone.
Yes.
And how did that go?
It went spectacular.
I mean, what did you say to each other?
Howard,
did you hug? Did
you hug?
Absolutely.
Did you guys make out a little?
Right. You know what it is that you grow up listening to the same disc jockeys on the radio.
Yes.
You grow up lusting for the same automobiles.
Right.
You grow up ditching class from the same junior high schools and so forth. There's a frame of reference there that cannot be replaced. You have friends like that you know.
Really?
You don't even have to comment.
Yeah.
You don't even have to comment. After a while,
you just know each other so well.
As you can co-conspire in humor, you don't even have to say anything. You just go, and they know what you mean.
It had to be weird, though.
It was not weird at all.
And also, you're a very talkative guy. You're very verbal. You'll come out and say what you feel, even if people don't understand what you're saying. And Eddie's a quiet.
I don't understand that.
But you know what I mean? Like, you're a guy who will fill the room up. Eddie's the kind of guy who's so goddamn quiet that you start to get, like, weirded out. You know what I mean?
You got to have your yin and yang.
You
must have your balance.
My point is, he's dull. You know what I'm saying?
No.
This
is a world of specialization.
Right.
And what he specializes in, he's the best at, period.
Right. No, we know that. He's the greatest.
And what I specialize in,
you're the best.
You know,
absolutely.
In my tiny little corner of the universe, I rule.
So you sat down, that's right. You sat down and did you begin immediately writing music, or you just kind of
wait a minute, the other guys haven't joined yet.
The other guys
Well, you really think they're necessary to write a song? I mean, let's face it.
You think they did some work before
yeah.
you guys got there, huh?
Right.
We started writing music. They had a piece of music that had already been tracked and needed the vocals, and we wrote a whole other song from scratch.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes.
So there's 2 new songs.
Oh, yeah, and the whole wazoo took, once the producers showed up, 10 days to record all the music, all the vocals.
And how long before you guys had your first argument? Back in the studio.
And what was that like? Did you think?
4 hours.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
You started yelling at him in 4 hours?
Were there things that bothered you right away, and then you said, no, I'm not going to say anything, I'm not going to say anything, and then finally you said, this is ridiculous, I got to talk.
Yeah, I'm sure there were, like at times you probably wanted to be more vocal, but you held it in. You know what I mean? Like
I do that as a way of life.
Yeah, I bet. Did you tape this reunion, videotape it, so you'd have it for the archives?
That should be in the video.
Yeah, you should have called me. I would have videotaped
it.
Any arguments are going to come from a difference in lifestyle, and that's it. It's both aiming at the same place to make amazing music. That's the goal. Everything else is secondary. You want to talk, sure, you want to sell a ticket, sure, you want to sell a T-shirt, but the way you do that is by concentrating on what you do on the music. And I write from my personal experience. Ed, Al, them are going to write from theirs, and it's as simple as. Like, for example, an introduction.
Now the second song.
Hold on 1 second. You guys are used to guests who have nothing to say.
You've got something to say. Go ahead.
It's like as simple as like at the MTV Awards. Ed would give a shout out to his gal and his son. Hey, baby. Hey, son. And that's perfect, man. He's got a real solid thing going there, a family. That's what gets him up in the morning and makes him play as good as him. My shout is, hey, baby, sweet mama, I'm going to be all over you like a cheap suit in August. Yo, right. Oh, I forgot to say your name, honey.
Right. In fact, you don't even remember her name.
That's going to be my approach.
David Lee, wait a second.
Lyrical writing.
So you walk in. And then the rest of the guys see you. After, like you're there, you're sitting on the couch, I assume, right?
Mm-hmm.
What were you wearing? So the rest of the guys walk in, and all of a sudden they see you sitting there, and they have to, like what do they say?
Well, you just have to kind of disregard the past.
Right. You got to. Either you accept it or you don't.
Exactly.
Right.
Now, wait a minute. Were the problems with everybody or just with Eddie?
Yeah, what was the problem anyway?
I think what happens is 10 years ago, 10 years ago, we were all very different people.
Right.
And after, a long period of time, you sit around and you commiserate with something, this was good, this was bad, this was rotten. And it becomes the kind of thing like, what is it in Huck Finn, the two warring clans, the Shepherdsons and the Grangerfields, who can't remember why they started feuding.
It happened so long ago you don't know why.
But I'm asking you, was the problem with everybody, or was it with... Or did they side with it? What happened?
I think David was perceived as a pain in the ass because David didn't want to have keyboards in his music and stuff and wanted to keep it rock and roll. Eddie wanted to go in his direction and was also having he was having his drinking problem and he didn't want to tour, and David wanted to tour. And then the other two guys...
I had my drinking problem.
Right. Did you?
Sure.
Yeah. So you were all like a big pain in the ass, all carried away with yourself.
Keith Richards merit badge.
So you went off, and plus your solo thing was happening, and you just said, "Hey, I don't need this anymore." And
No. But I'm wondering, see, when the reunion happened, were those guys like happy that Eddie and David had made up? Or were they pissed too and more makeup had to go on?
I think they walked in and called security thinking that David Lee Roth had broken into Eddie's house. Yeah, right. So what are we going to do with this guy?
It was quite a look. What Al looked, it's to kind of look like when you haven't seen somebody long ago. What was it in The Man Who Would Be King, the movie, when the Peachy, the guy comes in with the turban and he goes, "Don't you remember me?"
Yeah. So, but what was the reality of it? Did you guys like hug immediately, or did you have to work some things out?
It was instant.
It was?
It was. Boom, because, we grew up literally down the street from each other.
You hugged each other?
Edward and I, yes.
You did?
Absolutely. Time heals a whole lot, and even though you may grow apart in your own way, you still have a lot of things in common. You can't look somebody in the eye and just disregard that. It's there forever.
Anybody get aroused?
Oh,
you guys sound like...
I was wondering if that was a Telefunken U-47 or if they were just happy to see me.
So then you sat down, and how long did you hang out with those guys, like, at the house?
Oh, when Alex first walked in and got over the initial shock, we sat and talked for almost 7 hours straight.
Is that right?
Wow.
Picked up on just where you left off, and everything was cool, and probably a lot mellower, because now everybody's a little more aware that there's some sensitivities between them.
Now, was Sammy mentioned in this room?
Constantly.
Yeah. And those guys were probably talking about how difficult Sammy was, and you're laughing because that's what they were probably bad-mouthing you to Sammy.
Well, that's the beauty of Van Halen.
Right.
It's like we may turn on you like Sinatra after his third martini like that.
So there will be a best-of album. You will be with 2 new tracks on the album, and will there be any Sammy material on the best-of?
I don't know. I believe so. The lineup has changed so many times, and I literally came into the middle of this. They had album cover art designed and general tune stuff.
How did you feel about that you're not being consulted on a best-of album, that you're sort of just being brought in and doing the 2 songs?
And what do they do with the cover now?
I mean, why can't you be consulted on the cover art?
You couldn't pick a better mercenary to hire for a brief little war.
Right.
If it should become longer, God bless. But if not, you could not pick better. I had some ideas, for the album cover and stuff. I said, hey, we should put a drum for Al, and we should put a guitar for Ed and a bass for Mike, and I should be represented by a baby's arm holding an apple.
That's it. Beautiful. And were they open to your ideas for cover art?
Of course not.
Right.
They have people to answer to. I do not.
So you were on good behavior. I mean,
you was in the middle of it. I came into the middle of it, and it's been juggled around a number of times because initially when I came in, nobody knew. I knew.
Right.
You knew,
yes.
But the rest of the general crew was kind of wondering, well, how's this going to be perceived? How is this going to be seen in the public? They had their manager said to me, Dave, don't get too excited here. We don't know what's going to be happening,
right.
And we don't want...
So you're not the front man for Van Halen yet.
This may be perceived as a kind of a Styx reunion or something.
All right.
Well, okay, I show up, I want to make my tunes, but we all know that we're talking about nuclear power here. Not me, the entire band. And boom, out of everybody's perspective, holy mackerel, everybody's screaming for a tour, screaming for videos, everybody wants...
Well, you knew that would happen.
I suspected,
yes.
But I spend a lot of time on La Calle in the street,
right,
in the general watering holes of...
People want to see you back with Van Halen. So now I take it that when you went to the MTV Awards...
That was like an official coming out?
The 3 guys didn't even see you probably backstage. They probably waited to the last minute to bring you all together. Is that correct?
No. Everybody rides together. Everybody knows.
Oh, yeah?
Together.
And when you walked in, I mean, the place must have gone nuts even before you went out on stage, just backstage.
Or did they keep you hidden?
Oh, no.
They kept you hidden that night?
People got nuts. We didn't announce it in advance, but... once we show up, it's amazing. I mean, just the other night after the awards show, a few nights later, I was walking down the street in complete camouflage. I know
yes.
I'm an expert at ermine camouflage.
Yes.
You learn how to sink into the wall. Nobody notices, and a police van pulls up, and I go, woo! I thought they were going to shake me down. He goes,
why not? You've been arrested.
Attention.
Before. Yes.
Mr. Roth, you're the man.
Really? They're all excited.
There's like 9 arms with gloves out the window.
Because it was interesting when you walked out.
I don't walk anymore.
When you walked out on the MTV Awards, you waited for them to walk out, and then you came out last. We thought that you were just following them and stalking them. We didn't know. We had no idea that you were back together.
And then they were on stage and they didn't know what to do.
But I got to tell you something. As usual, you became their frontman again. I mean, they kind of sunk into the background, and you took over. And you addressed the audience and said, wait a second, us acknowledge what's going on here. This is a big deal.
We play different instruments. What I play is my body, my voice, my words, you know, and you got different instruments.
Yes, it is.
If you walk out, if you're a guitar player or a piano player, and you walk out there without your instrument, then it's going to naturally go to whoever is going to be able to speak.
I haven't seen you this excited in a long time. I mean, you are really happy. You like this.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are.
I'm delighted.
And isn't it ironic that the cops who stopped David Lee to congratulate him are the same cops 5 years ago who busted him?
Yes.
It was unbelievable. And dragged him off in handcuffs.
Hey, you have to have at least one minor drug bust on your resume to be a rock star.
Yeah, I mean, it was
so
about
I got
time.
the perfect one.
It was great.
$10 worth of postage stamp-sized bunk Jamaican reefer.
Right.
And we're still talking about it.
And it worked.
The only thing I screwed up was the timing. I should have been busted yesterday.
Yes, that would have been good. Now when will we see a Van Halen starring David Lee Roth tour? When will that happen? When will you announce that?
One little move at a time as we go. Is all that I know is next we're doing a video.
Oh,
you are.
And this is what
now that'll be good.
I'm told, you know, we were going to do one song and things started to go good, and then we did 2 songs, and now I understand we're going to do a video. I have no idea what shape that's going to take.
Now, isn't this interesting? See, they kind of got you in an interesting place now.
Yeah, because I was going to ask about the business relationship.
If they tell you what's going to happen. Now, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't call them and tell them what's going to happen on the video. Hey, listen, I'm not your manager or anything, but, you know, what is this?
Because, you know, it's like they still hold Van Halen.
Yeah.
They've got what he wants.
Right. You know what it is? It's some kind of fake democracy in any rock band.
Yeah.
And you just have to imagine, and I said out there to the fellas, imagine if you have a dysfunctional family here,
Yes.
just like Van Halen, okay?
Right.
And imagine if you broke up and reconvened 10 years later, how confused and, you know...
It's hard to figure out.
And you're the alpha dog here. You're the boss here. In a band, it's a quasi-democracy. That would mean that everybody in this room would have a say, even Baba Booey.
Really? Oh, well, that can't be. That's unbelievable.
You know, I left once.
Here's my guess.
That was the thing. I wouldn't have come back.
Once you guys go on tour and you actually do a formal album together, you'll be back in the driver's seat. You'll be telling those guys when to jump. Don't worry about it.
Well, how does the deal stand now, though? Because you're saying that they have the relationships.
Yes,
with the record company,
right.
with the management company, with everybody.
That'll all change.
What are you, a hired hand?
No, that just means I don't pay a percentage.
Right. Let me say something. Believe me, in about a year, David will have it all worked out. Those guys will be hopping,
well,
too.
wait, perhaps it's that very kind of thinking that precludes us from just saying, okay, we're going to do the singles, we're going to do the tour, we're going to do this and that, because maybe some folks might be thinking that way. It's an easy way to wind up thinking. I don't perceive that way. The beauty of Van Halen is that you have super enthusiasm and wilding in every department.
Yes.
And, you know, some people would say, man, if I could write the lyrics, I would. You know, some people say that to a singer. Yeah. Some people say, if I could play guitar, I would. I wouldn't. Even if I was a spectacular guitar player, I wouldn't. You wouldn't see me do it on stage because there's something about magic, you know, about putting it together. You could do this whole show by yourself, would you? No.
I could sing.
All right. You got
what did he say?
You get chemistry.
I never know what he says, but I know that Van Halen is back together. I couldn't be happier. Let me say something to you on a personal note here.
It's just better.
If he could play guitar, he said he wouldn't. That's ridiculous.
I couldn't.
Oh, no. Because what happens is it becomes incestuous. It's just me, my, I. And the music becomes very small and very isolocated. When you perform with other and write with other musicians,
listen to me.
Even on the same instrument, you're going to hear things that you would never think of before.
The truth is, he's got his plan totally mapped out. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Where he's taking
Guy's a very smart businessman. Let me say something. On a personal level.
Well, wait a minute. I got another question.
Yeah, go ahead.
You almost
when they do business now, how's the money?
How will the money? Well, first of all, on the Best Of album, that's a clear-cut business arrangement. David Lee has publishing.
Yes, we're going now to the new songs.
New songs? You're not splitting that 4 ways evenly. I think it'll be the same arrangement Van Halen always had.
We do the publishing and royalty thing the way we always did, but we always split it up 4 ways. And
you did even with the touring money?
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You're still open to that?
Yes. The thing is that...
In a year, he'll
But I still don't understand.
Yeah. What don't you understand?
It's not a band.
It is a band.
But he's not a member.
He is. He's keeping you interested in the story. They're going out on tour. He's just not going to announce it.
No, you know, it's like you said, you read the press releases. You heard the press releases from the very word go. They started announcing that they were still looking for other singers, that there may be a replacement, that they were carrying on active auditions for singers.
Well, can we stop that now? I mean, is it clear that you will be the guy?
No, it's not clear to me.
Really?
I have no idea at all. I'm good to go. I have a plan.
You're open to doing it.
I have a 2-word plan, Howard.
What is it?
Let's go.
Let's go. You're ready. You've always been ready.
Here's my
You've said that for 10 years.
Here's my 2-word plan.
There's a lot of momentum behind you.
Hello, Cleveland.
Right. That's it. David Lee is ready. And believe me, they're ready too. I mean, it's unbelievable.
I don't know. I just think he's in a precarious position. I don't understand what they've gotten him into here.
Robin wants to split up the band again.
No, she's got a very solid point there.
Yeah.
Is that there's been no direct commitments. I'm not pressing for it. I'm not asking for it.
But you're open about it. You're saying you would go back with those guys, and they're not saying the same commitment to you.
Right.
It is a little dishonest of them. You're saying, hey, guys, I want to be back with you.
And the other thing is,
That's honest.
when you're sitting in the room working, it puts you at a disadvantage if you're not already the guy.
You might have to put your foot down at some point and say, hey, listen, guys, listen, you can't embarrass me like this. I've gone on the radio. I've said, hey, I want to be back in Van Halen. You got to say, hey, we want David Lee Roth back. What am I, auditioning
I'm not
here?
Wait a minute.
Because right now, they are giving you a vote.
She's got a point.
They could take it away.
Yeah.
I can't think about that. What am I going to stress on that?
Why don't you tell them either
2 months ago, I would have never thought, me and 10 million other fans never would have thought that I would be sitting here talking to you about this.
Right.
Who would have thought that there would even be a phone call in the midst of all this chaos?
I would have thought that you know, like when we saw Russia disband, you know what I mean? That this is even more of an impossibility. But you got to tell these guys to move their bowels or get off the surfboard. You know what I mean? You got to tell them to either put you in the band or not.
Everybody's got a different time frame.
Because
you got to work with your hands untied, David. You can't be tied down.
And I think you could tell Eddie you deserve a little more money than Michael Anthony, the bass player. No offense. I mean, let's be honest.
I would imagine should this band get out on tour and stuff, there'll be plenty to divvy up.
Right. You don't need to be selfish.
A little here, a little there is not going to make any difference.
So now that you've recorded these songs and everything, have the guys said, hey, let's get together again, or there has just been no contact
since? The video
is
just the next
The video will be the next step.
We got together, do the award show, the MTVs, and the next time will be for the video, some point in the next 2 weeks.
Will you have some input into what the video will look like, or do you have to sit there and sort of wait for the band?
Them to tell you what to do.
That's going to be...
You've always been the master at making great videos. I don't understand why.
Once again, they're in charge of that.
See, this is what I'm saying, Howard. This is a problem.
Yes. You need me to... You know what? You need me to talk to these guys. I'll straighten it all out. You'll be out on the street.
I'll level with you.
Yeah.
I have no part to play in that. That's not been something that I'm participating in until effective. I'm in the band, quote unquote. And that has not been described. All I know is what you know, reading literally from the newspapers of saying, well, it's between Roth and John Tesh, keep your fingers crossed.
Right. How about if John Tesh ends up being the leader of Van Halen? So the point is that it's still kind of quasi... It's unclear to you.
Wait a minute.
It's unclear to me.
Right.
We're unclear here, even.
Right.
Because...
Well, that makes a quorum, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We don't know. Now, all right, you did all this work together. You've done the MTV thing. Are you and Eddie in constant communication, or you still wait for these calls?
It's still call by call. It's not a communication constant
and how
thing.
And how happy
very different lifestyles.
Well, that's fine, but you know.
And how happy is Valerie
we're
in all of this?
Working here.
I would spend it on the Attacking Anxiety program.
Did you see her at Eddie's house?
Oh, I see her in passing, and it's always been very affable and very open. You know.
I heard she didn't like you, but maybe now she does.
Who knows?
Hey, screw her. What's her big deal?
No, actually,
she don't play an instrument.
Even she's had to leave Eddie. She understands that.
Right. Yeah, she's left him a few times, right? So she's actually should be in league with you.
Oh, you know, she's...
You two have a lot in common.
When you were at the house, did she flip you the bird a lot, or did she, behave?
No.
Like, you know...
What was funny is I went over one morning, we were talking. I was at the house, and Val was sitting there, and then she posted something on the internet about how I had been sitting in Wolfie's timeout chair. You know, their kid Wolf's timeout chair. And I think for a second, timeout chair used to be called back of the hand when we were growing up.
Right.
You know, and it's like, this describes the difference between us. Okay?
Right.
Between myself and, you know, another lifestyle. I understand the idea of timeout chair for kids. You don't want to slap kids. If you spank kids maybe 20 years later, it'll make your sex life more colorful.
Right. Does she hang out in her underwear when she's walking around?
But, you know, they're talking about a timeout chair, which for kids is a great thing. But if I don't have any children, if I owned a timeout chair, it'd be all different.
Right. What the hell's going on in this interview? I never know where I stand in these interviews.
I say, baby, go put this on. No,
Did Valerie pork up?
Goes in back.
Did Valerie pork up, or does she still have a nice body?
I'm going to go downstairs and bring up the timeout.
She doesn't care. You just want to be back. You know what it is? David Lee is happy.
Where'd I put them scars?
No, the thing is here, Howard.
Yeah.
Is that
what's the matter? You can't stand that he's happy?
David Lee doesn't know. They got him right where they want him.
Yes, that's true.
He's on ice, and he doesn't know where the thin part is.
But he doesn't care. He's back recording with the band.
They're not giving him a solid sheet of ice.
Can I represent you here? It seems to me like, hey, even though it's all up in the air, you're happy with what has gone down so far.
I'm delighted.
And you just say, hey, and if it works out to be something more, you're going to be even happier.
I would be delighted right off the map, straight to Jupiter.
But I think David does admit that they do have him where they want him. Like, in other words, they will now dictate, you know, but eventually he'll worm his way back into, being the force that he is.
Worming?
Yeah.
That's a problem.
It's got to be the way it's done.
No.
You got to be...
He'll be smacking those guys around in a year is what I'm saying. You got to work into it.
What'll happen is this.
Yeah.
They'll go this step-by-step thing. Okay, they'll go out onto a big explosion. The band will be making tons of money. The demand will be incredible. The album will sell well. And then David will say, guys, come on.
Come on what?
We've got to have parity here. I got to have an equal say. I got to stop holding my tongue. It's all over unless we have... And they'll be fighting again.
No, here's the point. They might.
No, you're probably absolutely correct.
But there's nothing wrong with that. They might have him where they want him, but he's where he wants to be.
Eventually, he'll be where he wants to be.
It's not a bad situation.
This is not a bad situation at all, as long as the final result is
good.
Just swinging.
If you feel like you're holding back, though, then you wouldn't be happy and you'd leave. Right.
I haven't held back at all. When you hear the songs, and that is what the whole point is. The songs are just bomb-proof.
And when you're in the studio with them, they're like, hey, man, this is the way we should sound, man. This is right. Is that how they were, or they were just holding back a little with the compliments?
There's just not a whole lot of question. The music just
spoke for
itself.
It felt right.
Ed makes the guitar tune and goes like that, and I supply the vocals.
And you're not going to miss that 98-piece rumba orchestra of yours. You're going to dump those guys, aren't you? Yeah, you're getting rid of that whole thing, right?
I wanted somebody from Japan asked me recently what happened in Vegas.
Yeah,
they did the same thing to me they did to Bugsy Siegel.
Right.
So good. Timing bad.
David Lee Roth is clearly back with Van Halen. He's got to unleash this in stages. It's a big deal.
You
There's a lot
think this is just a plan?
Yeah, there's a plan. They will be on tour. Mark my words. It'll be a very, very big tour. I will be there to watch.
I think Eddie is holding him by the shorts. And,
well, there's only a certain degree to somebody holding you by your shorts. In terms of scheduling, you bet. In terms of what kind of lyrics I'm writing, no.
David Lee
I know that they're not doing that.
They need him.
Business stuff.
Yeah, but they need David Lee, and David Lee needs them. They're clearly going to be back together. They got to work out the business. But anyway, here's the point. I'm happy. On a personal level, I'm very happy. I have always maintained that the band is nothing without you. And that you should be...
It's just an ordinary band without you, okay? It's a good ordinary band, but it's an ordinary
Now, what happens if you go out on tour and Eddie wants you to sing Sammy songs? Will you do that?
That's a toughie.
Yeah.
You know, because
Did he sing your songs?
Well, he tried to, a couple of them, you know, the Panamas and whatever. But, you know, Sam committed lyrical felonies for the last 10 years. You go to poetry jail for that. You get a license revoked.
For singing someone else's songs.
Oh, man, Moon in June, that's a felony. You know? Put your hands in the air like you just don't care. That's habitual criminal. You get life.
Right. So you will not sing. You are not singing that stuff, right? Is that what you're here to say?
It's going to be an arm wrestling event to be witnessed.
That's the first thing.
When the song list
this is
proposed.
the playlist.
I don't think that the band would expect him to sing Sammy Hagar
Again,
songs.
that's a whole different human being. That's a whole different spiritual
not you.
constitution.
Do you think? Oh, this is incredible. The possibilities are incredible.
That's why I'm here today.
Yeah. That's why everybody wants to hear what he has to say.
One of these days there'll be a Van Halen tour with special guest Sammy Hagar.
No, I don't think so. That'll never happen, right, David Lee?
Maybe they wanted. Maybe what they really want is the both of us to sing out of the same mic, like George and Paul used to do.
Right. And you will not do that, right? You will not sing with Sammy Hagar. Yeah, absolutely.
But you know what? I have nothing against the fella. Nobody knows what he is experiencing right now more than I do.
Right. Yeah. It's hell.
Yeah.
Hey, the other day I played. Have you ever heard a Van Halen tribute band where guys get up and pretend to be you?
I went to a night at Fort Lauderdale where 7 tribute bands in a row, went up and did their number.
You got to hear these. You want to hear a little about Van Halen? We played it on the air the other day. Want to hear Van Halen tribute band?
Is this a tribute
It's a guy
band?
being you.
Yeah, it's
okay.
It's your Van Halen.
What's the name of the band?
Atomic Punks.
I know who these guys are.
You know those
They're
guys?
out of Los Angeles.
Oh, you heard them already?
Oh, they've got it right down, especially that part where my voice is always just a little flat right when the chorus kicks in.
I liken it. You know what I liken it to? It's almost like, you know what it's weird for me, why I enjoy listening to it so much? It's almost like one day I was watching Geraldo or something, and Patrick Swayze's brother was on. And Patrick Swayze's brother looks kind of like Patrick Swayze, but like almost like the retarded version of Patrick Swayze. He's just a chromosome off. He just looks a little different. And it's like these guys kind of have your pattern down, and they kind of have your voice down, but there's a chromosome off. You know what I mean? There's something wrong.
They lack the Roth chromosome.
Yeah. It's whatever it is that makes you special. They just miss. So it's kind of funny. I mean, I had a really good laugh listening to this stuff.
It's the difference between originating and imitating.
Here, listen to a little. Just get into it. This is funny. It's
holy Wait a second here.
Just again, like.
You really got it. It's a little flat?
Yeah.
Perfect. You got it.
A little less oxygen to the brain.
Exactly.
Just a little less. But you think Sammy Hagar will join a tribute band now? Or like a Van Halen tribute band and then go out on tour?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. And you don't care.
I don't care
That's
at
right.
all.
You're in a good position.
Did you two have a relationship at all before?
I have not met Sam ever in my life. I've never shook him by the hand.
Right.
This is a band that just went from 10 years of a bag man to a front man.
That's right.
So
Excellent.
it's like
excellent.
It's a whole new thing. I've never met the guy. We don't hang out in the same circles of people or the same cantinas down the street.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is it. It's a whole new. I can't believe
I
it.
just wondered, if they knew each other at all.
No, they're not going to end up like the Jefferson Starship with 2 lead singers.
Yeah,
It's not going to be Grace Slick and that Mickey
other
guy.
members all traveling together.
Yeah. So. Hey, we should play for David before we end this thing. Crackhead Bob sing. You ever hear Crackhead Bob sing Van Halen? You got to hear this.
Proposing him as the new.
You know what? Maybe Crackhead Bob will play.
Yeah, let me tell you something. That's who should be recording in front of the
band. Very timely name.
You got to go ahead, play a little of this. This guy.
Now that Sammy Hagar's out of Van Halen and David Lee Roth is.
Now listen. Stop for a second. Listen to this. Stop this for a second. Listen to this. What's great about this guy is that
That's great.
He was on crack. No, you haven't heard it yet. This guy's on crack and he stroked out. And he has no vocal ability whatsoever, very little. Check it out. Keep
that shouldn't set him back.
Is there anyone charismatic enough to be the new frontman for Van Halen? Well, make way for Crackhead Bob.
So, you gotta do it now. You gotta do it and get that loud. What do you think of that?
Green Day.
You like it?
You gotta do it now. You gotta do it and you that's nice.
Van Halen, featuring new lead singer, Crackhead Bob.
Got a bed, got a bed, Dr. Peter.
You like that?
With some decent video and a heroin habit, I think we can move some product.
All I can say is, David Lee Roth, this is what I've been waiting for 10 years. It is about time that you return with Van Halen.
I'm glad that he came in to see us, even now that he's back with the band. He hasn't abandoned us. That was a fear.
Oh, never.
I don't care what anyone says. One of the greatest rock bands that have ever been around has been Van Halen with David Lee Roth.
Yeah.
And this is the very first interview I have done ever in the world around this whole scenario.
And can I
I
tell you
told
something?
them up front
Thank you.
that this had to be. And there was some little dissension about that. Well, we don't know if we want to do this and that and so forth. And I said, no, this has got to be the first place. Because I've been to every radio station in the free earth and then some.
Right.
I've been to places down in South Africa, Swazi radio, where they don't even have chairs in the studio.
That's right.
This is the swingin'est.
This is your home. This is your home away from home. And let me say thank you for David Lee Roth for giving us the first interview.
There you go.
And also, I'm very happy to see that you're back with the band. I will be first online to see that band back together again. It will be excellent when you're on tour with them. We look forward to the new Best of album with your 2 original songs. David Lee Roth, everybody. And we'll be back after these words. I want free tickets to that, by the way.
Oh.
Don't expect me to pay.
And free albums.
Yeah, and free albums.
97.1 The Eagle. We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
I I want to F you like an animal.
Oh.
Oh, oh, oh. I want to F you from the inside.
Oh.
I want to F you like an animal.
Oh.
Oh, oh, oh. I want to F you from the inside.
Oh.
Hello. Hoga. Yeah. You know, I want to do the news, but I have so much to talk about. When you give me a week off, I've got so much ground to cover.
I know you get bottled up.
I'm backed up like a guy who ate too much rice. Yeah.
First of all, what did you?
Well, maybe I'll save Howard Stern's Super Spud Diet. First of all, I guess this is the Globe, has me on the cover. Howard Stern's Amazing Potato Diet.
Yeah, I had to, flip to that immediately, find out what to do.
That is a cute picture of me, though, I'll tell you that.
They did put a good picture in.
Robin, how is it that I could look so friggin' even in the movie stuff that I've seen so far, how is it that I could look so friggin' handsome at certain angles and so friggin' ugly at others?
Well, they say that everybody has a side.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have like
it's a millimeter.
A sliver.
Yeah. Because look at that. Wouldn't you say I'm like the cutest guy on the planet in the Globe today?
That is a very cute picture.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't you want to have sex with that guy?
That's the guy I thought I was going to work with.
But do I look like that at all?
Yes, sometimes.
I do. Mm-hmm. Now, like, you're looking at me now. Do I look at that like that now?
No, you don't look like that now. You didn't shave. You didn't do a lot of things.
I did shave.
Today.
I'm completely, I grew a beard.
I like that hair.
You don't? You don't like my facial hair? My wife thinks it looks good.
Clean-shaven face.
Really?
Yeah.
Jackie, what do you think?
I like it.
You like my facial hair, but you're a guy.
He's a guy, yeah.
Yeah, but
he doesn't want you to look
he's
good.
a guy who might be with me.
No, he doesn't want you to look good. He wants you for himself.
My wife hates the fact, she doesn't like the way it feels. She told me to put conditioner on it so that when I'm down between her thighs, I won't...
chafe her.
And her face is all chafed after I make love to her. You make love to your wife on vacation at all?
Quite a lot, thank you.
Really? I did like once or twice. What, you like my facial
Ralph
hair?
likes it. It doesn't chafe his thighs.
Yeah. It looks
you like
cool.
my facial hair?
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's evil.
But, I came in to tell you, John told me to run and tell you this. Tom's in the hole hounding David Lee for autographs.
Oh, Tom, get
what is he doing?
What is wrong with Tom? Our general manager is...
professionalism at all.
He's such an asswipe.
Oh.
Where is he? Why is he doing that to my guests?
David Lee can't even get out of here. I mean, it's awful.
It's so goddamn cool that David Lee is like the hottest thing right now, and he comes in here, he gives us an exclusive.
How often do we get that?
What are you doing? What are you doing to me? You're killing me. Then the guys don't want to come here to get hounded.
I'm not killing you. I happen to know David.
Yeah, how do you know him? From the show.
But I've had other meetings with him.
What?
Where?
Yes.
So why don't you call him in and sign autographs on your own time?
He was on his way out the door. I asked for one simple autograph for somebody in my family.
And now the guy goes, whenever I go up to that K-Rock, all they do is hound me for crap.
What a slimy place.
Yeah.
Not the case.
No.
You know what I loved about doing my movie? Not one person was allowed to ask me for an autograph. I could concentrate on the work.
It was done well after. Well after.
What was done after?
Me asking for this autograph.
Tacky.
Tacky. You know what? I agree.
Tacky.
It was somewhat awkward doing it, but somebody in my family asked me, and that made
So, can't you say no to them? Wouldn't you feel less awkward saying no to them?
How does your family know that David Lee Roth is going to be here?
Obviously, they listen. They listen to the radio.
So they called while he was on the air, you're saying?
Is that right?
That is correct.
Really? Who is this person?
What is wrong with your family?
Who is it you can't say no? A brother?
I have a lot of brothers.
Your brother needed an autograph of David Lee Roth?
Yeah.
And what's he going to do with this autograph? I'm curious. What does he have, a book, a collection?
I don't know.
I never understand what people do with that crap.
Yeah, where do they put these things?
Even when I was a kid growing up, once in a while, my father would take me up to his recording studio. I'd meet a celebrity. I would never ask him for an autograph. What am I going to do with a piece of paper with some guy's name scrawled on it?
It's not for me.
Yeah, so say, hey, listen, I work at this station. Howard has a rule.
Be unprofessional.
I have never, ever.
Yeah, but you did it today.
That's not true.
I got David Lee up here only for one. Listen, David Lee right now wants to keep a low profile. He's got something hot happening. He did it as I called up and I said, hey, David, come on. I've been there for you all these years. I've always stuck by you.
Yeah, you didn't call Tom with your great relationship with
him. Tom didn't get me David Lee Roth. I said, would you do me a favor and just come on? Everyone wants to hear from you. He says, okay, man, for you, I'll do it. And you got to hound the guy when he comes up here.
Hound the guy.
And this is not the only time he's ever done it.
Right.
Whenever we have a hockey player or a football player, he's asked for autographs before.
And Tom does that for himself.
Either that or he stands in the corner and stares at him.
For his son.
Right. Can I say something, though, Tom? Get near the microphone. Can I say something?
Yes.
I'm being serious now.
Okay.
I know, shut up, Jackie. There's a lot of seriously, when a guy comes up here, try to not bother them. I know it's only one guy bothering, but if it's you and then another guy and another guy, then it's three guys. And it's like, I'd like to create a safe haven for all of my guests.
I agree. And
really?
I absolutely agree.
Why did he violate it if he agreed?
If you agree, why did you violate
it? In this case, because I know the guy.
Oh, so they won't be bothered unless your family wants to
bother.
There
might be another fight.
So in other words, in this case, because you know David Lee Roth, you can bother him.
I felt comfortable doing it, yeah.
Or is it that if everybody's safe unless his family wants their autograph?
No. You know, and seriously, and then Tom does this whole thing where he like stares at guys before he asks for an autograph, and they all think he's gay because he's
staring at
Mark Messier. Come on, Mark Messier came up to me and said, "Hey, what's with that guy? Does he want a date or does he want an autograph?" I mean, you were oh, come on. Did you ask Mark Messier for an autograph?
That I remember.
Well, you don't remember. I'll hook you up to the lie detector. You'll remember. Yeah. Gary, if you would, after the show, get David Lee Roth on the phone so I can apologize. I'll take care.
And not only that, would you shield the guests from Tom from now on?
Gary, you have the right to body slam Tom if he goes up for another autograph. Thank you, Tom, for doing that. Thanks for contributing to the show. Thank you. Guy has to ask for an autograph because his family needs it.
Yeah. Fine. Well, yeah, thank God they're in his family.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was for his family.
Yeah.
I thought it was for somebody else's family.
Oh, it's Tom. All rules go out the window for Tom.
Yeah.
48-year-old man.
Yeah. Tom, excuse me, David. May I have an autograph, please, for a family member? Dude, I'm doing a show. Leave the guy alone.
We were standing there for like 20 minutes just staring
right,
at him.
David's, he's still talking to like the Ganji or the E-cameras and all that, and Tom's hanging around.
Yeah, like a groupie.
Waiting.
What was he doing? He was just staring? Really? How long?
As long as from when he left.
Wow.
When he walked out of here.
Because I got out during the commercials and David Lee was talking to the E-camera.
And then Ganji's trying to do his stupid interview.
Yeah.
And Tom,
he's got Tom getting annoyed.
And
Ganji's doing an interview.
Talking to his manager.
Bothering him.
Separate in a way.
Why do you have to talk to the manager? Just stay in your booth. Seriously. I mean, seriously. Stay away from my show. I'm being serious. I'm being protective of my show.
I
forbid all the interns and everyone to ask for autographs. I forbid Jackie and Fred. I forbid everyone on this show, including myself, to ask for autographs. You're the only one who violates the rule.
I violated it one time.
Twice. Mark Messier. I remember.
John Van Beesbrook or whatever.
Yeah, John Van Beesbrook.
Mike Richter.
Right. And you know David Lee's annoyed by Ganji's camera. You know he's going to be extra annoyed by Tom. Yeah.
Because Ganji's been going on for like 20 minutes at the port, longer than you did.
Right.
Doing his own show out.
Yeah, and by the way, I never see these interviews on E that Ganji does. It must be awful.
They must be for his personal collection.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the story?
Did you like it? Did you like it when Howard said that? Does
it bother you
he
that
just repeats every question?
Yeah, he repeats everything I said.
I just had to come back and try and defend.
Thanks, Tom. Thanks for coming in.
Ralph is piling on.
Yeah, I know. It drives you nuts.
It's one thing in everybody else when Ralph is piling on.
So what did Tom do? He just stood there while Ganji was interviewing David Lee Roth?
He stood there, I think at some point he realized that he's just standing there doing nothing. That's when he started talking to Eddie. Saying like,
who's Eddie? His manager?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So Tom had
needed something to do, so he started bothering Eddie.
What'd you bother Eddie with?
Life, the meaning of life.
Did you say to Eddie, I need to get an autograph from David Lee before he leaves?
Yeah, I'm sure Tom started pressuring Eddie.
I think he asked in the hall, and Dave blew you off, didn't he?
No, Ralph. That's not what happened.
Is that what happened?
Yeah,
no.
So.
No, it's not.
I think he ran out.
You asked Dave, and then Dave ran away?
I asked Eddie. I said, if I don't want to impose.
Yeah.
Eddie said,
too late.
Not a problem. Right.
Not a problem.
What you should do, Tom, if you have that situation
one thing I would do is not take advice from you.
Well, Ralph, maybe Ralph's got advice. Maybe you need advice from Ralph.
Say, hey, Eddie, listen, I need an autograph. Give me an address. Can I give you my address and at your time mail me?
No, I don't want that even, Ralph.
That's not going to happen.
No, I mean, it's ridiculous. Tom is now hounding the guests.
He's chasing him.
Yeah.
David Lee was at the door. Literally, that's where Ganji caught him.
Right.
He was leaving
the guy was out. Door. Yeah. And Tom catches him.
Well, Tom tackled him.
Right.
He was in the studio cutting some stuff, saw me, waved at me, said hello. I said hello to him in the hall.
Oh, now Tom thinks he knows him.
Notice Tom,
how do you know him?
Notice Tom remembers every little moment.
How do you know him?
I just know him.
And he knows your name?
Yes.
He said, hey, Tom.
Yes.
He said, hey, you.
He said, hey, man.
No. He said, hey, Tom, how you doing?
Hey, bud.
Tom.
Tom.
He knows you're Tom.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Tom
who?
I'd like to see that.
We should do a lineup.
Call David Lee Roth now and ask him who Tom is.
He called Ralph Tom also, just for the record.
I want you to call David Lee Roth and say, who's Tom?
Oh, I call everyone Tom.
Right.
Most guys' names are Tom, so I think I'm going to hit it right. Hey, Tom. Maybe a bit like Uncle Tom.
Right.
Thought you were a black guy. Okay, thanks, Tom.
Thanks.
Tom.
Who else do your relatives want autographs from? We'll invite them on the show.
Yeah. Listen, Tom, can I get a list of celebrities that'll be doing the show within the month so we can know in advance which autographs you need for your family?
Give them the hotline number and just call right in.
Yeah. And make sure there's a direct phone line to Tom. So
And
that
his family is so busy. That's what they're doing. Tom, can you get David Lee Roth's autograph?
And I guess Tom feels he has the right to annoy my guests.
Yeah.
Somehow Tom is involved in my show.
Well, he was launched by his brother.
Yeah. Well, but, Tom's whole role is to be sitting in an office somewhere away from my show unless I do something so in violation of the rules here that he fires me.
Yeah.
Other than that, he's really not supposed to be walking around getting calls from his relatives.
He's not supposed to be involved with the show at all, even if his relatives call him.
A scary family he has. It's not for me, it's for my older brother. Your older brother? Isn't he a little old to be getting autographs from David Lee Roth?
90.
I got a call.
I couldn't help it. I got a call. So you say no. You say, no, I'm not allowed.
And immediately he was on a mission.
Yeah. And he's like a robot. He's standing there.
Must get autographs.
Yeah. Nothing else to do.
Must get
Robo-Tom.
Do you think Tom...
He had a purpose.
Wouldn't it be great if Tom had many purposes in life and he said after 5 minutes of standing there, you know what, I've got so much to do, I don't have the time to wait for a David Lee Roth autograph?
See, I now figured it out. What we have to do is have people pretend to be his relatives and call him with things to do.
Right.
That'll keep him busy.
Yeah. Why don't we, during the show, we'll make phony phone calls. Tom, hi, this is your sister. I need a loaf of bread.
Send David Lee.
Notice his family doesn't think he's busy doing anything.
Right.
Well, that's an important call he can take.
Anyway, there's a million things. I want to read some letters and stuff and what?
Back to your facial hair. I think it looks good.
Thanks.
But you might want to trim it down a little.
Yeah, I know. It's getting a little thick.
I just think he looks younger when his face is clean shaven.
Well, in that case, I'm shaving.
I'm looking over some pictures right now.
Yeah.
I should definitely do that nose job.
Yeah. I know. I got a big schnoz.
It's not that it's big. There's like that bump in it.
I'm doing it, man. Dude. Say no more, douchebag. I'm getting it done.
Yo.
I don't need you telling me what I look like.
His nose is bigger than yours.
Yeah, but
his
it's straight.
His nose is ugly.
I would get a nose
I
job.
never thought your nose was ugly, Howard. I think Ralph's nose
yours
was
wasn't until you got your nose job.
horrid. I think his
his nose is attractive. Mine is not.
No, it's not. The thing that's wrong with Ralph's face is his nose.
Really?
Yeah.
You think that's it?
Horrible. I think the thing that's wrong with my face is not only my nose, but a lot of other stuff. So that's only chipping away at the very.
You got to start somewhere.
Take a look at my parents. I mean, compared to my parents, I'm a beauty.
I'm trying to think of their noses. I don't really notice their noses.
Oh, my dad's got a beak, and my mom's got a crooked mess on her face. And that's tip of the iceberg for her too. Both of them are no beauties. Let's face it, they're two ugly people who linked up and had me. So I want to erase my genetics.
You came out pretty good, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay because I'm famous. You should have seen me when I wasn't famous. People didn't see me as okay.
You know what? It must be that money makes you look better.
It does. Someone was explaining that to me.
Is that right?
Yeah. Ed McMahon is handsome.
I was looking at Oprah Winfrey last night, and she's the highest paid woman in showbiz. She was beautiful last night.
Let me say something. Whoever is Oprah Winfrey's makeup person does a wonderful job because we've seen Oprah Winfrey without her makeup, and she's a pig.
Ooh.
And whoever worked on her did a great job.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
She's a pig. I mean, yes, you would. I mean, the skin is all blotchy and everything.
Howard.
But she has arms as thick as oak trees. I have, they pump her into a gown.
Somebody who's dressing her also made the top of her at least look thin. Because when she stepped out from the podium, when Milton Berle, she came out and introduced Milton Berle. and
read off the teleprompter horribly?
Yeah. And then she stood, they panned the camera over to her when Milton made a reference to her. And you can see that then the body blows up, it blows away.
Why, if you're dressing her... Why, if you're dressing her, do you put her in a strapless gown? Like why? I'm not strapless, but with the arms, the chubby arms show.
showing?
Why do that?
I don't know.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Well, you have to talk to... We'll get the people who make her up, and we'll interview them and dress her.
Hey, John, I know there's a lot of people waiting for me on the phone, but I want to get to news because we probably have a whole bunch of Emmy stuff to talk about. I want to give my rap on the Emmys and all that.
There's also a ton of stuff that was going on while we were away.
Yeah.
We must address.
So, you know what? Ask those people, get their numbers, and we'll call them first thing tomorrow on the air, and we'll talk to them.
You know, we haven't talked to anyone today.
No, we haven't. There's some hot chicks who had sex dreams about me, and
I don't want to hear from
the psychic rape victim is upset.
Psychic rape victim? What's that?
Evidently, I'm mentioned in a human sexuality book. There's a whole bunch of things.
What is a psychic rape victim?
Tune in tomorrow, I'll tell you.
Oh, my God.
And I'm in the Globe for my super spud diet.
And I want to know how you gave this interview and told those people you eat that food.
I didn't give an interview, and in fact, I don't even recognize this diet.
You are quoted.
My diet tips are in the Globe, and I don't understand. Shock Jock shed 22 pounds eating 6 meals a day, and you can too. I should write a diet book.
So you're supposed to lose 20 pounds on this diet?
Yeah, it's the 22-pound diet, and you end up looking like me. Also, I've gotten some wonderful drawings of Gary at the North Pole.
Wait a minute. You also didn't tell us about these awards you won.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So there's a lot to talk about. I'll have to do that.
You mean I have to wait till tomorrow?
Yeah, because I'm sick of doing the show till noon. And
we haven't done that in months.
And we're not doing it anymore.
People were asking me, do you think that he will go back to,
No.
extending the show another hour
No.
after the movie is done?
No, I'm not. I realize what I would do is everything I got to talk about, I do it till noon, and then the next day I got nothing to talk about. Here's Gary at the North Pole, and this is so great because there's a picture of a walrus, a nearsighted walrus, raping Gary. Thought he was another walrus. Look at that. She's got him, and he goes, big fat and big teeth, just like I like him. Gary gets raped by a nearsighted walrus. There it is. And then over here is an Eskimo grabbing Gary's teeth because he thinks it's a walrus, and he's going to sell walrus teeth. And here's Gary. His bowel movement is frozen, and they thought it was a frozen Snickers bar. And all the Eskimos got poisoned. And then here's Gary melting the polar ice cap with his breath. Look, there it is. See? And
causing devastation throughout the world.
Yeah, you know what? I'll save these for the E-camera so you can see them on TV. Because they're really terrific drawings. This is from...
Are they signed?
Yeah, Leonardo da Faxo. Whoever that is. These are fantastic. So I'd like to put those on the E-show. We just got those. Let them photograph those. Those are classics. I'll take a break. We'll come back. What are we going to do? The Emmys first? I would like to make my commentary on the Emmys.
Certainly.
And then do the rest of the news and get the hell out the door right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle. You're listening.
To his fans, he's a genius.
Respect my total domination of the media.
Will blow your mind. The Howard Stern Show.
Yeah, I'll blow your mind. That's all I'll blow. Yeah. Hey. Uh-huh. You know, before I start the news and give you my commentary on the Tyson fight as well as the Emmys, I've already done the MTV Awards. This is a psychic who was raped, but I don't know. She's crying on the phone. They say quickly get her on.
Okay.
And normally rape is nothing you would laugh at, but the guys say it's questionable whether she was really raped or not.
Hello?
What do you...
Can I say my name?
What?
Can I say my name?
Well, why would... No, I would prefer you didn't.
Well, that's the reason I called is because I can't get any help from anybody. I've called Channel 50 in Detroit. I'm of the Jewish faith, and I'm a victim of horrible police harassment, of anti-Semitic police harassment.
I thought you were raped.
Yes, I was raped by my next-door neighbor. I was drugged and raped by my next-door neighbor, and the police put him up to it. I've had eggs thrown at my house. I've had everything humanly possible.
Honey, let me ask you something. You say, Gary told me you said you were raped for over 4 years.
Yes, off and on. The guy drugged. I put something in my coffee. I was raped off and on for 4 years. The guy next door. And the whole town is ganged up on me and my husband. I live in a French town, and the kids and the whole town is ganged up on my husband and me.
Why is that?
Hello?
Yeah, why were you ganged up on?
Because they don't want Jewish people living in this town, and I know too much. I know plenty. You know.
Well, what do you know?
The Windsor police are having an affair with Hillary Clinton. She's coming in. They're having an affair with movie stars.
The whole police department.
In Windsor, Canada?
Yes.
You're saying that in Windsor, Canada?
Yes, they're having they're coming in, and a lot of movie stars are coming in and having affairs with the cops here.
Right. Well, has anyone suggested that you might need a psychiatrist?
No, this is. You've heard of me, Linda Stewart.
I've never heard of Linda Stewart.
Yes, you heard of me.
And I don't even know that you're that person. You could be making that up as well.
No, I'm not.
Linda Stewart this could be.
That's right.
The movie stars have heard of me. You can ask Michael Douglas. He knows of a Linda Stewart.
Like we know Michael Douglas.
All right, I'll ask Michael Douglas. Hold on. Michael, I got him on the other line. Did you ever hear of Linda Stewart? Yes, I did.
No, listen to me. I'm a police harassment. This is the honest to God's truth. I have videotape of the harassment. I have videotape of eggs being thrown in my house. I've got pictures. I've got proof. I've got everything.
Well, why don't you come down here with
Wait a minute.
I can't come down to New York. I can't. I have a husband. I have a dog that's sick. I can't leave my husband. And I have videotape of what I say.
Well, send me the videotape.
Wait a minute. Is her husband there?
No, my husband's not here.
I don't even think you really have a husband.
No, I have a husband. It's honest to God's truth. I have a husband. No, please don't make fun of me.
And you can see the people throwing the eggs at your house.
I have videotape. I've had pictures of eggs being thrown at my house. I've been called a dirty Jew. I've had things happen to me, and people won't have...
I'm about to call you a dirty Jew.
Pardon me?
Where were you? Where was your husband while you were getting raped?
He went out.
He went out?
He went out shopping, yes.
But you say this happened several times.
Yes, I know, when he went out shopping.
Every time he goes out shopping?
Not every time. It happened off and on.
4 years your husband gone shopping?
I have a medical report that says my vagina area's been torn.
Well, that doesn't mean you didn't do it.
No. I know it's hard to believe.
And the police are having sex with celebrities?
Yes.
Including Hillary Clinton.
Including Hillary Clinton?
Yes, she's coming into Detroit. Yes.
To have sex?
Do you have pictures of that?
I'll tell you something about you, Howard Stern. I can tell you something.
I know she's lying because men don't go shopping. That's the only thing that doesn't ring true.
I'm of the Jewish faith. I'm telling you the truth.
Oh, so Jewish men go shopping?
Yes.
No, he's not Jewish. My husband is not Jewish.
Oh.
No, I'm Jewish.
You married a Shagets?
Yes. You're the only person that'll help me. I called Channel 50. I've been trying for 14 years.
Oh, I'll help you all right.
Why do you think Howard would help you?
Of course I'll help her.
I had a psychic feeling.
Oh.
You're a psychic?
Howard would help me.
Are you a psychic?
Yes. I'm a psychic. It's Emmis. I'm a psychic.
A what?
I'm a psychic. I'll tell you something. And I don't want to tell you because you married?
Who?
You?
You're psychic. Tell him.
I don't want to tell you something. Your wife's listening.
I am married.
Okay, I can tell you something. If you want something, you'll stop at nothing to get it, right?
That's true.
Okay.
Wow.
I am psychic, and I'm telling you the truth. I can't stay on too long because my husband will tell me the phone bill.
All right, so tell me what you want to tell me.
I just need help. I don't know how to
No, I thought you were telling me about me.
Okay, about you.
You're so psychic. Why didn't you see those rapes coming?
I did. I had a feeling.
And why didn't you know you shouldn't move into that neighborhood?
Well, I've been harassed by the cops every place I live, so what's the difference?
Well, why are the cops harassing you?
They harass a lot of people, but they do it to me because they try to stop me from taking a bus. My mother was killed in a car accident 7 years ago.
But why are the cops so the cops
in
are...
every town.
Because I know too much.
What do you know?
I know plenty.
What do you know?
I know about the affairs. I know about they have an anti-Semitic group in Windsor. I know about everything.
All right, listen to me. I'm telling you, you might be delusional and paranoid.
I'm telling you the truth. I'm not delusional.
Have you ever been institutionalized?
I have proof.
Have you ever been institutionalized?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
Really?
No, I'm telling you the truth. I'm psychic.
What is wrong with the system that you haven't been institutionalized?
They should have caught her.
All right, let me ask you something since you're a psychic. How long will David Lee Roth last in Van Halen?
Oh, I don't even know him. Just a minute.
I see.
5 years.
5 years?
5 years.
Yes, 5 years.
Good run.
All right, that's not bad.
Okay.
She'll take it.
Now, you said you had something on me. I'm married, but I will stop at nothing?
No. You're very determined. Just watch your step with people. There's a lot of people that don't like you out there. Just
Really?
Be careful. Be careful.
You know who doesn't like me? The cops, because I know too much.
No, Sharon Stone.
Yeah.
Come on, don't make fun of me. I've tried for so long to get this on the air.
All right. Well, thank God you're finally with us.
Well,
Listen,
you're on the air.
Listen what I'll do.
I tried to get this. Maybe it'll stop. The rapes will stop once I get some publicity.
All right. Here's what I want to do for you.
Still going on?
Yes. It's going on right
When
now.
was the last time?
When's the last time you were raped?
Well, a week ago.
And what happens during these rapes?
Are you always drugged?
I was raped. I'm so sore down there I can hardly walk.
Now, let me ask what happens. God, I wish my wife was so
I
sore
take
that
a sleeping pill, and then I wake up and some of my clothes are off me.
Why do you take sleeping pills?
Well, I can't sleep because of my nerves.
Oh, my God.
How old are you?
I just wanted to... I know it sounds far-fetched, but...
How old are you?
Me? I don't tell my age.
You must be very
I'm
hot.
middle-aged and I'm very pretty.
The whole neighborhood is after you.
I know. No. I've had eggs thrown at my house.
All right. Listen to me. I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you.
I got a phone call.
Listen to me.
Phone call.
I'm telling you something now.
Yes.
Would you wanted help? You want to hear what I got to say?
What?
Or are you going to keep yammering the same
go
story?
Ahead. What?
I'm busy right now.
Yes.
Because I got to end the show.
Yes.
What I will do is I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay.
In the morning, early in the morning.
Yes.
I want your husband there as well.
All right.
He will verify that you've been raped?
What? He doesn't. Well, he's easy. Yes, he'll verify.
You still get a period?
Oh, I'm embarrassing.
Do you still get your period?
Yes.
You
yes.
do?
You're
What?
embarrassing me. Yes.
All right. Listen to me. I had to ask that, for obvious reasons. If
All
you're
right.
psychic, you'll understand why.
All right. The person who's raping me thinks I can't get pregnant.
I know.
How do you know?
Because I'm psychic.
You're not psychic.
I am, too. Do you have someone in your family?
You're not psychic.
Do you know somebody whose name begins with the letter B?
Yes.
Yes. Is that person on your mind?
No.
Yes, it is.
He's a friend.
Yes. And what about him?
It's not a guy.
No. What about her?
What about her?
Exactly.
It's a Jewish friend, that's all.
Right. Is that friend Jewish?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I
Well,
thought.
you know I'm telling the truth. If you're psychic, you know I'm telling the truth.
Is the guy who's raping you cute?
No. He's got long hair and he's obnoxious. I'm a kind of woman that's a one-man woman. I've never had another man. It took 6 months for my husband to get in my pants. I'm a one-man woman, and I can't stand a man to touch me.
All right, listen to me. You sound a lot like my wife.
But you keep taking these sleeping pills so he can rape you.
I know.
Yeah, maybe if you stop the sleeping pills, he won't keep raping you. All right, listen to me.
What?
I'll call you tomorrow and be prepared for documentation.
All right.
Okay?
My husband doesn't want to get involved in this.
Well, he's got to
He's the kind of guy I don't want to get involved. That's the kind of guy he is.
Aren't they egging his house, too?
Yeah.
Huh?
Do you want me to solve the problem or not?
Okay.
All right, then.
Okay, thanks.
All right, thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, hold on, and we'll get your number. Hold on.
God, okay.
She's good for a half hour tomorrow.
Oof. Where do they come from? And she's got a husband? I gotta meet that guy.
She got a husband like you got a husband. Harvey the Attack Rabbit is her husband. She got no husband.
I gotta hear from him.
She has rape fantasies.
Jeez. And she keeps taking the sleeping pills. She said they drugged her. No, she's drugging herself.
Okay. I got to do the news now because I got to get out of here because my head is exploding. Between her and David Lee Roth.
Too much.
All right.
What's going on?
She made more sense. Her husband is one lucky guy, whoever he is.
Oh, God.
All right. A lot of mental things going on out there.
It must be good, though, because you always got something going on.
Just to recap, we covered Stuttering John getting punched at the MTV Awards. I received the following facts. Howard, tell John the moron that he has to have this scumbag arrested who punched him. John better get on paper before the bodyguard does, or the bodyguard and the Beaver are going to have John collared as a preemptive strike. Whatever that is.
I think he's meaning Sharon Stone by the Beaver.
Yes, the Beaver. Sharon Stone's name now is Beaver, and should be addressed as that.
Beaver Stone.
Regarding Sharon Stone, of course Sharon Stone is pissed at Stuttering John. Her claim to fame is her pelvis, and it's falling apart. Did you see the movie The Specialist with Stallone and James Woods? There's a scene where she's dancing in a form-fitting silk-like dress, and her ass looks like a bowl of cottage cheese. Hey, when the bush rockets a bimbo to fame, and then it starts to droop, the bimbo becomes very self-conscious. She now has to face the fact that she has no talent, only an ass that's full of cottage cheese, and it's fading fast. And that's true. Her ass is full of cottage cheese. And that is signed Ray Stern, my mother.
Oh, dear. Well, Ray knows show business.
She knows cottage cheese to the ass. That's for sure. Well, I'll tell you what.
What?
Let's do some news. What now? Do you want to do the Emmys first?
Yes. Did you have some comments you wanted
Yes.
to make? I know you pulled some tape, too.
Yes, I do.
Because I really thought it was a boring show.
You're
I said,
absolutely right.
This is the show about television. And they make it so boring you don't want to watch.
Well, I had prayed that Betty Thomas, who was nominated 7 times for The Late Shift, which is the story of Jay Leno and David
She had
Letterman.
7 different chances?
7 different chances, and they did not win one stinking Emmy.
Oh, man.
I was hoping, because not only was Betty there, but Ivan Reitman was there as well, and Betty was going to get up and make a statement about my movie.
Yeah.
Because Betty had directed my movie. And she was all prepared, she was very nervous, but she was going to do it. And as a result, we were gypped of that performance. The show opened up with Oprah Winfrey, who clearly cannot read off a teleprompter.
Do you know they said that she made history by changing outfits during the show?
Is that right? Why is it that I make history every day with what I do? And believe me, what I do is incredible. I have changed the face of radio. I've changed the way television broadcasters broadcast. There's a loose quality to broadcasting now that never existed. And yet I am never credited.
But all she does is change her dress, and they say she made
history. And she read off, I don't know, did you pull any Oprah tape? Maybe they did.
No, I think Gary pulled it for you.
All right, let's see.
He said he was giving it to you.
Well, unfortunately, I don't
Did
have
he put it on reel to reel?
Very possibly. Is that it, Gary?
Yeah, and then here's a note of who's on there.
Thank you. This Oprah Winfrey reads like she's royalty. There is no ability to sound...
Very dramatic.
She has no ability to sound off the cuff when she's reading.
She sounds very prepared.
Well, I see on her own... Very good job, Gary. The whole tape just snapped. Let me take a break. We'll come back and begin this. No one can leader a piece of tape around here. Look at this. The whole thing just broke.
Why can't we get some leader tape that doesn't break?
Scott is the worst editor in the world. This is every time now he edits. You know what? He doesn't know how to use... Scott, come here. I'm going to teach you something, you big dummy.
This is why we can't get off on time.
Yeah.
You have to interrupt the show to teach people how to lead
Gary,
tape.
come here, because Scott's not here. Tell that bald bastard that when he edits a piece of tape and he puts leader tape on, you need to take the editing tape and you got to rub it on tight. How many years you been editing tape?
It didn't.
What?
It didn't come off. It was on. It broke in half.
Yeah.
The strongest tape that's made broke in half.
So what does that tell you?
I don't know how it broke in half.
Because it's old and brittle.
Because you got to get new editing tape.
Brand new. It's brand new tape.
What? Come here. Don't you walk out on me.
He's all mad because I just fought with him.
Brand new tape.
That was really
Brand new tape. The strongest tape in the world.
Strongest tape in the world. It's a poor craftsman blames his tools.
All I know is every time this guy gets his hands on some tape, I'm in an insane asylum. I'm way too talented to be here.
Agreed.
All right.
Should we open the door and see if he's throwing?
Yeah, just how loud.
I love yelling at him because he gets so upset.
And it's getting so much worse now because he can't smoke except in this tiny little room in the back. So, he's got to take
So nothing takes the edge off.
He's got to be down to half of what he was smoking when
Wow.
he was
Well, then we're doing him a favor.
Let him live longer.
He'll live this misery a lot longer.
I hope Ganji's down there with the camera to go see Scott being angry.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Don't you bring that camera in here.
Ganji's the laziest guy.
warning you.
Doesn't think. He's busy with David Lee Roth for 25 minutes. All right, we'll be back, Robin, right after these words to the news.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle. Let's return to The Howard Stern Show.
Oh, now. Anyway, so here's Oprah reading off the teleprompter, okay?
Got it back now?
Got it back, all set.
You know, sometimes that light coming from the television screen acts as a beacon. And on certain magical nights, it seems that everyone comes to the light to share the same moment at the same time. Now, of course, we've all watched things like the moon landing and the Super Bowl.
What's her problem? Because I noticed on her show she has a reading problem, too. She doesn't read so good. The moon landing.
You think it's a pronunciation thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe she has to work really hard on the words?
Maybe, I don't know.
Because it's the moon landing.
But I'll tell you, whoever her makeup artist is good, because I've seen...
That person is a genius. How come we never hear that name?
Yeah, we should. It must be Da
That
Vinci.
person is a true artist, because Oprah doesn't look like Oprah.
Must be Michelangelo working on her. I need that makeup artist.
Really?
I've seen her without her makeup when she does her running specials, and she's heinous. Heinous
Now,
Oprah.
stop that. You just
Heinous.
not used to that look.
Yeah, no, she's heinous without that makeup. I'd love to see the before and after. I mean, they do amazing things with that woman. Well, you got to have money to look good.
How long do you think it takes?
Sorry?
How long do you think that takes?
2.5 hours.
Ah!
On the face?
You think that's like one of those Star Trek things?
Yeah.
Cowardly lion.
That's like I think they put on prosthetics. There's 2.5 hours on the face, and then about an hour for the hair, straightening the hair, easily. And if wig, they could probably get it down to a half hour.
I thought it was a wig last night.
Might have been. They wrap her head, that takes a half hour, and then they take another half hour to place the wig properly. And plus the 2.5 on the makeup, I'd say it's a 4-hour day. Easily.
And
that's
just
a 4-hour.
To come out for a second or two on the award.
Yeah, just to walk out. Anyway, so that was the story on Oprah, and her arms are as thick as oak trees. And I don't know what happens. Like, one day she's literally, I mean, talk about up and down. I mean, one day she's thin, now she's back to being
But the
fat.
arms never.
Change.
That guy is not working out those arms.
No, because if she's running, at some point, doesn't the fat leave your arm?
But he also has her lifting weights.
He does.
Where's the muscle tone?
I don't know. They're like inner tubes. Those arms. I don't know.
They are unaffected by whatever she does.
One of the more one of the more disturbing aspects of the Emmys for me was seeing Bill Maher surrounded by a beautiful woman or women.
Where was this?
In the audience.
Oh.
Bill Maher from Politically Incorrect. I mean, there's a really ugly guy, and you should see the model that's sitting on his arm. I mean, I know I could be going out with just about anybody if Bill Maher's getting chicks.
Well,
at least,
how would you know that?
I know. It's making me nuts. I tell my wife, I got a date.
And she said, is she talking? Why don't you have her talk to Mrs. Morris?
Dick Morris's wife, yes. I wish my wife...
Maybe she has some tips for her.
I wish Dick Morris's wife would write a book. If Dick Morris is writing a book, I have no interest.
Yeah, we want to know about her.
Yeah. 'Cause I want my wife to read that.
What is that like when your husband comes home, and what do you say to him? And what happens when you meet the press on the front lawn the next morning?
And the other guy I don't get is this Tracy Ullman.
That's a guy.
Oh, what is that, a woman? Sorry. You look like a man to me. She's another one. I've never seen her in anything that anybody has enjoyed.
And she came out and she said something last night. I think people just laughed politely because I didn't know what she was talking about.
I have it on tape, but oh my God, I hope this works. All right, let's see. This might work. She talks, I don't know what she's talking about. And she's so forceful that you think that, like, I guess she's a big star or something, but...
Well, they announced how many Emmys she's won.
Yeah. For what?
That wacky show that nobody watched.
Well, everyone wears black. I am here to present the Emmy for Best Directing...
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Musical variety program, but I would like to take this opportunity to make an impassioned plea to all directors. Please, stop wearing your baseball caps on backwards. I mean, we really must enforce a cut-off age of 25.
What's she talking about?
I mean, look at...
What is she talking about? The director is wearing a baseball cap backwards. Probably some guy she worked with wore a baseball cap backwards. She's insane. I believe she's insane. I do. I believe that if they checked her out, they would put her in a mental home.
And the people in the audience are going,
Yeah. Well, it's polite laughter.
Not funny.
No, no one. She's never been funny, never will be. She does all those characters that nobody can relate to.
She does great impersonations of different people.
But who cares? Let me tell you something. If I was her director, I wouldn't wear a backward baseball cap. I'd wear a baseball cap over my eyes so I wouldn't have to look at her. And over my ears so I couldn't hear her. Earplugs. What's with all these directors wearing earplugs? Why? Why? To get away from your voice, you animal.
You know, most of you aren't wearing them. And sure, there's a terrific assortment of toupees and hair plug work.
Yeah, what about you?
Display, but that's fine. And if you massage gently, the red ring on your forehead will fade with time.
So she's above everything.
And here are the...
And what does she wear?
On your forehead.
Why do all directors make me wear a paper sack on me head? What she's talking about is beyond belief.
Yeah, I said, is that? I'm out of it.
Do you think she prepares that?
Yeah. I think she worked on that. Your buddy Ellen DeGeneres, she also worked on her thing. And I said, why don't they have time for the acceptance speeches? Ellen DeGeneres is going on forever.
You're right. The other guy I don't get is that David Hyde Pierce guy, why he's winning so many awards. He seems really aggravated. He seems like Frasier Jr. He behaves the same way the other guy behaves, Frasier.
Well, that's because he plays his brother on the
Is
show.
that what it is? You mean in real life he can't behave like himself? And I don't know what the big deal is. That show funny? It must be.
It's
keeps
really
winning
funny,
awards.
and he's really funny in it.
It must be, because and they had the writers get up. There was about 80 writers to write a half-hour show. I don't get it.
I don't get
Yeah,
that.
it looked like Congress got.
I'm concerned because my movie was written by one guy.
Yeah.
I'm very concerned about that.
I'm telling you, it looked like they emptied out Congress, and it was standing on the stage behind the guy who wrote Frasier.
None of those guys look that funny. But if I had to work with David Hyde Pierce, I wouldn't be that funny either. Julie Louis-Dreyfus won an award, and I believe that was deserved. I think she's very funny, a very good actress.
Okay.
I like her. Julie Louis-Dreyfus.
Julie Louis?
Yeah.
Julia.
She's got to leave that husband, though. It looks like he lost.
Fred
He
Hall.
lost everything. He lost his looks. I don't know what he does.
He never had looks.
She don't look that happy with him.
Lost his hair.
But she's good. And Jay Leno, he sits in the audience, and he's like an ambassador now. He was shaking Dennis Miller's hand so hard when Dennis Miller won.
You'd have thought he had something to do with the show.
Dennis Miller was dissing him 2 years ago, and okay, now they made up, but don't be shaking the guy's hand.
Why do you have to jump out of your seat and practically kiss him?
But exactly, my thought.
Because I noticed that he really was. He had this huge smile on his face, like this was his best friend in the world.
Strangest hair of the night, Steve Allen, agreed? Steve Allen of...
I don't remember him. Was he there?
Yeah, the guy who used to host the Tonight Show 900 years ago and is still living off that.
Oh, yeah, he did come out with someone. Who was that?
I don't know.
Della Reese?
Yes. That was an interesting couple.
I'd rather look at her than Steve Allen. Her hair was bad, but his is amazing. I mean, Steve Allen, does he not look in the mirror? I mean, honest to God, the guy seems somewhat aware.
At this point, it looks like the hairpiece is floating.
Yeah, it looks like a hat. Looks like a raccoon cap.
That's right. It doesn't look attached. It
Yeah.
looks like it's floating there.
There's no, it's not, his toupee is not even trying to look real. It's like whoever's putting it on his head just said, you know.
We know this is fake hair.
Yeah, and it's just so, and it's colored very strange, and it's just odd. It looks like a, you know, it looks like a beaver is on his head. I mean, a beanie with a propeller would look more like real hair.
Maybe he's doing that for laughs now.
Maybe.
He's doing the hair for laughs.
He looks like Shecky Schmeckman.
Because nobody believes his hair is that color.
Well, maybe because he wrote 6,000 songs, he has no time to buy real hair.
But you know he's getting it colored. His hair couldn't possibly be that color.
There's no color on the planet that looks that real. That looks that color. That's a color from Mars. Anyway, go ahead, Robin. You do the news.
You
I'll
have
comment.
a couple of observations
Yes.
that you wanted to throw out.
I probably have more, but
Yeah,
I can't
I'm
think
sure
of them.
they'll come up as we go along. It was the big night of television awards last night, and the big winners were, of course, Helen Hunt for Mad About You. This is her first
She's good.
Emmy Award after several nominations. Here is her acceptance speech.
I'd like to thank Candace Bergen for her generosity of spirit.
Well, you know, this is the thing. This Candace Bergen ruined this woman's moment. An Emmy is important to these people. They can act like it's not, but it is. So Julie Louis-Dreyfus was practically in tears. Because it's confirmation. You understand? These people need it. They're all insecure. Especially actresses. They're all insecure. They think they don't look good. They don't think they act good. They think they're a bundle of nerves. They need a real man to calm them down with the big kielbasi. Yeah. I'll tell you something. That's what these
That'll
actresses...
take care of it? They won't need an Emmy after that?
Meat takes care of everything. I don't think these women are getting delivered the goods.
Oh, boy.
But I'll
You know what? It would be nice if it were that easy.
If I was with an actress sexually, I'd sit her down and go, honey, You look so goddamn good. Man, you're a great actress. Now bend over the chair and I'm going to prove it to
Why would you be different with an actress than you are with your wife?
I'd be different with anybody than I would be with my wife. I've been with my wife 20 years. It's like being with a steak.
You're so crazy.
I'll tell you something. Yeah. I mean, it don't move. It lays there.
It's nice
Yeah. I mean, what do you mean? I don't have to be nice to my wife. Please. That party's over.
Well, you're saying you would be married to this person.
Yeah, listen. All I'm saying is that these actresses are all insecure. So when they get these Emmys, it's a very, very big deal to them. So what does this Candice Bergen do? She won a couple of years. The woman can't even act Candice Bergen. She's as stiff as a wooden puppet.
Did she have some work done?
Of course.
I looked at her last night and said, Candace had something.
All of Hollywood's had something done. There wasn't a person on that stage who didn't have something done except for Steve Allen. What they did to him was a crime.
He had something done, but he shouldn't have paid.
I think he was asleep when it happened. Listen, my point is...
Yes.
In fact, I don't even have a point. But my point is that these women are very...
How did Candace steal her moment?
Well, she stole it because she announced before the Emmys that she was pulling herself out of the running. That she had won the Emmys so many times.
She didn't want it anymore?
She didn't want it anymore.
Well, this is what happens when you're born to it.
Yeah. And the point is that, so now it seemed, even though Helen Hunt won, it seemed like Candice Bergen would have won.
Just because she stepped
That's
aside.
it.
I'd like to thank TriStar and NBC. I would like to thank Paul Reiser.
Is it tense on that set?
Oh, boy.
That she's got to be kowtowing to Paul Reiser?
Paul Reiser.
This woman was just in one of the biggest box office successes of the year. And she's on a hit TV show and she wins an Emmy and she's got to say his name 50 times. Okay. Good deal. Also, John Lithgow, surprising everybody by winning the Best Actor in a Comedy. They're all saying, well, he's a dramatic actor. How did he win for Third Rock from the Sun?
Is that where he plays a Martian?
Yes.
Oh,
Never seen that?
No. Who could watch that?
You know, and the thing that kills me is Jane Curtin keeps winding up in these shows that just go on.
She's got a nerve. I thought after Saturday Night Live she'd have less of a career than Garrett Morris.
But she's the one who works all the time.
You should have seen who he was nominated against, Howard. Everybody else in that category was funny.
What about Gary Shandling?
He's great.
How could he not win an
Gary, Jerry.
There was Seinfeld. There was even the guy from Frasier's funny.
Yeah.
And then I said, well, no way could John Lithgow win because I've seen that show twice and it's really, really bad.
So who do you think is responsible for this?
I don't know.
There are 4 other gentlemen in this category who are so remarkable and so funny. Gentlemen, you honor me. I'd like to quote High Commander Dick Solomon. God bless television. Thank you.
He's not even funny there.
No, that was him doing his character.
The only thing he should have won was tallest guy on TV.
That was Best Dramatic Actor was Dennis Franz of NYPD Blue. Trying to thank his co-star, he fumbled.
A guy that I have the pleasure of working with 12 to 15 hours a day, and love every minute of it. And he's my buddy and my pal, and the most gracious guy to work with. Jimmy Smith. I'm sorry. I'm not nervous or nothing.
Oh my Lord, this is quite intensive.
That was pretty funny because I think he went on for so long because he really couldn't remember his name at all.
None of us can remember his name.
Let's see, what else happened at the awards? Here's Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who won for Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy.
Well, she's got some knobs.
Ooh, yeah.
You know, that's a surprise, huh?
Ooh.
Those knockers. I wonder if those are real. I bet you they put a little golf ball implant in there.
A lot of people say that our show is about nothing, but of course it's been about plenty of something for me. And it's been the greatest job of my life.
She got a little broken up, but she's good. She's good on that show. Good actress.
Tyne Daly won again. She apparently has won more Emmys than almost anybody. Who knew?
It was more interesting is that she's like a big fat white broad who always has a black man with her.
Big fat white broad?
Yeah. Well, that's what she is, isn't she?
She's a white woman.
Yeah, with a big fat ass. And this time she has the very black Lincoln Hayes III.
Well, his name is not Lincoln Hayes III.
What is his name?
Clarence Brown, isn't it?
Clarence Darrow.
Clarence Williams
Clarence Williams III.
Okay.
And from Mod Squad, she was with him, making out with him when she won. And she used to be married to a black guy, right?
Yeah, she's married to the guy from Rookies.
George Sanford. She's going through all the cops.
You never go back.
She went through the Mod Squad guy and the guy from Rookies.
Who's next?
She's going after all black cops.
Mark Sanger's next.
Who's that, the guy from Ironside?
Wheel around Ironside?
Do you think she'll get him?
Oh, yeah.
That was amazing, yeah, because he was sitting next to her, and I could swear that they had been saying they were just friends. And then he planted this huge kiss on her when she won.
I need a few friends like that.
So here she is.
What is her name again?
Tyne Daly.
Tyne Daly.
Eat daily.
What?
She eats daily.
5 times. Tom Hulse said to me when you least expect. I have a great many people to thank, and I'm going to thank all of them tomorrow in the newspapers. I suggest you read the newspaper. It makes for a nice change.
She's out of breath in that walk.
On television, I have to thank Mr. Barney Rosenzweig for giving me a graceful and honorable way to work myself out of a very bad situation.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
To the Academy, happy anniversary or birthday or whatever it is. You can now officially stop dyeing your hair. Thank you so much.
What does that mean?
I have no clue what anybody's talking about.
Maybe she missed the meal and was anxious to get backstage.
Here's Rip Torn, who did win for the
He's great.
Gary Shandling Show Best Supporting Actor.
See, that was a good move. You never thought he'd win.
Well, he was up against Jeffrey Tambor. It was like, oh.
Yeah.
I stand here. It's all due to my boss, Gary Shandling, and his comic genius.
Hear, hear. Bravo.
Jeffrey Tambor, our directors Todd Holland, Alan Morrison, Michael Lehman, writers John Ricci, Maya Forbes.
Well, we don't have to go on.
Peter Colin.
He goes on and on and on. He's really thanking everyone.
Why not?
Dennis Miller up to the podium twice.
That I didn't get.
For his show on HBO.
I dig Dennis, even though he thinks I don't. But I don't know. He was up against Letterman and Leno. I don't know.
Well, thank you very much. I'd like to say I love you to my wife, Allie, my sons, Marlon Holt.
Did you see Allie? Supermodel. Very nice.
But, this is about the show.
Yeah.
And I'd like to thank these.
She didn't write a goddamn thing on that show, and he's thanking her.
The guys behind him are like, this is our lives here, and he's like making kissy face with the wife.
Thanking Holden, his son.
Fine folks for helping me write the show. I'd also like to thank Kevin Slattery and David Weiss and Jim Hanna. Most of all, I'd like to thank the people at HBO who allowed me to buy a nice house, put my kids in a good school, and allow me to go to the Hotel Cipriani once a year and pretend I'm European.
What does that mean?
I'd like to thank Chris Albrecht
Again, I need the clip
Jeff
notes.
Bukas and Carolyn
Jeff Mucus.
Strauss, and the man who hired me, Michael Fuchs. Thank you very much. Good night. Bye.
All right. He's a funny guy, though, so he deserves something.
And here's Dennis Miller again. I just pulled both these speeches.
I guess Kermie's going to have to kill himself.
Who's Kermie?
Well, I'd like to thank Kevin Slattery, Eddie Feldman, my producers.
Why couldn't Betty Thomas win an award so she could have gotten up and mentioned my movie?
I'd like to say hi to my boys at home, Holden and Marlon. I love you very much. Hi, Betty. Hi, Dawn. And my lovely wife, Allie. I adore you. And once again, I'd like to...
Wait, he repeats that like a mantra.
I tell you, it's amazing.
Yeah.
How she's in every speech.
Well, she's got him wrapped as tight as Jackie's wife got him wrapped. Jackie did that. I want to thank Nancy. Nancy, come on up. Come on up.
Thank HBO because, I've been canceled summarily in this business, and I was just glad they pulled me off the scrap heap, gave me another chance. So, Chris and Michael Fuchs, Jeff Bukas, Carolyn Strauss, thank you. Good night. Bye.
He's lucky HBO put him on. No ratings pressure. That's the thing.
And he's thriving there.
Yeah, he's thriving. All these guys thrive with no ratings pressure.
But I thought the funniest guy of the night, the guy who, he's become funny looking and he gives funny acceptance speeches.
Let me guess, my favorite Martian, Ray Walston. Yeah, I know. He's funny, my favorite Martian. What's his story?
I have 30 seconds to tell you.
He's like a real actor, I have 30 seconds.
Well, he really hates that,
that he's a Martian.
Until now, he's been known as my favorite Martian, and he was hoping that, he got this part in this dramatic series that would make people forget, and it still hasn't.
No, he's still a goddamn Martian.
Of my great admiration for the Academy's blue ribbon panel of judges.
Hey, now.
And here he goes again.
You got more to say?
Yeah.
Hey, now. This is one of those rare and magical nights.
You know what I did? I'm watching him. I went up to my screen and I drew in antenna to watch the antenna come out of his head.
That only the Television Academy provides so well. And I'm delighted to be a part of it. And I'd like to say to all of you in the auditorium and to all of you watching on television that all of us up here tonight,
clear your throat,
on this stage are delighted that you are a part of it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're a Martian. Accept it. Stop trying not to be.
So anyway, that was the Academy.
You're a freaking Martian.
And you're never not going to be a Martian.
Yeah, you're a Martian. You could die at 150 years old. You'll still be that friggin' Martian.
You're always going to be a Martian.
Yeah.
Just your color make him green.
That poor bastard Bill Bixby's dead, and that guy's still alive.
I know.
That's a real goof.
Guess
Yeah.
that Uncle Martin would still be here.
Uncle Martian.
Anyway, did you watch any of the U.S. Open?
I certainly did. I missed Pete Sampras vomiting, though.
I did, too.
I'm so bummed. I was watching that, and then I turned it off because it gets boring. The guy chalked up. Did he vomit on TV?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. You could actually see it?
Oh, yeah.
You could see the vomit coming out of his mouth?
I didn't see the original match, but they were doing some of the replay while they were trying to kill time because it was a rain delay yesterday.
Yeah.
And you saw it coming out his nose.
Ooh.
It was so bad.
Oh, cool.
How
and
did
how did it happen? Like he was all of a sudden in the middle of a serve?
He was dehydrated. It was like at the end
I don't
of the
mean
match.
that. I mean, like, how do you see it? Like, what happens? Like, he's in the middle of bouncing him?
First, he walked to the back to try and be a little discreet, and he kind of started to heave.
Yeah.
And then he did it, and you could see him kind of like, it came out of his mouth from a different camera angle. Then he walked up to the line, and just before he served, he kind of did another quick one, and it came out his nose.
Oh, so it was on his serve, because I'm wondering how he got that much time.
And I heard they slapped him with delay of game. Did you hear that?
No.
Yeah, he did once get slapped with delay of game.
Yep.
Delay of
game. Yeah.
The guy's puking.
And do you know how he finally won the match? I mean, because
the other guy was disgusted.
He was just exhausted, and he was cramping, and his back hurt. And even
it's tennis. I thought it was supposed to be fun.
Even then, you know, and they were in this tiebreaker, and so he had to, it was a life or death situation there, and he kept managing to pull out these serves, and he finally served an ace, and then the guy he was playing against double faulted.
Well, of course.
And that's how he won.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, did he get in on his racket? Did chunks? I mean, I gotta see tape of this.
No, you know what it was? It was mostly liquid.
Yeah.
Because he was dehydrated, and they were saying he tried to drink too much.
Oh, he drank too much water.
Yeah.
Pepsi, I think.
Or whatever he was
drink
drinking.
Pepsi if you're dehydrated. What's wrong with him? Does this guy know what he's doing?
That's why he threw up. I didn't know what he was drinking, but apparently that was the thing, that he overfilled his stomach with liquid.
Imagine if they put this pussy in a football game. I mean, this is tennis.
And he got hit.
I mean, this guy's having a major trauma every time he plays tennis. He's always injured. He's always got to. It's tennis.
It's always a drama when he's playing.
You play tennis so you won't get injured.
Yeah.
Little ball. I know. I want to look at the tape backwards so that I can see the puke go back into his nose.
But he managed to win the entire Open. Here's a guy who shouldn't have survived through that game, and he managed to win the whole thing. So here he is, Pete Sampras.
And he whipped that Chinese kid, Chang.
Chang, yeah. Well, he was feeling better.
I always feel good when an American wins over a Chinese guy.
Chang is American, too.
Oh, really?
Thank you.
Well, not really. He's not really American.
Not really. And he's about as American as you.
He plays for China.
He's about as American as you.
He's from China, isn't he?
He's American.
Please.
What can I say? I mean, these past 2 weeks, I've played my share of great tennis and poor tennis, and
humble
the Kretschmer match, and I never thought.
See his girlfriend every minute they flash to her.
Some beautiful girl.
Yeah, like she's into him. She's into his money. Yeah, and she's all worried and concerned, and according to his
that big payday, he hasn't married her yet.
Yeah, you should have seen her face when he got the $600,000. She was like, "Woo, he looks better."
I'd be here as the winner.
Yeah, nobody else did either. And here's another quote from him. He might as well get to talk twice since he was throwing up on TV.
This year has been very difficult at times on and off the court, and this really leaves a very happy thought and some really good memories here.
I thought he was going to say a good taste in my mouth.
Oh, Although I have to admit, when I play ping pong, I crap my pants. So who am I to make fun of a guy who vomits during it? Yeah, I've made my pants a few times.
An incredible game.
I get very dehydrated.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of pressure in ping pong.
It's all that Pepsi. Pepsi. Good ad for Pepsi, huh? He threw up all over his Nike shirt.
Just do it.
Should I take a break here?
Yes, please.
All right, take a break. We'll come back. We'll wrap up the news.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle. It's The Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
Thank you. All right, so we were talking about some other stuff.
Still not getting off the air on time.
I know. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
There's so much going on. All right.
Tupac Shakur was shot again. The gangster rapper is in critical condition.
That guy's amazing.
It's the second time he has been shot in less than 2 years.
What's going on with him?
He and Suge Knight.
Suge Knight?
The head of Shakur's recording company, Death Row Records, were attacked at 11:15 on Saturday night while driving to a Las Vegas nightclub. The pair had watched from ringside as boxer Mike Tyson outfought Bruce Seldon at the MGM Grand Hotel.
Is Tupac East Coast or West Coast posse?
Would I know? Police said the Shakur 25 and his entourage were driving in a convoy of 10 cars when a white Cadillac with 4 people inside pulled up along Shakur's BMW.
I bet you the
One
shooting...
of the men in the Cadillac then opened fire on the passenger side where Shakur sat.
I bet you the shooting took longer than the fight.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. He's East Coast, isn't he, Tupac?
I thought he was West Coast.
Is he?
Maybe he's East Coast. I don't know.
I'm East Coast. You know, they war.
I think he's West Coast.
Don't they war, though? Like, the East Coast and the West Coast are at war?
I heard somebody saying today there was a war. I didn't know about it.
Yeah, the rap stars are at war.
I didn't know we had declared.
The Fugees are East Coast, but they're not involved in the war. They are like East Coast and West Coast. They're the bridge between the East Coast and the West Coast.
Well, could they, like, negotiate
yes.
and stop all this stuff?
They're the Henry Kissingers of rap. But I know Tupac, I believe he is West Coast, Robin.
I think so.
Yes. His posse is from the West Coast.
Well, he was hit 3 or 4 times in the chest, according to police. I mean, my goodness.
Do you think it was the East Coast that got him? Or the West Coast?
His car was riddled with bullets and running on the wheel rims because the tires had been shot out.
Man.
The Cadillac sped away.
Why are all these people trying to kill him? Is something going on that I don't know about?
Like I said, I'm out of it. I don't know anything that's going on in this world. So there he is, surviving another shooting.
Do you think this is a coincidence, or is somebody really trying to bump him off? I think someone's trying to kill him. This ain't no coincidence.
Well, they say he grew up in Harlem and Baltimore.
Oh, then he's East Coast. Well, maybe the West Coast got him. Because East Coast and West Coast are at war. You got to get keyed into it, man. You got to listen to it.
Well, you stop.
Is Suge Knight East Coast as well? Because you would think he'd be protected if he was with if he was with a West Coast guy. Maybe there were two.
Well, he did the video with Snoop Doggy Dogg. I thought everything was cool.
Yeah, I thought the East Coast and the West Coast would come together. It seemed like
he did that California Love video.
I remember when there used to be Battle of the Bands, but now there's really Battle of the Bands.
Yeah, they really shoot each other.
Yeah, they kill each other. Well, let's clear this up. I believe Suge Knight is West Coast, and Tupac is East Coast. That's why I can't believe that two brothers who are East and West Coast united in one car would be attacked.
I don't know. Maybe somebody doesn't want the peace, Howard.
This is crazy. I believe it's a white man. What coast is Young MC?
No coast.
No coast.
Switzerland.
Boy, did you notice the winners of the International MTV Awards?
Yes.
Over in Asia.
What coast is that?
I don't know. But they got these Asian guys who rap just like black guys here.
Yeah. It's obnoxious.
Oh, you think it's obnoxious?
Yeah, it is. Talking.
That's funny.
Musical talking.
But they have the whole rap. They have dreadlocks. They have everything.
Is Rage Against the Machine white? They look white.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
Yeah. I like
sort
that.
of, I guess. A little, off-white, maybe.
Yeah.
There's a book that's available in the Village. I don't know why just in Village bookstores.
Must be a gay book.
Michael Jackson is My Lover is the name of the book. The Secret Diary of the Boy Who Sued the King of Pop.
Wow. He wrote a book?
It's in gay bookshops in New York, Los Angeles, and San Francisco, and alleges intimate details of the young boy's relationship with Michael Jackson.
Any pictures?
No,
Too
but
bad.
there are some letters, diary entries, a whole bunch of stuff, and now Michael Jackson's lawyers are trying to sue.
No.
Because, you know, one of the parts of the agreement was that nobody would talk about anything after this. But the people who wrote the book are now requesting that the young boy give testimony to verify the things in the book. So one of these days,
It's all going to come out.
we might see this kid in court testifying under oath about his relationship with Michael Jackson anyway. And I think that scared the Michael Jackson people to death because now they're delaying a court date
I'm waiting for
about this whole thing.
I'm waiting for the Cliff Notes. I won't read the whole book.
Oh, I think you want to read every detail in this, don't you?
I don't read much. I don't read much, Missy.
They say in the book that Jackson settled with the boy for $20 million to be paid over a 5-year period. And the time period, according to the author of the book, was included so the deal would extend beyond the statute of limitations so that he would still have payments outstanding once the statute of limitations was up and he'd never be able to charge Jackson. Apparently, Jackson also made payments of $1 million each to the boy's parents.
Fafafoe, do you have something to say?
Not about Michael Jackson, but, you know, that story you did about Tupac?
Yeah.
There's a guy that works here who can explain the whole thing.
Good.
Which is pretty stupid, but he doesn't want to be identified by name.
Okay, fine.
Because is he in the war?
Well,
is he East Coast or West Coast?
I think he's East Coast.
He is? All right, let me speak to
You know,
him.
it's funny, when I was at the MTV award party, Tupac was there with a whole bunch of guys.
His posse.
And the guy I was with said, I don't know, man, it looks dangerous, let's move to the other side of the party.
And he was right.
Was that a white guy?
Of course. Okay, here's a guy to describe East Coast
Is
versus...
he coming in a bag or something? Has he got a disguise?
Oh, don't say this gentleman's name. He has a very high profile in the community. Doesn't want to be
I
identified.
can't believe he's showing himself to us even.
It's President Clinton.
You're going to be on the E, right?
All right, my brother. I know you're very tied into the rap community.
Yeah.
All right. Now, would you care to tell us about...
What is happening? Why
what
is
is happening?
Tupac continually getting shot?
Describe East Coast and West Coast.
To clarify that, East Coast...
Dude, aren't you Spanish?
See.
Yeah, so what do you know about it?
Well, you're identifying him. He could be in trouble.
Please. You know how many Spanish are in New York? You can't get rid of them.
Oh, you mean he's not the only one?
Yeah.
I got a big posse also.
All right, I'm going to call you Montel, all right? Just because I have to address you as something. So I'll give you a fake name. Montel, go ahead.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to be on the East Coast. It doesn't matter, am I?
You're East Coast, aren't you?
I'm East Coast.
Yes.
All right.
He's in the rap community, so he knows.
Yeah,
go ahead.
R&B.
All right, so tell me, what is this East Coast, West Coast thing?
Well, East Coast, like you said, it's over here on the East Side. West Coast is like Dr. Dre and
Snoop
Dogg,
and all that.
Exactly. So Tupac, the first time he got shot, I guess he had a problem over here in the East Coast, so he went up to the West Coast.
Yeah.
So now he had a problem with someone.
He joined with the West Coast. Can you do that? Can you abandon?
Yes, I guess.
You can jump?
I guess.
All right, go ahead. So he had a problem on the East Coast.
Oh,
he was
so he's already, he can't come east.
Yeah. So do you think when he was on the East Coast, do you think the West Coast attacked him?
No, actually, I think the East Coast attacked him.
Oh, his own East Coast turned on him.
I see.
Interesting.
So now he went to the West Side.
Friendly fire.
Now what happened was...
Maybe it was like, shot in the back.
Why do you think the East Coast attacked Tupac?
I'm going to explain that now. Tupac released a song, and he was dissing some guys from the East Coast.
Oh.
I won't say any names.
Right.
Because you don't want to get shot.
Exactly.
Right.
I can say the name.
What is it?
I think he was dissing Biggie Smalls.
Was he dissing Biggie Smalls?
I don't know.
Is that, wait a minute.
I have the record.
Now answer me this. Is Biggie Smalls Notorious Big?
B.I.G., that's it.
That is correct. But it doesn't mean Notorious B.I.G.
Right.
Because it could have even been... It wasn't probably anyone from Notorious B.I.G's posse.
But
it
you
could
know
have been...
Notorious B.I.G., isn't he now in jail?
That's what I heard.
That is correct. Yeah. But let me say something. You see, somebody... Because you're going to say, then why didn't the cops interrogate Notorious B.I.G.? If you diss anyone from the East Coast...
Another East Coaster?
Another East Coaster could have gotten pissed without Notorious B.I.G. even being involved.
What's the other guy's name who's in jail, too? Because there's another...
Not Slick Rick. He got out.
Yeah, he's out of jail now?
Yeah, I think he's out of that.
What about LBJ? Where is it? He's dead.
You know, there's another guy that got shot in the eye, the midget, and there was some midget,
black midget
rapper.
He's East Coast,
and he got a picture of him on the gurney, with an eye patch on with blood coming out, and that was his album cover.
Yeah,
good Lord.
So he's East Coast. He's very tough. East Coast very tough.
Well, I don't know if the West Coast isn't tougher.
So you're saying that so what Tupac had to do is align himself with the West Coast.
That's why he put out California Love?
Right.
Well, this is a new song that he has.
Right.
Now, what happened in California? So he was out on the West Coast. Do you think the East Coast attacked him again?
I don't know.
What is the speculation in the rap community? Don't worry.
West Coast
I really don't know who did it, but
attack?
I would say East Coast.
Really?
You would say East Coast did it?
I would say East Coast.
Interesting.
And do you think there's no way this was a coincidence? They drove up, they knew what car he was in?
Oh, yeah. Of course. You don't do a drive-by just on somebody.
All of a sudden you don't know anything. It's the information.
Well, you don't diss anybody. That's why I don't diss anybody. I only diss white people.
Right.
And like guys like like wimpy black guys.
Like Sinbad.
Yeah. You don't have no posse.
Isn't he white?
Are you in a posse?
I'm not with a posse, no.
Currently.
But you're East Coast.
Well, I have a posse. It's more like the police.
How do you know?
How do you know? You don't. But you are in the rap community, in a sense. In the R&B community.
The R&B,
yeah.
You know what? I can bring that record for you tomorrow if you want.
All right.
And you can hit the song.
All right.
Well,
would you bring it in?
Would we be in trouble if we play it? Because, we're East Coast.
Do me a favor, though. When you come in, put your ear to the ground. And when you come in tomorrow, try and get some more scoop. In other words, talk to some of the brothers out there and find out what's going on between East versus West Coast. Thank you.
He still thinks it's a war between Shakur and the East Coast.
I believe it. I believe he is right. Thank you. This is so stupid.
I think the big guys on the East Coast now are the Wu-Tang Clan and that guy, Old Dirty Bastard.
Yeah, I would never diss those guys. I would never diss them.
They big.
Old Dirty Bastard is East Coast.
Them guys are big.
Or his buddies call him ODB.
I'm both because I'm on the West Coast.
Well, now that
and East
Biggie
Coast.
Smalls is in jail, I guess that's it.
Them guys are big.
All right, thank you, and we'll look forward to hearing more information tomorrow on East versus West Coast.
How does a guy feel going into negotiation with these guys?
I don't know. I don't know how he feels.
When you know they're shooting each other.
Yeah, you better damn well make a good deal.
Amazing.
Well, they're not kidding around these days.
Well, anyway, that's it on the East Coast West Coast war in the rap world. I just told you the Michael Jackson thing. There's a big court case that could possibly bring the little boy to the witness stand. Dr. Jack Kevorkian has assisted in his 40th suicide, the 40th official assisted suicide.
And ironically, it was the 50th anniversary of the Emmys, so there's all kind of anniversaries going on.
Yeah, all these numbers must mean something.
Oh, yes. It means the world is sinking.
We have to ask Minister Farrakhan.
Yeah. Hey, what happened to the Minister Farrakhan's earthquake in September?
It didn't happen.
Yeah.
So much for his predictions. But anyway, Dr. Kevorkian's 40th announced assisted suicide was confirmed by his lawyer, and it occurred after police tried to break up a counseling session between Kevorkian and his latest patient. The 60-year-old California woman wanted to kill herself. Dr. Kevorkian was talking to her. The police broke it up, but somehow they got back together again, and the dirty deed was carried through. And then, when the lawyer was announcing the 40th suicide, he also said that Dr. Kevorkian has assisted in other suicides that have not been announced.
See?
And
so he wanted to say it could be the 50th.
Oh, it could be much more. He says he's no longer feeling that each one of these has to be announced to the public.
How do you get in touch with Dr. Kevorkian?
I suppose he's listed.
Is he? I'm going to call tomorrow and see if he'll go see Tom Chiusano, visit him.
No, I don't think you can arrange for other people.
Oh, I'll just call up as Tom. I'll go, hi, my name is Tom Chiusano, and I have I'm completely at my wit's end. I have multiple sclerosis, muscular dystrophy, and
a brain tumor.
And a brain tumor. And I need two things.
You see me. Wait a minute. This is good.
I need two things. I need you to kill me, and I need an autograph from my brother.
No. Wait a minute. No. See, you tell him you have a brain tumor.
Right.
As Tom, because then you can say, now the next time you see me, I may not even remember this conversation.
Just kill me.
Don't ask me any questions.
Right. We're going to make that call on the air tomorrow. We're going to call Dr. Kevorkian.
You know, when I was away for a little while, and people were talking to me about visiting New York, and they said it had gotten a lot friendlier here. Well, I want to dispel that rumor. A 38-year-old Manhattan woman was charged last night with snatching a diamond ring off the finger of a heart attack victim sprawled on an East Village sidewalk.
Yeah, I saw her on the news. I think she's white. Isn't she, Fred?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Finnish tourist fell on the ground, suffered a heart attack at the corner of St. Mark's Place and 3rd Avenue on Friday.
I bet everybody thought the woman who took the ring was black. See how you racist you are?
Right.
Who are you calling racist?
The American society at large.
I said New Yorkers.
Yeah.
Lisa Simola.
Checker.
Simola
is the daughter of the woman who was stricken with a heart attack, and she said her mother is not sour on the Big Apple, even though these two women ran over and they were supposed to be, seeing how she was, trying to console her a little bit. Meanwhile, they were slipping the ring off her finger. Police have made an arrest in the case.
It's not really violent. It's just taking advantage of a good opportunity.
I didn't say it was violent. I said it's not nice. People tell me New Yorkers are getting nicer. I'm like, don't believe it.
Hey, don't be stupid.
You fall down in front of us, we'll take the rings right off your finger.
Why would you wear a ring, knowing that you could at any time pass out?
I told you not to be stupid, you moron.
Don't trust us just because we're smiling right now.
Right.
Eileen McGann is the wife of Dick Morris, the fired or disgraced aide to President Clinton, and she is continuing to stand by her man. She has been married to Dick Morris for 20 years. She's a prominent lawyer. They say she always handles clients who are very difficult to defend, so this is sort of easy for her. She's never succumbed to the public pressure not to defend someone before and to speak publicly in their behalf. So she seems to be using those skills in her marriage now.
Amazing woman.
Her husband was accused of having a year-long tryst with a prostitute, using Washington hotels and allowing this woman to listen in on phone calls between himself and the president. And she appeared on the front lawn of their Connecticut home to say, arm in arm, smiling at the press, to say that they were in love and they were staying together. And then a week later, she had to deal with the new accusations that her husband had a 13-year affair that produced a child with a woman from Texas.
What a great woman. Wish my wife would be more like her. Maybe my wife is. Who knows? I got to test it. I got to have a few affairs and let them leak to the newspaper and see if she can handle it. That'll be my luck. The whole time she could have handled it.
Yes.
Stupid as I am.
She told Time magazine that when her husband, I guess, came to her, or people have been asking her how she's dealing with this, she said, "Let he who is without sin cast the first stone."
You got a rock?
So, I don't know. That's an amazing woman, but I have saved the cover of the Daily News with the picture of them standing together because I want to remember this face.
I just threw a rock. I'm sorry. Yes.
This is the face of every woman whose scandalized husband drags her out to the front lawn.
Look at her. No wonder he moves.
A lot of strain in that face, though.
She looks like a guy.
Oh, stop it. That's not the point. Get a divorce.
I'm working on it.
Couldn't find a lawyer.
Couldn't find a lawyer this weekend. No, you never know if your wife will put up with something like that until you try it. Dick obviously has a wife who will.
Why do you want to? Why do you want to get away with something like that?
Assets.
Oh, God.
That face on that woman screams, "Go hunt for broads." What's she telling him?
Might as well be tattooed on.
Oh, like he's some looker.
Not bad looking
He's
guy.
a funny-looking, squirrely-looking guy, and all the prostitutes and the women who have been around him say he's weird.
Hey, what guy isn't?
That's why I'm alone.
Yeah, well. Anyway.
Bon Jovi drummer Tico Torres has married model Eva Herzegovina.
Well, he's a good-looking guy.
Is he?
He's got a lot of money, I know that.
She looks awfully tall.
Yeah.
So anyway, they had a big wedding, and all the guys from the band showed up, and Richie and John were his ushers.
I just saw John.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was over his apartment, hanging out. Yeah. I hang out with all the famous people.
Well, wonderful. I'm so happy for you. Herzegovina is 22, and Tico is in his 40s.
Oh. Ah, that's nice. That's the perfect spread.
Oh, boy, does that feel good.
Those young women like those older guys.
They like rich guys.
Yeah.
John Hinckley Jr. says that he is sane.
I believe him.
He is telling the officials at the hospital where he's been confined since he tried to shoot President Reagan that he has recovered his sanity and wants to have unescorted monthly visits off the hospital grounds.
Oh, yeah. Is he East Coast or West Coast?
Well, Ronald Reagan is definitely West Coast. So maybe Hinckley's East Coast. Hinckley is asking the U.S. District Court to allow him 1 day a month alone with his parents. Have they asked the parents how they feel about that?
Yeah, like what parent wants to be alone with John Hinckley?
He's now 41 years old.
Keep him in prison.
Said he was trying to impress actress Jodie Foster in March of 1981 when he shot the president.
Want to impress her? Give her a good script.
Finally, this morning, I got to see Nell again. It was so funny.
That can't be the final story.
No.
What is the final story, Robin?
No, when you said Jodie Foster again just now, I was thinking of Speak for Nell. Anyway, a high school principal is accused of videotaping cheerleaders as they put on swimsuits for a party at his lakefront home.
Wow. You mean the principal invited cheerleaders to his home?
Yeah, and it's going to be a pool party.
Oh, my. Oh, that's the greatest.
And then he videotaped them changing.
Oh, that's
At
so
least
great.
that is the allegation.
Good one.
He has now been suspended.
I'd like to sit in on that trial so I could watch that tape.
He invited 16 varsity cheerleaders to his home along Lake Erie. This is in Lyndhurst, Ohio.
Oh.
On a Tuesday evening, the cheerleaders became suspicious of a blinking light in the room where they were changing clothes.
Gee, how smart could this guy be? A blinking light.
Well, he underestimated the cheerleaders.
Yeah, you figured they're real dumb.
Yeah.
Must have been a smart cheerleader. Very good.
They told their parents, who then called the police. Police said they found videotaping equipment behind a trap door in a bathroom wall.
Did you hear how they called the police? The girls went, 2, 4, 6, 8. Who don't we appreciate? Our principal. Boo. Our principal.
Well, that's what's happening.
They were tipped off when the principal said, girls, would you go get dressed in your bathing suits slowly? Take your time.
No, turn this way.
Yeah. Try to face this way. All right. Robin, thank you for the news. Great story to end up with. Jackie Sergeant Pecker, congratulations on your nonstop filthy jokes. 78 wild minutes. Only $12 plus $4 shipping and handling. CD or cassette. Buy two, get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING. Jackie, when you made that CD,
yes,
do you ever go back and listen to it, or do you, once you make it, I mean, when you do a work like Sergeant Pecker, do you ever go back and say, hey, let me listen to it, or you just put it behind you?
You have to give it some space.
I need distance.
And 6 months later, I get it back.
I listened to it, but it took me years.
Friday and Saturday, November.
How long has Sergeant Pecker been out?
I don't know. Have you actually sat down and listened to it since you made it? You have. All the way through?
The English version.
It holds up. Friday and Saturday, November 1st and 2nd at the Riviera Hotel in Las Vegas. Jackie, congratulations. For information, visit Jokeland on the web at JackieJokeman.com. Jackie, certainly career on a roll. Don't miss Steve Gorilla hosting a party at the Paradise Club on 33rd Street in Manhattan tomorrow night, September 10th.
Paradise.
Not going to be Paradise if he's there. If you're planning a wedding or party...
Paradise has been invaded.
Yeah. If you're planning a wedding or party and you need a DJ, call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment at 718-BAG-5040. How many days till the premiere of Private Parts, Robin?
I haven't counted.
We'll have to have a countdown.
What, late February, early March?
Yeah, it might be the first week of March, I'm hearing.
Well, we got to count up how many days that is so we can do a countdown.
Okay. Meanwhile, Jackie, you go figure that out.
I will
All right.
do that.
And
You're the mathematician.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Just exactly.